All right, here we go. Yo, what's up, everybody? Jay the Great here. Welcome back to another one of our weekly streams. Hope everyone is well. Before we even begin, you guys already know the drill. If you enjoy, if you're watching the recording or live, make sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. It's greatly appreciated. We appreciate all the support over the time. You know, a few streams have done very well. Jay the Great here. Welcome back to another one of our
in the background.
weekly streams. Hope everyone is well. Before we even begin, you guys already know
that's coming from
the drill. If
Oh,
you
here
enjoy-
there's. Never mind.
Sorry about that, folks. But make sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. Greatly appreciated. We appreciate all the support over the last few streams. One of them, like I said, hit over 100K. That's insane. So that's a W from you guys. We appreciate that. Make sure to subscribe to Shinobi. He's here with me today, and Batman as well. Keep him in prayers as well. But make sure to go show him some support in his channel. Both their channels are in the description. But we're gonna get started. Plenty to talk about. Feel free to ask questions in the chat. Super chats get priority, of course. We have a few pre-live stream questions. For you guys that are not aware, you guys can ask questions ahead of time for each stream. We give more in-depth answers because we actually prep for them. But feel free to ask them here as well. So we're gonna get started here. First question here, while you guys ask. What's going on, Allie? Thanks for coming in. First question here.
Hi, Allie.
Was how would the series be different if Itachi was actually evil, as in there was no Chiha coup or anything like that? He just killed them to test himself like he told Sasuke. So that's what I would say. The narrative would have been much darker, clearly. Now, if we go one step further and also presuppose Itachi was loyal to the Akatsuki and their cause, then Naruto, Jiraiya, and Sasuke would have all died in part 1 when Itachi and Kisame came to kidnap Naruto and Sasuke. And Sasuke tried to challenge Itachi with the Chidori, as we all remembered. As this illustrates, obviously, Itachi's motives would greatly alter how this would go. Like, what exactly is his mission? Like I said, if it is to back the Akatsuki, Naruto and Sasuke will die very quickly. Jiraiya would die. A lot of people would die. No one's beating Itachi in the Leaf except hypothetical 8 Gates Mike Guy. Now, if Itachi wanted EMS, that wouldn't be a problem either. He would just go to Sasuke and take the eyes for real this time. It wouldn't be a hoax. He wouldn't be trying to, try to trick Sasuke into being the hero in the end. Itachi would get his way. And it would be a very dark ending. There would be no Naruto and Sasuke for long. He would eliminate them. He'd probably give Naruto to the Akatsuki, and Madara would win, and then AKA Kage would come into the play, and the Otsutsuki would win anyway. It'd be a very dark story. That's all I would say about that.
Yeah, it would be a tragedy. Itachi, especially in part 1, was probably the healthiest we've seen in the whole story.
Yeah.
And even as a younger iteration of himself, he was at least blatantly above Sannin, aka Orochimaru. And the strongest person we have in part 1 is arguably him or Hiruzen, right?
Yeah.
So if he was evil, like Jay was saying, he would just take control of the whole Uchiha, just kill them all, gain either Fugaku's eyes or Sasuke's to gain the EMS.
Yep.
And because he was a past shinobi of Konoha, he would be the perfect person for the Akatsuki to send to capture the Nine Tails. The barrier detection sensor wouldn't go off with him invading it. He can easily capture Hiruzen, who's the greatest threat at that time. And as we saw, he just dismissed Kakashi outright while holding back. And it would take 8th Gate Guy to go all out to defeat him potentially. It is unquantifiable as to how strong he is in part 1 as opposed to the War Arc with the 8th Gates, but even that, I think we all can agree in 8th Gates he would defeat Itachi more than likely.
More than likely.
But he does have knowledge about Guy, and I think he would go after him first, if anyone, prior to Hiruzen, because Hiruzen really isn't even a threat. So, especially with the EMS, I mean, Itachi won't get sick, and he would just be a literal beast. Capture Kurama, and then there you have it.
Yeah, essentially, Itachi, post-war arc, he'd be the strongest shinobi on Earth with EMS. I don't see anyone challenging him. Post-war arc, like you need a 6-pass character and Madara revived or something to pose a threat. He'd be unstoppable. Even Pain and Obito, there would be no Pain versus Itachi anymore. Itachi would be clearly the superior. Obito would be at his mercy. Like, he could do whatever. And if he's actually evil, the world is his oyster, man, and the world would be a dark place very quickly. He would do whatever he wants. I mean, he's unstoppable. So it'd be very dark and unfortunate for them.
He had to have that sickness and to be a good guy to really have the narrative pushed forward in the first place. Otherwise, it would have been a whole different story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if he truly was malevolent, the narrative would have been very dark. And would be talking about a whole different story. Probably wouldn't be
We
nearly
pretty
as
much
long.
saw EMS Itachi as an Edo,
Yeah, that's like the
so just
closest thing.
imagine him just a little stronger.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
imagine that with the EMS boost. It's insane. I mean, he's unstoppable. So let's see the chat here. Do you think Naruto could survive the submarine implosion? Yeah, with
Oh
Nine Tails
man.
chakra. Yeah, I mean he survives. Planet busters hitting him in the face. He survived. What's his name? Momoshiki using the amplified chakra that when he dropped it on Konoha and Naruto had to save everyone with Koroma's chakra. Yeah, he would survive the implosion very easily. Water pressure wouldn't be a problem for him. So
Nah, I just think swimming would be the only issue, if
yeah,
anything.
that'd be the
You
only
know what I
issue. He'd have to like
mean?
use the Bijou avatar to like skyrocket out of there or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally, yeah, just propel out of there hella
Yeah. If
fast.
anything,
Yeah.
I guess the only threat would be drowning. If he's that deep down, unless hypothetically he can have his own oxygen within the Kurama avatar. I don't know, but yeah, the implosion wouldn't kill him. He would survive
No,
that for
just
sure.
that pressure alone wouldn't kill him. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
What's going on, Sir Goats? Thanks for coming in. What's going on, Legend?
So goats. So
What if
guys.
Sasuke and Naruto swapped roles? That's actually a question, so we'll get into that now. Um, it'd be a very dark story because if Naruto was the antagonist, the Akatsuki would have a much easier time taking him. And then he'd die. Then Sasuke would be the protagonist with no arch nemesis or, sort of evil counterpart, if you will. And Sasuke would basically be another Itachi if he was a protagonist. He has a similar calm demeanor about him, very similar to his brother. If he's a protagonist, he wouldn't have the hate in his heart. It would be a very dark ending. That's why Kishimoto wrote the narrative the way he did, because it works. Naruto's a protagonist, and because of that, he has the Nine Tails within him. Because he's a protagonist, the leaf protects him, and because Itachi's a protagonist, deep, he's undercover. He's sort of this implied deterrent for the Akatsuki to ever try and take Naruto, because Obito knew better. That's why he waited till he died to ever try and take Naruto. He knew if I try to take Naruto, Itachi will show up, and there will be a problem. I can't just send someone to take him, because Itachi will do something about it. That's why it's written the way it is. Now, if the roles were swapped, like you asked, it'd be a dark ending. Naruto would get taken. Sasuke, I guess Sasuke would have a different development as well. He'd probably still want to try and, well, actually, he wouldn't want to kill Itachi. He'd want to take him down. He probably wouldn't have the intent to kill if he's a protagonist, but yeah, it'd be a dark ending as well. Just like the other question, it wouldn't go well at all. So
Yeah, it would be interesting because it depends on if we're talking about like personality or if we're talking about their inherent powers. Does Sasuke have Kurama now, for example? Because if so, then Naruto without Kurama and the Akatsuki would have a different development rate at the very least.
yep.
It really took Kurama and Sage Mode and things of that nature to amp his abilities as we knew. And in the Akatsuki, I don't see him learning Sage Mode at
Yeah,
all.
nah. Yeah.
So he would be hindered quite exponentially in comparison to the real timeline series.
Yeah.
Now with Sasuke, and that's even with the Sharingan and Susanoo. I mean, I don't really see him getting far without getting like the EMS or something of that nature. So, but with Sasuke, with Kurama, it's interesting because he definitely can take the same route with like Jiraiya and things like that. Learn Sage Mode, learn KCM too. So I think it'd be very similar. But I agree with Jay. I think Itachi would be kept alive. The Uchiha coup would be. I mean, the Uchiha in general would be kept alive, more than likely.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because it depends on like, does his personality transfer or not? Like, does he want to like have the coup be enacted and like have Fugaku as the new Hokage, for instance? It's all variable, of course, but
Yeah.
I think Sasuke would kind of be relative. Naruto would be hindered quite greatly.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yeah. It would.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work as well as Kishimoto had it work. The way he set it up, it all made pretty good sense. The narrative flowed very, very well, I'd say, because of the way he wrote it. The pieces he that he set up, and it just kind of speaks to Kishimoto's brilliance. If we try to change the scenarios, it just really doesn't work. The narrative will come to a screeching halt if Naruto's the antagonist and he goes rogue, and the Akatsuki would just take him. I mean, there's no one to protect him anymore. He's rogue in some remote area. Some pain would just come over, or someone would come over and take him, and the narrative would end. So it just wouldn't work. But yeah, Nobody
Yeah, I think
surviving.
the good guy trope, being like a kid with like no powers and then becoming like this great god, if you will,
Yeah,
that grows. It's like it works for a reason. That's why we see it so many times. So yeah, there's a reason behind that for sure.
exactly. So these scenarios are fun to think about, but when you really go down and analyze what would happen, it's pretty dark. What would happen if
Yeah.
things were different? Also, after watching your reaction to Six Madara video, my other question is, what if Naruto managed to talk no Jutsu Madara? Well, to be frank, Madara is not the type to be compromised with. He's a very strong-willed person. He sticks to his convictions. Clearly, he was willing to die for him. Literally, when he fought Hashirama in the Valley of the End. If Naruto was able to talk no jutsu, then we'd be talking about a different Madara. Because Madara doesn't compromise. To him, is in his own mind, he's like, I don't compromise with terrorists. There is no negotiation. I'm gonna get my way, or I'll die trying. And that's what he was willing to do. That's what he did. Um, Now, if you mean the narcissist video, it was a good video by Six. His conclusion
Saw
was
that.
basically the same as mine. He's not a narcissist. I think he has selfish tendencies for sure, but no narcissist is going to go out of his way to try to save the world. The narcissists don't do that. If you want to talk about a narcissist, talk about Parwangara, talk about Hidan. Those are true blatant narcissists. Madara has a god
Orochimaru.
complex for sure, but he
Yeah.
has good intentions. I do think he has good intentions. He's not a perfect being by any means, morally speaking, but he's certainly a morally great character. He's not a narcissist to me. So
Yeah, I think he was just bound to his archaic ideologies that he
yeah,
grew up essentially, and
exactly.
because of that, it became a part of his image or character. And even in like when he got resurrected, he thinks that these archaic ideologies will be the ones to prevail and create peace as a result. But it was just misguided, essentially.
Yeah, it's
That's all it is.
misguided, and I think his traumatic experiences shaped his ideology and character and his convictions. Also,
Mhm.
the ostracization from the Uchiha clan when they didn't want to follow him probably also aided to his hardened ideology, and it hardened his character to where he's not going to change for anyone. So Madara is one of the best antagonists I think in anime history because his ideology is almost understandable, or even debatably understandable. He's not simply just some sinister individual lusting for power. He wanted to end a problem in that imperfect reality. That's why he's such a complex and well-written character. So, seeing him get talked no jutsu, the Madara we know wouldn't. Just never would happen. Hashirama tried it.
No,
Naruto tried it. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. He's a guy that
he,
sticks to his convictions. So
yeah, and he's just so built and powerful as a character that enables him to like keep his convictions strong in the first place.
exactly,
The only one that like really like questioned his like superiority was Hashirama.
exactly. Yeah,
And without that, it would have been crazy, right? If like Hashirama made him Okage, right, as
yeah,
opposed to himself, because I know he wanted to, and
exactly.
that certainly would have changed the landscape of things. But yeah, Madara, like because of his power and because of his like devout experiences and trauma, that's what really pursued this like end of like hate and destruction and war of all these things.
Exactly.
And it was for better reasons. So it's not really narcissistic like you're saying, Jay. It's
Yeah.
more of like a misguided
Agreed.
rationalization of
Yeah.
how. And
Exactly.
yeah.
He just was shaped by his environment, unfortunately, and he had to be put
Mhm.
down. Hashirama had to put him down. Then Naruto had to put him down. Well, technically, Black Zetsu did, but Naruto was gonna have to put him down. It's kind of like the old Yeller
Yeah.
story, So he just get led astray. That's what happened to him.
Like
No,
that too, huh? That's crazy.
yeah, still not the best writing decision to me, but
Yeah.
nobody is surviving if Itachi was dead ass evil except for Madara because he's him. Yeah, exactly. No one would stop him. You'd need like Madara or Hashirama revived.
Yeah,
Uh,
no one would, bro.
yeah.
Honestly.
DMS.
Yeah.
I heard it was as hot as the sun in there. Do you think Naruto could survive that? Yeah, I mean he's touched by Amaterasu several times, and that's hotter than the sun.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
who is the strongest non-six pack character in Shippuden? Probably Hashirama,
Hmm.
Sage Mode, or uh, Sage Mode, KCM2
Yeah.
Naruto. One of those
Yeah.
guys. Probably the single strongest.
Yeah.
Or AK's my guy actually. That's a good one as well.
He's kind of like cis pass to me, low
Yeah,
key.
he
I
kind of
feel like,
is.
yeah.
I could
Even
be.
though like Madara was holding back tough,
Yeah,
but yeah,
that as well. You could.
and he got helped out tons.
You can
You
make the
know,
argument that Sakura never had a six pass and she punched Kaguya. I'm like, I guess, but
that's true.
yeah,
But
it's
no one wants to
true.
play Sakura though.
Yeah, technically you could say her, but I'll probably just say Naruto, or Hashirama. So
Hashirama, yeah, that's fair.
let's see. Feel free to keep asking questions, folks. Donations will make us stop on our tracks as well.
Yes,
The next,
sir.
next
Anything at all, folks.
question that was asked pre-live stream. So this is actually an interesting one. Someone said, to be really honest, Minato was the worst choice for the popularity poll. To me, there are a lot of characters that would give us a lot more substance and bang for our buck in terms of character
Worst choice,
development.
huh?
What do you think? So this is what I think about that opinion. Um, the classification of Minato's selection as the one to have a short manga as being good or bad depends on when you prioritize as what's important when selecting a character for the popularity poll. Most who voted clearly used their own emotional appeal to make their selection, and hence Minato
Yeah.
got the most votes, rightfully so. However, for character development and building characters like Sakumo and Tobarama certainly would have been good selections as well. However, saying Minato is the worst choice to build those
Yeah.
aspects is incorrect in my lens, at least, as he was alive in one of the most pivotal moments in Shinobi history. So I don't think he's a bad choice at all in terms of character building and world building. To me, it's a pretty good point in history to write about. Um,
Yeah. I would say the word worst is kind of
Strong word.
harsh.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, it's a very strong word. I would say maybe something like, I don't know, Shizune's pig,
Yeah.
right? That'd be
Exactly.
the
That
worst
would be
choice.
awful. Yeah.
Something like that, right? But there is no objective choice as to
Yeah.
who would
Exactly.
be the best person to select. It's all subjective. If it was objective, then Kishimoto would just like select himself, and there
Yeah.
wouldn't be
We
a
would have just
poll
done it.
to
Yeah.
begin with.
Exactly.
But I do agree, like there are subjective value or opinions that add value into who may be the right decision. But Minato certainly isn't a bad choice because you think of all the characters that he's like connected with, whether it be Jiraiya, Hiruzen, but another Shinobi in the past, what he did
Yep.
to be the prodigy that he was. There's a lot that can be connected with them, and because they're connected with those people, I don't know. There's just a lot that can come with Minato essentially. So he's definitely a valid choice, and worse is definitely just
Yeah.
not correct in
That's
my
a strong word
opinion.
to me. Like,
Yeah,
universally, Minato is heralded as one of the most emotionally appealing characters in the entire Naruto fandom. So I wouldn't say the worst. Again, from your own subjective lens, if that's the worst, that's fine. But yeah, I wouldn't agree with that. Yeah.
hmm
Sir Goat says, I like the fact that Naruto's main well-known battles are against people who are what I call the Naruto's that could have been. That's a good point. Obito, yep. Nagato, agreed. Yeah, definitely. He fought a lot of people that paralleled himself. Nagato saw himself in Naruto a little bit, especially after his defeat. Obito, as we all know, had sort of a mental battle within himself the entire war arc. The second he saw Naruto and he realized that he's a parallel of what he once was and could have become.
yeah,
This is very, very good writing by Kishimoto. He did this intentionally for the symbolic value that it holds. He did that very, very cleverly, and Kishimoto's just brilliant. He makes things work and does it very, very efficiently. The reason why Naruto is one of the most sold mangas of all time. So,
yes. Specifically with Nagato too. I mean, being
yep,
that they're both Jiraiya's not prodigies or pupils rather, or
yep,
whatever you want to call
uh-huh.
apprentices. They had a lot of parallels, a lot of the same ideologies instilled to them from a young age, and that really made sense to why the Talking to Jutsu worked in the first place. Otherwise, it would have been. I mean, it was already like questioned a
Yep,
lot,
exactly,
but at
yeah,
least it had some relevance as to why it could play a role in
exactly,
defeating Nagato or making him, self sacrifice himself essentially.
exactly, yeah. So it was
Yeah,
very well written by Kishimoto. By the way, folks, for you guys that came in, make sure to hit the goddamn like button. The more likes, the better. It gets up on the algorithm, gets more eyeballs here, and results in more productive streams. We really appreciate it. So I mentioned Itachi because he wanted to make Sasuke the hero of the village by having Sasuke beat him. Yep, certainly what he wanted. And does he parallel Naruto in some ways? Yeah. Personality-wise, not really. He's stoic. Naruto's more expressive, but their ideologies do align quite a bit, for
it's
sure.
interesting because do you think Itachi like foresaw the potential in Sasuke from a younger age, or do you think he just like saved him because like he admired him so much growing up, and that was like a close connection to him, obviously.
Yeah,
So
if anything, it's probably a mixture of both. He definitely had obviously a brother united bond with him. He didn't want him to lose his life. That's why he made the deal with Danzo. But I do think he saw
yeah,
potential in the guy. He's like, you need to get these eyes to beat me. Hope to see you soon. Hate me more. He wants it. He was trying to force development from Sasuke to where he can be the hero that Itachi wanted him to be. He was sort of sacrificing his own reputation, his own freedom to ensure that Sasuke becomes the man he's supposed to become. And I think
yeah,
potential was also a reason for that. He saw that in Sasuke, He saw that
I just
and
think Itachi, like, I don't think he underestimated. I think he underestimated how much hate Sasuke needed to even beat his fucking ass,
yeah, that's
even
true.
when he was sick, bro.
Yeah, he
Like,
definitely
yeah,
miscalculated. And I think he kind of admits that when he's revived and he's being returned back to the afterlife. He's like, "Yeah, man, I made mistakes. I tried to do it my own way, and Sasuke got led astray because of it. I should have done things differently." He regrets it. That's why he left that duty in Naruto's hands. He's like, "I'll let you deal with Sasuke. I failed. Don't do the same mistakes I made." And Itachi, not even Itachi was perfect. He admitted that. So what's going on, Nio? Thanks for coming in. Oh, Kenrock's here. He said,
up,
"Shinobi, let's
Naya.
go. Itachi versus Kushina."
Itachi versus
Oh my
Kushina.
god. Oh yeah, he still wants to debate you. Yeah,
Well,
you guys
yeah,
could set
yeah.
something up in the future. Some
Yeah, we'll definitely set some up soon, Ken. I've just been prioritizing streams, making
yeah,
videos, and
and
things of that nature. But yeah,
yeah. If you want to debate me, you have to prove yourself. That's all I gotta say.
I
uh,
know you love Kushina, though, bro. I
yeah,
know she go
Kushina's.
hard.
Yeah, I know you're hard for Kushina.
And,
What are your
yeah.
thoughts about DBZ remake? I've only heard a little bit about it. Let me look it up real quick. What does it say?
ABC remake. Let me
Yeah,
see
I
this.
didn't. I saw like some news on it. I guess the animation director for Dragon Ball Superhero, revealed at France Japan Expo that'd be interested in being a
Oh,
part of a Dragon Ball remake. Should Toei Animation ever decide to pull the trigger? Oh shit, that'd be amazing. I mean, I would definitely watch that.
dude, are you kidding me? Absolutely,
Yeah,
bro. The Cell arc again, even
yeah, that'd be
Blue
amazing.
arc,
Yeah,
bro.
I
Even the
don't,
Namek, dude.
yeah, I don't
That'd be
ever
fucking
mind.
sick.
I don't ever mind a remake of these goated anime. That's all I gotta say.
They make so much money, bro. Just fucking do it, man.
Yeah, why
You
not?
know?
I did beat Batman on that. If you mean the one that's public, I thought he beat you, but I mean, to each their own. Well, Kushina versus
Yeah.
Minato, I thought he won that one, but um, it
I
wasn't. He didn't
I
slam you or anything, but he beat you. I'd say that.
I see where you're coming from with Kushina, definitely, but you
Yeah,
definitely have a hard time. You
it's
know,
hard to debate that. Yeah, it's really hard.
if it's like a subpar person, for sure. I
Yeah.
could see it, but yeah.
What if Gar was still evil in Shippuden? He would have had to been put down, man. He's just too much of a liability and a threat. Um, if he never changed, he'd just be a rabid dog that had to be put down. They'd have to do something with him, seal him or something, because he's too much of a threat. Naruto would have to go out of his way to put him down for good or seal him. Um, yeah,
Yeah, it
Gar was a
happened to
live.
Naruto.
Yeah, he was a live wire,
Yeah.
man. He was a live wire. He was a danger, and Naruto did that in part one. He had to put him down in a way and humbled him and made him realize what it means to be a good person. And yeah, he would have had to put him down if he wasn't willing to change. Naruto would have to put him down. I mean, maybe not kill him, maybe seal him, somehow. But yeah, Gaara was a big threat. So
Absolutely. I mean, he's already Kage level by the time Shippuden started. I mean,
exactly,
that guy's fucking beast.
if he was
Man.
that powerful
Yeah.
and evil, that's a huge problem. And I think Yoshimura wrote Itachi stoic because he didn't know what he wanted to do with the character at the time. That's certainly a possible catalyst for Itachi's character. Um, but he's meant to embody like sacrifice. That's what he embodies. He embodies sacrifice, like the sacrificial lamb is what he was. He's like, I'll be the guy.
Yeah.
I'll take the blame. That way we avoid, any conflict, and specifically conflict for Sasuke. And he represented that the stoic sacrificial lamb. I think Kishimoto did that very well.
Very well.
Very very well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And when we
I
learned
think the Stoics.
yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
and when we learned who he truly is, I mean, that was brilliant as well. The way he came out, and we are enlightened to see who he really is. Very, very well done. Very well done.
One of the best plot twists
Oh,
I recall like forever, dude. It was just like
Yeah.
well paced out and yeah, such a great reveal.
Yeah. It was
And it needed to happen, obviously.
yeah,
You know.
definitely. It was all time
But
great. I mean, yeah.
the stoicism, though, I think it was like definitely a result of like even from an early age, being with Fugaku on the battlefield, just seeing bodies being killed. He killed people from a young age, being an Anbu captain,
Yep.
being exposed to so much war and missions that required a high caliber teamwork and people like agents essentially. It just creates a level of just like disassociation from like personal attachments to
Exactly.
people,
Yep.
including his own girlfriend. He just got so enamored in the hate cycle, if you will, in the Naruto verse that it really created this like stoicism filled character that really
Exactly.
like was portrayed well because it really gave him like an edge. It really gave him like a just a hard, badass, edgy look. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
He represents like the ideal figure that completes their duties no matter the cost. Like he's willing to lose his life for it. You know, and he lost his life for it. He's one of
Yeah.
those.
Oh shit, I lost you for a second, man.
Are you still here? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, my
Okay.
bad.
If you guys can't hear me either in the stream, let me know, guys. I don't know if I cut out. I might have cut out actually. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
But
last
yeah,
thing I heard, yeah, it was just a Itachi thing. Yeah,
yeah. RDC Naruto is anime Naruto though. Yeah, RDC is goaded, man.
RDC's dope, bro. Such a great squad, man. Those
Yeah,
guys are shout out to them, bro.
exactly. Yeah, I dig.
Yeah.
Let's see. If Gar wasn't a Kazekage, who would be the next Kazekage? I want to say Temari, but I don't know.
Hmm.
I mean, they would be candidates. Konkuro.
Probably Chio.
Chio would have been a good. Yeah, that's a good candidate as well. Chio, if she's willing to take the mantle, it would have been a
She's
good
so
one.
respected in that village as well, honestly. And she has, she's strong
The
enough to
lore.
compete for a Kage title. So
Yep.
yeah,
Oh yeah, definitely powerful enough for sure. Does it
I
help
think
I
she'd
have
be a
a
good candidate.
Does it help I
Yeah.
have a W on Marcus? I'm not familiar with that kid, so no.
I remember Marcus is coming in kind of being a little, spicy with it. So
Uh,
I never really heard him debate
Me either.
seriously. I
Yeah.
remember we checked out that one with Troy, but that was just
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
that was
Troy beat him, but yeah,
yeah,
that was really like
that
yeah.
wasn't even a debate though, bro.
It's just
Yeah.
him like telling him that I'm right, and he's like, okay. Yeah, that wasn't a debate. But feel free to keep asking questions, folks. Like I said, donations take priority. Thinking about becoming a member as well. I react to other creators that I don't post on here, like Thunder God. Shout out to Thunder God. I do debate
Shout out.
sections as well. So if you want to be a member, go ahead. Also, it's ad free, so you can watch those videos, no ads. You don't need YouTube Premium. It's free, just for being a member. Oh shit!
Oh,
Sir Goats
yeah.
once again has returned. Appreciate that, bro.
Good W.
Let's see. You gotta put that on the screen, man. You know how it goes. Give me a second, folks.
Ooh, dank ass question, man.
Yeah, make sure to hit the goddamn like button if you haven't already, folks. Appreciate it. Let me get this on here real quick. Gotta give credit where credit's
Shout out
due.
to Sergeets, man. Thank you, Beth.
Appreciate that, brother. And put this on the screen. We shall answer your question. Let's see where it's at. Where's it at? Here it is. Image. And let me find it real
Loki
quick.
making me hungry, bro.
I know, that low key. So Sir Goat said, 6-pass pizza slice with true seeking pepperoni behind it versus Super Saiyan bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. So, trying to power scale these food items, I would say Super Saiyan, well, it depends on how strong these items are in base, right? So, bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich versus a pizza slice. Bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich are more sturdy. You know, there's certain layers to it. Pizza slice is more flimsy. I would say it's heavier as well, so it probably has the AP advantage. I'd probably say Super Saiyan, bacon, egg, and cheese. I think there's more mass to it. You know, mass and and force equals mass times acceleration. So I'll simply say the sandwich would probably prevail, unless it's a giant pizza, like a giant pizza type of slice. It might hold the same amount of mass. And it does have true seeking pepperonis as well. But I'll probably go with the sandwich though. So
Yeah, I mean, if we were to presuppose that the sandwich gets a Super Saiyan amp,
yeah,
and the
exactly.
pizza gets a 6-pass amp, then I would say the power from a Super Saiyan bacon egg punch would definitely break the shield
Exactly.
from,
Yeah.
from a True Seeker. So, but if they were equivalent, I would say the pizza would win, just because like you
Oh,
could
yeah,
get
yeah.
like
Yeah.
you can throw that pepperoni at it, nullify any key blast or anything like
Exactly.
that, or just like
And you could argue,
them.
yeah, you could
Yeah.
argue the physics to it as well for the pizza, because the pizza can kind of fold and create more force with the sort of slap that it's capable of doing. Like when you ever grab a
Yeah.
piece and you kind of move it around. You know, the bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich is more sturdy. There's not as much flexibility to it, so there is an argument for the pizza slice as well. But
If you throw some pepperoni, it's not even that detrimental. But if you throw a whole piece of bacon, that's a lot of your whole body. So that's like 20% weaker. You know what I'm saying?
A good slap from the pizza slice might cause some damage. But in
Exactly.
most instances, I'd say the sandwich. But there's certain instances where the slice would win.
Yeah, it's plausible.
What Naruto characters have the highest kill count? Yeah, that's a really good question, Sir Goes. Appreciate that. What Naruto characters have the highest kill counts? I'd probably say someone like Orochimaru, probably some of the Anbu individuals. I wonder how many kills Danzo has. I mean, he founded the Anbu.
Third
Kakashi, the third Raikage. Oh yeah, 10,000 Shinobi. Minato, high kill count.
Yeah,
Um,
Minato, of course. Yeah,
yeah,
Obito,
Madara probably has a high kill
obviously.
count with the Alliance. Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
guys like
Madara for
that.
sure.
Yeah, guys like
Yeah.
that high kill, and they were in the Warring States period. Madara and Hashirama killed who knows how many people. Um, so yeah, people like
Or the
that.
Tutskis,
Oh,
they're
Itsuki.
probably, if
Oh
we're talking
Jesus.
about them,
Yeah,
yeah,
they've probably killed
there's
thousands of
wrecked
people.
planets. So
Yeah,
yeah,
literally. So yeah, probably those upper tier characters that have been in war in times of war, probably the highest kill counts for sure. The Titanic versus the submarine. Well, for comparing
the Titan.
the
It's sad,
Titanic,
man.
yeah, the submarine. First of all, it's a shame what happened. I think that the testing for the submarine wasn't done correctly. They didn't make sure that it was up to standard to go several miles into the ocean, and because there was probably most likely, from the news at least, an implosion, which will kill you instantly. That's not if the pressure killed them first. It's a sad way to go. But I would say, due to technology, the submarine's probably safer than the Titanic, at least above a certain level of depth. Obviously, once you get to a certain level of depth, there's parts where no technology could reach currently. As most people know, most of the ocean is undiscovered, and it's mostly because of that, because of the
Yeah,
high.
especially man's
Yep,
technology. You
exactly.
know.
Because of that,
Yeah.
there's places that we've never even discovered because the water pressure is so great. Implosion is inevitable until you could create a sort of machine that could withstand it. And this submarine incident just shows that we're not ready. We gotta be
Yeah,
careful.
I think they did send a rover to go check out any more residual debris, but the debris
Yeah,
that they did found was like parts from the literal pressure chamber.
literally.
So it
Yeah.
obviously indicates a cataclysm, not a cataclysm, but like at least an implosion that occurred. And like
Yep.
you're saying, the Ocean Gate CEO who perished with the folks on the submarine, disregarded regulations, thought uh, he didn't really care about it not being safe. He kind of
Exactly.
like just outright dismissed it. He was being extremely arrogant and
Yep.
put the lives of others on his accord essentially by doing so.
Yeah. I feel like it was like an
Yeah,
impulsive sort of act from him. He's like, let's go do it. Let's try it. And it ended up costing them their life.
yeah.
So the
I
the
mean, dude,
ocean.
like it's too much pressure down there. Like
Yeah.
the largest like organic animal to go like I think it's a sperm whale that goes like 6,000 feet below the ocean level
Yeah.
floor, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Um, and they're going 12,500 feet below, dude. Like,
Yeah. Several miles.
and for you to
That's
skip on regulations is extremely like foolish. And why are you even going there in the first place? Just
exactly like
like out
it's
of
not
curiosity.
exactly. It's like
Like,
not worth the risk, and they found that out too late. So it's unfortunate, man. Yeah, it's been the talk of the town virtually for a long time.
it's happened several times before too,
Yeah,
man.
it
Like
has.
this
Yeah,
isn't the first instance. So
water
yeah.
pressure will kill you if you're not careful. So what about against Wendigo and Jason? I don't know who those guys are. Uh, you think
So I
Toei
know
will?
Wendigo is like familiar,
Oh, I
like
think
like
I
a
might have seen them in the server. Yeah. You think Toei will keep
it's a
Gohan as a
person. Oh,
fighter this time, or will they go back to him just being a dad and they joke like before? It's happened literally 3 times: Cell Saga, Boo Saga. Well, if they stick to the official narrative, um, I'm assuming they'll just reanimate it. But if they do remake it and change up the narrative a little bit, I wonder what Toriyama would want to do if he's involved. If he does have aspirations to change up the narrative a little bit. I
that's a
don't.
good question. What
Yeah,
would they change if anything, though?
yeah,
Right?
because I don't know if he'd want to change Gohan's development, um, or just simply
No.
just reanimate the show. Who knows? It depends on
Go.
what they decide.
Yeah.
Yeah, Resurrection F, Tournament Power, and now Superhero. Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
wow.
Yeah, yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. I do hope they do a remake regardless. I'd definitely like to see it reanimated. That'd be amazing. Like the Frieza and Goku fight reanimated and
Oh
non
bro,
Namek. Oh God,
dude.
legendary.
Dude, even Namek with like Nail and like the fucking Ginyu Force and
Oh,
all that shit, bro.
legendary.
I would love to see that again.
I'd love to
Yeah.
see that. Yeah, like modern day animation, Goku going Super Saiyan for the first time. That's gonna be a moment. Yeah, that's gonna be
Yeah.
heat, man. Otsutsuki's destroyed civilizations. Exactly. Speaking of which,
Facts.
Saiyans versus Otsutskis.
Thanks.
Otsutskis, even the weaker ones, are beyond planet level. So if we're talking about typical Saiyans, like low class, Otsutskis would beat them. Obviously, if we're talking about Goku and Vegeta, he'd slam the whole clan by
Oh
themselves.
yeah,
But
yeah. Like fire.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
but
Exactly.
most
Yeah.
Saiyans aren't that strong. I think King Vegeta. What was his power level? It wasn't even above
10,000,
like ten
something like
thousand.
that.
Yeah, and those
10 to
guys are
12. Yeah,
Planet Busters maybe. And most Saiyans are weaker than that. So yeah, the Otsutsuki would body most of them. Besides, obviously, like the elites and current Goku, and the current Saiyans obviously are a huge problem for him. But
yeah. It's not like the whole race of Saiyans are like elite warriors
yeah,
per
no,
se.
not at
They just
all.
have the blood to make them so.
Yeah,
If they
they have like that
act
latent
upon it.
potential, but they're just most of them don't reach those levels.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, the Otsutsuki would win,
Why
unless
Super Saiyan's so legendary because
yeah,
it's like,
exactly. There's a reason why it was
yeah,
almost considered just a myth until
a fantasy.
yeah,
Yeah,
until Goku made it reality. So
he's like, wake
um,
up,
yeah,
I'm here.
even Frieza was like, oh fuck, it's real. So scarred him. Still scarred to this day. Frieza's still scarred. Isn't the Titanic decaying next year's condition is really horrible? Yeah, Titanic sunk 1912 or something like that. That's been a long time. I'm sure it's
Yeah,
horrible. Yeah.
and for water for over 100 years, water will like decay even styrofoam in 100 years,
Yeah.
man. So
Eventually,
yeah,
if some piece of mass is in water long enough, yeah, it starts to
yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
it goes bad. See, Gohan Super Saiyan 2 versus Vegeta Super Saiyan 2 Pre-Majin. Oh,
I've
Cell
asked
Game
this
Super
before.
Saiyan 2 versus
Yeah,
Vegeta Super Saiyan 2 Pre-Majin. I don't know. Gohan got quite the
I say
boost.
Gohan's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gohan got quite the boost there, and you could argue that Goku was holding back against Vegeta.
well,
This is pre-Majin. Never mind. This is even before that.
yeah,
Um,
there is the instance when like Gohan's facing off against the Burra, and he's like, "Oh, we'll just let Gohan handle it because he's only as strong as like Cell was back in the day."
right.
So you can at
Yeah.
least imply relative, and he's like,
Exactly.
if he doesn't see the Burra as a set as a rival essentially, and he's just letting someone else do it, then you can ascertain that Vegeta would be able to take on Gohan, but by how much is
Yeah, it's
unquantifiable for sure.
unquantifiable. It's definitely unquantifiable, and he got such a large boost. You could argue that Gohan he never touched that level for a long time. Again, when he killed Cell or tried to kill Cell, that was a very high level of power that he only reaches when he's enraged. So you could use
In
that
rage
argument.
mode,
Yeah,
yeah.
you could make an argument that he's still stronger than even Super Saiyan 2 Pre-Majin Vegeta. It's an argument. I think there's arguments for both sides, though. There's arguments for both
Yeah, there
sides.
is. There's definitely arguments for both
Yeah.
sides. Yeah,
I lean
for
towards
sure.
Super Saiyan 2 Gohan because of the massive discrepancy he had between himself and his peers. It was massive. I mean, they could even fuck with Cell Juniors, let alone Cell himself. So it's quite massive. But there's probably arguments for Vegeta as well. Obviously, he got stronger. So, yeah, that's what I would say about that.
Yeah, and Gohan, I guess, technically needed like Kakarot's energy to defeat Cell as well,
Yeah,
but I don't know. It's a very close battle.
it's
I will
close.
admit.
Yeah, definitely close.
Yeah,
Now we don't need a remake. We have Dragon Ball Kakarot for that. It's true. The video game's pretty good.
I haven't played it yet, to be
Yeah, I
honest.
played a
But
little bit.
it's
It was all right. Yeah, it's okay.
it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could any non-six path character handle Vasto Lord Ichigo? If not, maybe a team of 3 to 5 non-six paths. So you have to scale Ichigo with the Vasto Lord form. It's tough to try and get. Like I said, Bleach is a little harder to scale due to the ambiguity. So Vasto Lord Ichigo, the one that fought Ulquiorra, quite powerful. Clearly, I think Ulquiorra is the strongest Espada as well. Um, it's tough to gauge where he'd be at.
Yeah, because it comes down to speed, right, bro?
Yeah, it comes down to speed. With Ceros, if you consider them hyper literally light speed, Ulquiorra is obviously that's not much of a problem for him. Um,
Especially Grand Race arrows.
yeah, you would need as far as non-six pass characters. I don't know if there is someone that can compete with that. With the amount of power that Vasto Lord Ichigo possesses.
Yeah, non-six path. No, you need to at least be planetary, I'd say.
Yeah, you gotta be planetary. You don't really reach that till like post-war arc. To be honest.
Well, yeah, I'd say planetary is safe for sure.
Yeah, at least planetary. Euclid could probably be even higher. You could argue, but at least planetary. As far as non-six pass characters, maybe Casey 2 Sage Mode Naruto or Hashirama Sage Mode or Madara.
Best chance you got right there.
Those are the guys with the best odds, and even them, it's gonna be tough, especially if they can't see him, because he is a entity that's intangible to humans, at least in the Bleachiverse. So if the Shinobi can't even see them because they're in a different plane of existence, then clearly there's no one that can beat him. So yeah, it all depends on what you presuppose. But if it's just straight up power versus power, it'd have to be the biggest gun, the biggest, most powerful shinobi you could think of that are not six paths. I'd probably have a chance.
Yeah, bro,
Yeah,
exactly.
like
Because Master Lord of Ichigo, he just goes fucking full brute mode and doesn't really care. He's just like full bloodlust.
bloodlust too.
So
Yeah, and
yeah,
character.
there's no talking.
He's gonna try to eliminate
Exactly.
you very quickly. Yeah, very quickly.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I don't think there is a group unless you presuppose that he's only planet level. Then maybe Casey Tushimo Naruto or someone like that. But even that's debatable. So how strong would a Super Saiyan Naruto be? Well, we know Super Saiyan's a 50% amp. Um,
hmm 50
50%
times.
seems 50% seems quite large. If we look at the gates, Kakashi said that you can go anywhere from you can get dozens of times stronger. It's a similar multiplier depending on what dozens
Bad
means to you.
kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and besides that, we don't really get multipliers. I would say Naruto is super. Well, imagine Baryon mode Super Saiyan Naruto. I mean,
Exactly.
that would be
Yeah.
insane. Ishiki would be at his mercy, and he'd just by far be the strongest individual in the verse, besides like hypothetical Shibai or something. So he'd be extremely powerful. I
Yeah.
mean, he already is
Even
with
like
Baryon mode, but
multi-solar system
yeah,
at that
50,
point.
50
Yeah.
times 50. Yeah, he's in multi solar system, maybe a galaxy. Yeah, he'd be extremely powerful. So
And so and Cell for a reference is only solar system level. So I
exactly.
mean, 50
Uh,
times Cell.
that's insane. Yeah,
It's
especially for
not
the
not quite Boo, but like
yeah, not
it
quite
might
boo.
be.
Maybe yeah,
Uh,
you have to quantify like the exact value if it's like enough to consider you like galaxy to universal maybe, but
all
yeah,
depends on the size of the galaxy too,
yeah,
because like
exactly,
some are obviously larger or smaller. So it's very vague,
yeah.
but
He'd
yeah.
he'd be a problem for most of Suzuki besides probably Shibai. So
Oh, especially Naruto. Yeah,
yeah,
bro. Yeah, good luck with that.
yeah, exactly. Who would win between Happy Go Lucky Hi My Name's Goku versus Kakarot? Oh, so the nice Goku versus Kakarot. Kakarot is bloodlusted, man. He's cold, calculated. He's not gonna play that game with Goku. He's gonna be like, hey man, let's spar. Kakarot's like, I'm ending you now. So
Facts, bro.
probably Kakarot. Yeah,
It's like
Kakarot's
you trying to
problem.
get bitch today or tonight.
Exactly. Well, every time we see
You know?
Kakarot, he's cold against Frieza and Namek. Against Jiren in Tournament of Power, we see him as cold as ever. So
Mhm.
probably Kakarot. He takes no risks unnecessarily. So according to Clyde, Vassal Lord Ichigo is multi-planet level. Yeah, I'd have to see the scaling. It's really hard to scale each characters, man, in comparison to
I
Naruto.
believe it, but I would like to understand more as
Yeah,
to
I'd have
why.
to
So.
like see the rationale behind that. 'Cause
Exactly.
yeah, so
Yeah. I
oh,
trust Clay 100% too.
yeah,
So
exactly. Clyde's a really good bleach scaler though,
for
but yeah,
Bleach, yeah,
he's
no doubt,
he's
no
very
doubt.
good. So I'm sure he has a great reason for that. What's your favorite DBZ arc? Personally,
Ooh, a
that's a
hard
tough
one.
one. Yeah. Personally, my
Hmm.
favorite arc might be the Cell arc.
Oh yeah,
Cell
low
arc is
key.
really, really good. Yeah, it's really, really good. But all these arcs are goated, man. Like the Boo arc's really good.
Yeah, I would say the Cell Arc for sure. It's just like the
Yeah,
most solid one,
yeah.
bro. Like go on potential, the hyperbolic time
From
chamber,
start to
Trunks,
finish, yeah, start to finish, I feel like the
everything,
Cell
dude.
arc, yeah,
Piccolo, like
yeah.
it was just so good,
The
man.
Cell
So,
games, everything was just from start to finish. It was really good. Then you have like the Boo arc. I feel like there was more downtime in that arc comparison to the Cell arc. The Namek
absolutely,
arc. Yeah,
yeah.
probably the Cell arc overall is the best. I'd say.
And the Supreme Kai didn't really capture me that much as like a character. You know, it's like,
Yeah,
oh, he's cool and all. And,
yeah.
like I forgot the other guy's name that he fused with, but
They weren't. Yeah, they just
um,
weren't very significant emotionally.
Super Saiyan 3 though, that was like such a dope moment
Oh
for
yeah,
me,
that's probably like
honestly.
might be the biggest highlight moment. Besides like Vegito appearing was like Super Saiyan
Oh
3.
yeah,
Yeah,
and Majin and Vegeta obviously too.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Majin Vegeta. I forgot about that. That's an amazing moment. Yeah,
hmm
one of my favorite moments ever. in Dragon Ball was
It's
Vegito.
between Cell Arc I think more it's got more going for it, but
Yeah,
Boo Arc is it's really close, man.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
close. It has really good the highest moments of the Buu arc might be higher than the highest highs of Cell arc, but overall I think the Cell arc is better from start to finish.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Majin Vegeta, I mean, shit, man, it's hard to top that. Or Vegito whipping fucking Boo's ass, that's hard to top. But
Dude, and Boo looks so fucking sick, bro. Like
oh,
in the
dude,
second form and shit.
it's
Like,
so
yeah, that
dope.
guy had mad drip,
It's
bro.
dope.
Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
he had like those when he was absorbing more and more characters. Those versions of him are
Yeah.
extremely drippy. Yeah, extreme
Yeah.
drip.
He's just like such a fucking almost goofy, but like so powerful character. I don't know. He's just really well
Yeah,
written.
I like how he was written. He was kind of written like a force of nature. Like I know people are like, oh, he's dumb as fuck, but to me, he was like a force of nature
hmm
that had to be put
And
down.
Majin Buu is one of the most respected antagonists of all anime.
Yeah,
Like, for
definitely.
sure.
He's more than
hands
just some
down.
like dumb person talking about eating. Like, dude, he's a force of nature. You know. So
Yeah.
Frieza feared him. I mean, he's a force, literally.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah.
Frieza said in the tournament of the Battle of Gods, there's two people I was told to never mess with: Boo and a God of Destruction.
Beerus.
Literally, yeah.
Yep.
So
Hmm.
he's a force, literally. W. Clyde, yeah. Shout out to Clyde, man. Shout out to Clyde.
W. Clyde, bro.
Yeah. Do you guys think full power Naruto can keep up with Kaguya, Teen Six Pass Sasuke, and Demons Kakashi? Can he
Yes.
keep up? Yeah, I mean he kind of did. Yeah, he had to help conjunctively from Demons Kakashi and Sasuke. Could he keep up with Sasuke? I mean he beat Sasuke. Oh, you think? Oh, never mind. I had to reread it. Current full power Naruto. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't
the
read that part.
nerfs. Yikes.
So nerfed. I don't think he beats Kaguya. Honestly,
No.
probably not.
It's hard to
Teens.
say he can. Like how
Yeah, it's hard to
like
quantify it, but he's getting dealt with by Kawaki sealing him and him having to get his life saved from Boroshiki. Um, an exponentially times stronger Kaguya probably beats him. Yeah. Six pass Sasuke as a teen. Uh, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna even hang with that. That's probably the most debatable one. Um,
yeah, if he has like all the power of the Biju and stuff of
exactly.
that nature, he might be able to contend. And if DMS Kakashi doesn't have a time limit, that
Yeah.
would greatly amp, especially as like an asset in the battle. So,
Yeah.
um,
Kakashi. Yeah, you wouldn't keep up with him. Yeah.
yeah.
I think he gets
I mean, like
blitzed.
the only reason why like Kaguya like escaped that was because like she had the perfect like jutsu to get out of the dimensional
Exactly.
portal that like was that Kakashi put her into,
Yeah.
and because he ran out of stamina, there you go,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
But if that's not an issue anymore, then fuck, dude, get it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Dennis Kakashi would blitz Naruto most likely. I mean, he blitzed an exponentially times stronger Kaguya. That's insane. Um, Sasuke would probably beat him. That's the most contentious. But Kaguya and Kakashi definitely would. More than likely. Oh yeah, Thousand Year Blood War getting a part two. Hell yeah, definitely waiting for that, man. That's gonna be amazing when that shit comes out.
Oh, dude, I can't wait. I'm gonna binge the shit out of
Oh
that,
yeah,
bro.
we need to binge the shit out of that immediately as soon as that drops. It's gonna be legendary, you know. I was really hooked to the first part of the Thousand Year Blood War anime. It was amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Like during the massacre of the Soul Society, man. I mean, I haven't seen animation that good, narrative that good in a long time. When the Quincy were like eliminating all the like the whole Soul Society, that was amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Bleach in general is just one of my favorite animes, man. It's just
Yeah,
so I just love the story, the Shinigami sword battle, like, it's just the
exactly.
aesthetics, everything about it is just
Yeah,
fucking top notch.
very, very, very well done. I can't wait to see Ewok animated, see what all the hype's about behind him. I hear he's quite respected.
Kenpachi, bro.
Kenpachi, dude. Aizen, shit, man, that's gonna be amazing. So Johnny Sins versus Mario. Who has a more impressive job resume? I mean, Johnny Sins, man, he's done it all, from astronaut to plumber. Johnny Sins has probably one of the most impressive job resumes of all time. Mario, I mean, you know, we know what he's done, but Johnny Sins is just extremely versatile. So
Yeah, I feel like Mario doesn't really have a limit as to what he can do.
exactly,
Essentially,
yeah,
yeah. If they wanted to do it, it makes sense
yeah,
basically. But Johnny
yeah,
Sins is kind of very similar, so I love the question honestly.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
pretty funny.
Yeah, I always love the Saiyan Saga arc because they introduced one of the most greatest rivalries in all of human creation. Yeah, I do agree with that. The Vegeta and Goku moment during their battle during that arc will live in the history books for sure. Um, yeah. Are you
One of the
go-
greatest rivals of all time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's like Jesus versus the devil in the anime world. So, are you Gogeta or Vegito guys? As far as who I like more, that's a tough one.
Ooh, I like Gogeta low key, man.
I like
Aesthetic wise,
Gogeta.
Super Saiyan
Yeah,
4,
aesthetically,
Gogeta went
I
hard.
definitely like Gogeta more aesthetically for sure. I feel like personality
But ego
wise,
wise, yeah.
Vegito is pretty cold. That's what I like
Yeah,
about him.
exactly.
Yeah, Gogeta is more like lighthearted. I mean, he's concise. We saw what he almost did to Broly, but yeah, I might like Vegeta a little bit more personality wise. Gogeta aesthetically. Who do I like personally more from the two? It's a tough one. It's a tough one for sure.
Aesthetically,
Aesthetically, definitely probably Gogeta. Uh, I think I might like Gogeta
yeah,
a
for me,
little
aesthetically,
more.
Gogeta and then ego, Vegito.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tough. It's tough to select. Yeah, both of them are
Oh, yeah,
great.
no doubt.
Yeah.
GT is just a weird series, though, in my opinion. You
Unfortunately,
know,
yeah, it's just unfortunate that it's not like up to par with
so
Dragon Ball.
memorable.
Yeah. So or as memorable, yeah. Can season 1 Mark from Invincible survive defeat the Super Saiyan invasion? I'm
I
not
haven't
familiar with
seen.
Invincible, but I heard that
Yeah.
whoever that main guy is, like the old man, he's like super powerful. That's what I've heard. I've never seen the show though, but
Same here, brother. Yeah.
yeah. The reason why I say that is because at 50% Naruto was able to tank and block attacks from Fuse Momo while in base. Yeah, but
I
that was
remember that. And
if you're talking about
yeah,
current Naruto though, the current Naruto is even weaker than that. I mean, he has no Kurama.
exactly.
You know, no
Yeah,
Kurama,
because
no
like,
nothing. Yeah, no
because
chalk.
arguably without Kurama, he doesn't have six pass anymore.
Yeah, and it definitely doesn't have either one.
And six pass obviously amps his base
Yeah,
exponentially, so
there's even it's
that's
even
a solid motto.
yeah, it's even implied that the Ninetales is always amping him even in base. You know,
hmm
so yeah, that's a whole different Naruto than current Naruto. Even that one that was 50% fatigued. Yeah, so
But if he had, yeah, if he had Kurama in base, that's definitely rational for sure.
yeah, exactly. Legend same. I could slap Kage in Sage mode nerfed. I feel like he can slap Kage in Sage mode nerfed. I don't know about that. He did fight a few base.
Yeah. Good luck with that,
Yeah,
honestly.
I doubt that.
How's he getting out of the portals, man?
Yeah, he's fucked. I love Gogeta's design. Yeah, definitely.
No doubt, bro.
How confident are you guys in terms of surviving a Mortal Kombat tournament? You mean like playing the game?
Man. Okay.
If it's playing the game, if it's like real life, yeah, shit. If it's the game, I was alright at the game. I was alright.
Yeah, I'm more of a Tekken guy personally.
Yeah, me too. I like Tekken more.
Always been my fighting game of choice.
Yeah. That game I got pretty good at. Mortal Kombat, I only played a little bit. I didn't really play it that much.
And Street Fighter looks pretty heat right now, but I don't know if I'm getting it or not.
I've heard good things about the new Street Fighter as well. Heard it's pretty good.
I've seen RDC play that shit. It looks pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I did. I saw that too. Yeah, fucking they're goats. How do you guys feel about people to this day that think that GT characters are that are stingier?
Stinger?
Is that what it says?
Oh, stingier. Okay.
Stingier than
maybe
Z super characters. Are they stingier? I mean, it seems like they get more to the point in battle in GT. Maybe they're stingier in that way. If that's what you're asking. Could Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat steal Ichigo's soul? Oh, stronger. That's what he meant to say.
Oh, stronger.
Stronger. The characters. It's hard to gauge. I doubt that they're stronger than Goku and Vegeta with God Ki though. I doubt that they're stronger than that.
Well, if like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta can beat Omega Shenron, then that kind of gives you an idea. It's like their max potential and power.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I like, especially in Super, like they're not top tier characters. Like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is not doing work on
no.
Where the squad is with like Dimpo and all those guys.
Oh,
like, there's no way.
Pride Troopers. Yeah.
Pride Troopers. Yeah. Fucking Jiren. No.
Yeah. They're not hanging with those guys. Yeah, I doubt.
Absolutely not.
Super Saiyan 4. Yeah, not gonna hang with that. I think they're
Baby's
strong.
interesting though, because he's like a Venom. So if he can like inhabit the host of like Jiren or something, that's fucking broken.
He might do some damage. Yeah, if he starts absorbing the right people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that guy might be a threat just because of his hacks, though. So. Let's see. MS Sasuke and Sage 1 Naruto versus Pain. Honestly, I think they'd still lose if they're working together. So Sage 1 Naruto is relative to a fatigue Tendo, and then MS Sasuke is superior to Sage 1 Naruto. He's relative in speed to the 4th rate Kage. I just don't see them being able to beat a Prime Pain together. I don't see that happening.
I don't either, honestly.
Yeah, I think he's on a different caliber, honestly.
Yeah.
You'd have to.
Pain caught like Casey and Naruto and with his animal path.
Yeah, that's a problem. So I don't think even in conjunction they'd fail. To be honest, if he's in his prime state, not fatigued, and doesn't have like this mental doubt, like he's in character, nah, I don't see them beating him.
Yeah, they have a more of a shot with him being fatigued, but like
they have a better shot.
Even fatigued, Pain was going hands to hands with like Six Tails Kurama.
Yeah, which is just amazing that he was able to do that.
So weak too. Yeah.
Super fatigued, running away from Six Tail Naruto, still swapping hands with him. It's crazy. So, let's see. GT is my favorite Dragon Ball. Yeah, it has its own flavor. I'd say GT has like its own unique.
It's definitely its own aesthetic.
Yeah,
for sure.
Exactly. Yeah, I enjoy some parts of it as well. Uh,
I enjoyed it. Yeah, don't get
yeah,
me
I wouldn't
wrong.
say it's
I just
horrible, but I enjoyed it. So
I just personally think they spammed the Super Saiyan 4 every episode. And I was like,
yeah,
you have to kind of like
got
budget
oversaturated.
it, you
Yeah,
know? Like, yeah, it's way, yeah, exactly, man. It's too
yeah,
much.
I agree with that. I was like, okay, I've seen this enough. It's cool, especially when I first saw it, but come on, man. Like,
Every episode, though,
yeah, it's
dog.
a little
Yeah,
much.
you're
It's a
not.
little much. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Were you guys a Disney, Nick, or Cartoon Network kid growing up? That's a good question. Growing up, which one did I watch? I think Nick. Nick was number one. Cartoon Network would be two, and then Disney I'd watch the least. That's what I would say when I was growing up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard, man, because I loved Airbender and
Oh,
like
dude.
some other Nickelodeon shows.
Yeah.
But Cartoon Network was kind of like dope because like I watched Toonami right after that shit,
Oh, that
man.
shows. Yeah.
Which I guess is like different, but the same. I'm not really quite sure how that works, but
Yeah. They have like
if
their
that
own
is
schedule.
included, then I love Cartoon Network definitely above it. But
Yeah. Cartoon Network at night,
um,
especially, is when it would shine.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro,
Cartoon Network at night,
exactly.
definitely. Nick. Yeah. There's so many good shows. SpongeBob. Universe. Who transcends reality.
SpongeBob, thank you.
Avatar.
Yeah,
Avatar. Even like the IRL shows like Drake and Josh and shit.
but like Samurai Jack,
Oh, dude, yeah,
Dexter's,
legendary. Dexter was really.
Foster's, all
Dexter
those
was
shows were
goaded.
sick.
Foster's was goaded. Even like Cartoon Network at night with Adult Swim, man. That
Courage the
was
Cowardly Dog. Come
oh,
on,
dude,
man.
yeah. I grew up watching them a lot. That was goaded
It
too.
was so funny. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Nick and Cartoon Network are definitely above Disney. Disney, every once in a while, I'd watch it. I was never that big on
Yeah,
Disney
me
though.
too. I like Lilo and Stitch. That was kind of a cool
That's
show
kind of
back in the
cool.
day.
Yeah. There's some
What
other
else,
shows.
bro?
There was this one show about this dude. I forgot what it was called. It was animated. Yeah.
Yeah. Disney just didn't hit that much, though, in
Yeah, it didn't hit the
comparison.
same. It's
Yeah,
Nick and Cartoon Network would just hit different. So
facts, facts.
Fortnite Goku Black versus Saiyan Saga Goku. Fortnite. Well, if he's having trouble cutting
Fortnite.
down trees, if we're talking about early Super Saiyan arc Goku, where he's like barely at like 1,000 power level, even before he gets killed by Raditz, and maybe Goku Black from Fortnite. Because at that point, Goku's not that powerful at all. But if it's after his training, yeah, obviously Super Saiyan Saga Goku fucking slams Goku Black from Fortnite.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you're saying, if he takes multiple axe swings to take down a tree,
Yeah, I
I mean,
mean,
yeah,
he's not even tree
I
level,
mean,
man. So he's
exactly,
getting that.
bro, yeah.
He's getting his ass
He's not even
beat.
tree level.
Yeah.
Facts.
You guys caught up with JJK by chance? No, but I'm super tempted, man. All the good shit I've been hearing about Gojo versus Sukuna. I'm real tempted to
Yeah,
just see what it's about.
I know, bro.
Uh,
I'm almost there, so I'm just gonna keep it chilling.
yeah,
I
if
hope,
it's
you know.
dropping next month, which I'm praying, I'm just gonna wait it out. Yeah.
I got other stuff I need to watch anyways. I've been like
Yeah.
lagging on like One Piece,
I've been
Demon
trying
Slayer. I
so
hope
hard not to
Vinland
look at the
Saga.
spoilers. I'm like super tempted to see what the hell's happening. But yeah,
It's hard, man.
it's hard.
It's hard, dog.
Gojo is like already one of my favorite anime characters, and I haven't finished JJK. He's that goated. So GT has the second best opening out of any of the Dragon Ball openings. Yeah, openings were good. Yeah, I like the opening for GT.
I
Cartoon
don't
did,
recall the opening too much, to be honest.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's not as good as like Dragon Ball Z, but yeah,
yeah.
Cartoon and Disney, and then Nick for me. Yeah, Nick. I don't know.
Okay.
Nick. I just watched a lot. Like SpongeBob was
It's
on
fun to
all
like
the
grew up
time.
on, dude.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
watched that all the
definitely,
time.
dog.
Who would win between?
Avatar too.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
good.
Oh, Avatar is so good. I probably watched that like in my whole life like 15 times, like over and over. It was that good.
Yeah,
Especially when
bro.
I was a kid.
That-
Yeah. Who would win between Aang and Naruto from the Pain Saga? So Aang, it's different ways to scale the kid. You could the highest, like the most wanked version would be like he's literally the concept of the Avatar. It's like a god level of power. Obviously, that would slam Naruto if you scale him to like the absurd highball scaling. But if I were to scale Aang, I mean, he can manipulate the oceans to quite a large extent when he's in the Avatar state.
You can
Um,
create continents.
he can create
Yeah,
continents.
with Ryoshi's
He
abilities.
probably beats that Naruto. Like,
Yeah, I'd
especially
say
in the
so.
Avatar state. Yeah,
He's like pseudo planetary, like in
yeah,
my
and
opinion.
especially
Like
in the
he's not
Avatar
that
state.
strong, obviously, but yeah,
Yeah,
he has to be Avatar State.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. Definitely
Yeah,
Avatar state.
definitely.
Without it, especially if he's like early Aang, he's getting his ass whooped by
He's
Naruto.
getting washed, bro.
Yeah,
Facts.
Naruto's
Ain't
gonna
no air
blitz
doing
him.
shit.
Yeah, oh, yeah, they're doing fucking jack
They ain't
shit to
got
him.
nothing, bro.
He's gonna try to push him back with that shit. Hell no. Yeah.
Especially if
Use
that's a toad summons, bro. Yeah,
Oh
you're
fuck
done.
no.
You're
Yeah,
done,
nah, not
kid.
at all. He's gonna
Mhm.
fucking use that little like the little staff he uses to fly away, and Naruto's gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Yeah, nah.
For real, bro.
He's gonna throw a Rasen Shuriken at him, fucking disintegrate him. Yeah, but if it's Avatar Aang, Avatar State Aang, yeah, he's probably beating him. No Six Tails. Yeah, without Six Tails. With Six Tails, it's even worse.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's hard to bypass that durability
yeah.
for
I don't know if
sure.
Aang would even be able to hurt him at that point. If you use fucking
Plus
air.
6 tails just
Yeah,
becomes 7 tails, and then
exactly.
yeah,
Like his
it's
fucking
all
air
bad.
isn't gonna do shit to him. He's gonna have to be in the Avatar state and do like a Earth style Chibaku Tensei or something with his
Yeah,
Earth bending or something like that.
it's
Even
it's it's questionable how long he can stay in the avatar state
yeah,
though too.
definitely questionable. Like
Yeah,
especially until he learns how to actually get into it, it's very questionable. Like
mm.
it's very arbitrary. Like he needs to be angry enough. If it's adult Aang, maybe he can stay in it for a long time. We don't know, but yeah,
And the avatar cycle is confusing to me because how the fuck is Aang still alive and Korra is like now the avatar? Like what?
yeah,
That
that's
was
kind
never explained,
yeah, that
bro.
was never
Like
a thing. That was kind of bizarre. Maybe because
that
of
never happened before.
yeah, maybe
You
because we
know?
revere Aang so much, the writers like fuck it, let's keep him alive. But yeah, that kind of goes against like the generational transition.
Exactly,
Yeah,
the
so
tradition of the avatar.
yeah,
Yeah.
like the
So
death,
I
like
don't
from death to reincarnation, it kind of like contradicted that. Yeah,
exactly.
it's kind
Mhm.
of bizarre. Korra's kind of mid to me, but hey, whatever.
Facts, bro.
Yeah,
Mid,
never
mid,
got into
mid.
it. I got into it a little bit. I was like, this shit is mid. So
The only thing that was cool was the blood bending. That was
yeah, that
it.
was cool. Yeah, that I enjoyed. The bloodbending is pretty dope. And then and Last Airbender with Toph with the metal bending, that was dope.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure, definitely.
she's
Yeah, she
good
was
for
heat.
that. Yeah, that was heat. Your top five Akatsuki members in terms of strength. As far as like the most powerful, number one, I'd probably say Obito. Number two and
Does Madara
three.
count?
If Madara is there, definitely Madara by far number
Yeah.
one. If not, Obito would be number one. As much as people hate to say it, Itachi would be number two to me. Then Pain, then Kisame, and then Sasori probably. Yeah, that's probably the top five. If Madara is involved, then you just push five out and put Madara at one. Shift everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, number one is obviously Kakuzu. Um,
Yeah, I forgot about him. He's
yeah.
omnipotent, so yeah, he's number one.
Uh, no, so it'd definitely be Madara, Obito. I'm going to go personally with Pain, even though
Yeah,
it's
the
yeah, whatever.
the oldest
Yeah,
debate in the
it is.
book.
After that, it's absolutely Tachi all
Yeah,
day. And
definitely.
then, let's see, for that, so number five, yeah, Isame.
Kisame,
Yeah.
yeah, he
Mhm.
definitely deserves that spot.
Well, if you give Warark, I mean, I don't know. Orochimaru doesn't count with the Warark,
Oh, the
so
work,
yes.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
he goes up a couple spots for sure. Uh,
Yeah.
Fortnite Goku Black Witness of Divine Beauty takes out a whole ass tree. Yeah, he does. He's only destroying trees with Kamehameha in Fortnite. Um, what editing software do you use and is it noob friendly? I just use OBS, as most people use. I've kind of tweaked it a little bit, but that takes more experience. It's my field. I actually study it. Unlike Seth the Pedo, I actually do program. But yeah,
Damn.
OBS. I recommend OBS. Yeah, it's pretty simple.
That's a groomer.
Seth the Groomer. Yeah, that loser who knows what he's doing.
That's what he's good for. Yep.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of fucking pedos, fucking I don't know if you guys know Gideon, but
No.
he tried to interview
No.
EDP the other day.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought you were gonna say Gideon did
Oh
some
no,
shit,
hell
bro.
no. Yeah,
I was so scared, man. I
He's a
was like,
W.
fuck.
He's a W.
Yeah, he's a W. Yeah.
But the other day he was trying to get EDP on the stream, but obviously EDP asked for money, and Gideon's like, "Fuck that, I'm not paying that pedo. Fuck that shit." So
Gideon would, bro. He's such a
yeah,
troll, man. I love it. Yeah.
fucking EDP, man. He's like, "I need 200." I'm like, what? Why the fuck would he pay you? You're a
$200.
nobody now. You're a fucking pedo. Why would he pay you money?
Yeah,
to
you're
come?
lucky to get this clout, bro. What are you talking
That
about?
fat ass is still delusional, clearly. But yeah, that guy, he's still
That's
edgy.
hilarious, man.
Gideon's
Yeah.
like, fuck that, dude. I'm not paying him. Yeah, nah, I would do the same.
I saw Gideon got some hair, right? Or am I
Oh yeah, I
tripping? Or
think
was it?
in his stream he had hair. I think. Forgot.
I was like,
I haven't
okay,
noticed.
man, you got some plants in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he has money now for sure.
I bet,
He
bro.
works with this one guy that takes down pedos, like in person, like kind of like Chris Hansen.
Oh,
Um,
yes. Skeeter.
yeah,
Skeeter
there you go.
Dean.
Skeeter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of dope
Yeah.
what they're doing.
I've seen that shit. Yeah.
It's pretty dope. This W work. Yeah. Shout out
Yeah,
to them for that.
he's such a funny entertainer though.
Oh,
Shout
he's
out to
great.
Gideon, bro.
Yeah, shout out to him. He's a W for sure.
Oh man.
I like the first season of Korra a lot because of the mass bloodbending. Yeah, that was like the best part.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Yeah.
What's your top five favorite Naruto characters based off how much you like them? How much we like
Good.
them? For me, it's all subjective, of course. Itachi has to be number one to me. He's always been my favorite. Who else is up there? Kakashi. Um, who else? I had someone else. Minato for sure. What other two people? Madara, and then probably Naruto. I know he's the main character, but I like Naruto. That's probably my top five as far as who I like the most. But
Yeah, I don't want to like put an order behind it because I think it's hard
yeah,
for me, honestly.
I don't really order either. Yeah, that's just my top five. But
Yeah, so Itachi's definitely in the group. Kakashi. I really like Jiraiya. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put Jiraiya there. I want to put my guy up in there,
that's a good one.
and
Yeah.
I'm gonna put. Let's go. Let's go Minato.
He's
Yeah,
a great one. Yeah, it's hard not to
yeah,
like him.
yeah,
He was that guy from the start. You know,
definitely.
to the end of his
But
life.
those are like my five like characters I really liked a lot for
Yeah,
sure.
my
Yeah,
guy's a really good one too. Yeah, he's up. He's right there for me
absolutely.
too. Let's see. EDP still on the internet. Apparently that loser's still around.
He's still
Uh,
trying, man. I mean, fuck,
uh,
bro.
he got banned
Keep
from
it
fucking YouTube,
entertaining.
just rightfully so. But I don't know what he does now.
Yeah,
Fucking
bro.
loser. Yeah, I say Sasori with Kakuzu because I don't see Kakuzu and his four hearts doing anything to 100 puppets. Yeah, Sasori's stronger than Kakuzu for sure.
Yeah,
Because
Sasori's a beast, bro.
yeah, he
Like,
would fucking slam Kakuzu. That would be a fight. A YouTuber by the name Ompaville got an interview with EDP and is currently editing it for all the crazy shit that was said.
oh, nice, man.
The fuck, and the money will may go to charity. Oh, at least the money's going to something good.
That's sick,
Yeah,
man.
that's dope.
To the
I'm probably
Cupcake Foundation?
yeah, fucking EDP man, I guess fucking delusional. From Omo's experience, EDP is super delusional and thinks everything that happened to him was always someone else's fault. I mean, dude, yeah, EDP is delusional as fuck, man. Nasty ass
He's
fucking
sick,
dude.
and you have to be sick in the head to do shit like that in the
Yeah,
first
he
place.
he
You
must
know,
have mental illness.
you
That's not an
have to
excuse
be.
for his pedo behavior, but yeah, I think he has some mental problems, honestly. Do you guys think Boruto will become a villain? No, I don't think so. I think he's going to become like the hero in the shadows, kind of like a Sasuke later on in the narrative, or Itachi, especially with the plot twist. I think that he's gonna have to earn everyone's trust, unless Kishimoto just does another magical global genjutsu and changes everything. But
Imagine.
yeah, that'd be crazy. He's gonna have to go through some trials and tribulations. I don't think he'll be a villain. I still think it's gonna be Kawaki based off the time skip scene that we get. I think it's Kawaki is the antagonist there. But I think
Yeah.
I don't think Boruto's gonna be Naruto. I think he's gonna be his own protagonist. I feel like he's gonna be more hardened than Naruto was, hardened from his experiences. Not as like lively and energetic as Naruto once was. He's gonna be more like a Sasuke. That's my opinion, at
Absolutely.
least. Yeah,
More cold cutted.
yeah,
Yeah. And
more
I think
cold.
like the
Yeah,
point of like the tuning exams and everything was like to teach Boruto like the way of a ninja essentially, not by using ninja tools. You know, you have to like gain your power through training and like real experiences. And so I think he's going to earn his path of progression in a similar way to Naruto, but
yep,
have a similar dynamic to Sasuke because he does idolize him so much and
exactly. Yeah,
respects what he does from Konoha without being like the face of it per se.
yeah.
And
I
because
think
he is the Hokage's son,
I agree.
he's
Yeah.
done with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's done
so
with that, and that was never his intention to be like his father. I think these trials are already starting to harden him. He's starting to see, he's starting to endure true pain and suffering. He's like, "Fuck, man, this is real. This is my life now." It's gonna harden him, to becoming more cutthroat, more cold. And I like that. I like the Boruto's his own man.
yeah,
He needs his own take, like his own flavor. Kishimoto's making sure to give him that. He's not just gonna be fucking Naruto 2.0. That's not gonna work.
yeah,
So I like it. I like what he's kind of like a blend of Naruto and Sasuke in a way, which I like. I like Kishimoto how he's done approached that. He has the ideology Naruto has. He has the cold, stoic nature of Sasuke, and he's going through trials and tribulations now. So I don't think he'll
and
be the villain.
Sora is
Yes.
looking kind of way different than what Sakura took.
Oh yeah,
In her
yeah.
role.
Sarada's already
So
much
that's
more likable. I like her much more than
way
Sakura at
more,
that
dude.
age. Yeah, like
Absolutely.
not
Yeah.
crying. She gets to business. I like that about her. She's doing what has to be done. No
And she
bullshit.
has the MS
And the
already. Like
MS
what,
already. Yeah.
bruh?
Great development.
Yeah.
I like Sarah quite a bit. Mitsuki's a stud. Um,
Oh yeah, bro.
yeah. I liked one of the highlights as far as characters is Kawaki as well. I think he's really well written. I like the way they're approaching his character as well. He has kind of that. He kind of has that Madara ideology in a way where the only way to fix something is to force it to work. Like with him trying to eliminate all of Sasuke, there is no other alternative for him. He's like, I got to kill all of them, including
You
Boruto and
need
Ruffy.
to.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
even if Boruto's my brother, I have to take him out. And he has a lot of parallels to Madara in that sense. So I like how he's being written a lot actually.
hmm
Let's see.
I also like Kashin Koji, and I
Oh yeah,
like
really cool character as well.
other than that, the antagonists are kind of just too spontaneous,
I
no
agree.
backlore.
Yeah.
But Metal Lee's looking horrible. He's
Oh,
looking bad,
terrible. Yeah.
and Rock Lee looking bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know, like
the
what are
other
we doing, man?
antagonists, it's not well written to me. Ida and Damien,
Nah,
like I
no.
don't give a shit about them. I don't
I'll
care
take
about.
Hawks any day over them.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I'll take Hawkins over them any day. Most of the antagonists, the only ones that stand out to me are Jigen, well, Ishiki, Amato, Kawaki. That's probably about it. The only three that were pretty well written to me. The other ones are just. Akajin Koshin's cool, as well, but
I
besides that,
explored though.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not much
Let's
to it.
see.
Albedo is really neat too. I mean,
Yeah,
that guy's
I
a
like his
fucking genius,
character.
bro.
I like his
Yeah.
character, the way they wrote him, his like deceptive nature. He always had like a trick up his sleeve. I like that about him. He's like a dark Shikamaru, basically. What Shikamaru would have been if he was a dark person, So, let's see. EDP finally go homeless. Like whenever he get a job, they fire him, and he has some heart disease. Yeah, that fat ass is always in Shit's Creek, apparently.
And it's just all you down bad, bro. You let yourself go and you let your mind go, bro.
Exactly.
Like,
That guy has a lot
yeah.
of demons. You could tell a lot of demons in his closet, man.
Need some help, kid.
Yeah, that fat ass needs help for sure. Mine would probably be Obito, Tobirama, Mugai, and Madara. Those are good picks. Yeah.
Ooh, Lord Moo is fucking sick.
Yeah, I liked
I
his
agree.
design. I liked the way they
Yeah.
presented him. Yeah, he was pretty cool.
His powers were super dope,
Super
man.
dope.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would have won full power? Super Saiyan 2 Gohan versus Super Perfect Cell if they actually fought. So if they actually fought instead of just a Kamehameha clash, probably Gohan. If his rage lasted long enough to end Cell. But yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been interesting to see though. It would have been
It
interesting.
would have
to
been
see.
interesting to see because like
Yeah.
Gohan obviously like exerted a lot of energy prior to like becoming in his enraged form,
Yeah,
so that
exactly.
definitely like took its toll.
I feel like he
Um,
wouldn't have much time. He'd have to move quick before that power that he currently has runs thin. Because after that, once it runs thin enough, Cell will have the upper hand again. So and he doesn't
Yeah,
have stamina
exactly.
issues. I think he has infinite ki. So
because the androids.
yeah, so he's fucked once he's too fatigued. That's going to be a problem. So let's see. What is happening in the Boruto manga anyway? So we're in a hiatus after the plot twist, I believe, and Boruto is now in Kawaki's shoes in the eyes of everyone on the globe except apparently Sarada. And I guess if you have a Suzuki DNA, you're not brainwashed by Ida's omnipresence jutsu. So he's basically being hunted by the Shinobi world because they think he killed the Hokage. And they're trying to hunt him down and exterminate him. And the only ones that believe him again are Sarada, Sasuke. Sasuke only believed him because Sarada convinced him, even though he was brainwashed as well. So he's going to experience a lot of trials and tribulations. A lot of trials. He's going to have to he's going to have to make some tough choices, I'm sure. And then Sasuke's going to guide him through that. He's a perfect one to do so because he was actually rogue once upon a time. So very well done by Kishimoto having him join the journey. He's going to tell him, hey, man, I want the same thing. This is how you have to approach this. Don't make the mistakes
Yeah.
I made. So.
Perfect time for Sarda to awaken her MS as
Yeah,
well.
perfect
'cause that
timing
was
as
literally
well.
the catalyst towards Sasuke understanding in the first place.
So I wonder how
Yeah.
I wonder what she's gonna do exactly. Since she's not brainwashed, it's gonna be interesting to see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see how she like resists it. Same with the other student teacher. Like I forgot her name exactly. The one with like the monkey summon or whatever. You know, she also has resistance towards the spell of Ida. So there has to be some exploit. I'm interested to see what that is.
Yeah, there has to be. I mean, yeah, there has to be an exploit. I'm sure Kishimoto's gonna implement some sort of exploit to where he's not being hunted down by the whole globe. So let's see.
I mean, Damon already like spared his ass.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Damon those guys are so powerful. For Boruto to say it would take me lifetimes to fight you at your full power is ridiculous, man. That Damon's that powerful, apparently. So super powerful.
Someone's going to have to take him out eventually,
Yeah.
or he just goes hero mode.
Exactly.
Somehow,
Like
yeah.
Kishimoto's gonna have to boost Boruto's power quite a bit. The only way he would ever compete with someone like Damon right now.
And Kawaki and Ida, come on, bro,
Yeah.
and potentially Shibai. Like,
yeah, the odds are stacked against him, and that's
that
what makes
Jogon better do work.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
the Jogon better give him a significant amp, better, because
For real,
he's out of his league right now. He has no fucking chance. So, if EDP has a heart disease, he ain't the only one because I've had heart disease too. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that, Sir Goats. Let's see.
yeah, that's tragic.
Yeah, heart disease. Yeah, it's tough, man. Do you think Boruto is misunderstood and people can take the hate way too far? Absolutely, I definitely do, and I think it's change. Humans don't like change, but change is inevitable in an imperfect world. There will always be change. We grew up the last decade or so with Naruto and his generation. The ideologies and themes that he sort of represented. We grew up with that. We idolize it. We appeal to it. So to come in, especially the way Boruto was first introduced, is like arrogant little shithead that hates his dad because he's a Hokage and doesn't want to pay attention to him. I understand the sort of distaste for that, but now Boruto's starting to get a very well written story. It's starting to become that. Kishimoto's more involved, and I do think the hate now is misdirected for sure. The writing has certainly improved. Early on, I understood it. It just seemed like a slap in the face to us, especially Boruto hating his own dad. But now it's different. He's starting to understand what the previous generation went through, like specifically Sasuke and Naruto. So
yeah. It takes time to understand that, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
I think it took time. It took trial and error for the Boruto writers and Kishimoto, but I do think most of the hate's misdirected now. It's not a bad anime or manga. You can't say that anymore, I'd say.
Especially in its current condition, like you're saying, for sure. I just think, since Naruto is so legendary and it has such a following, it has high expectations to what the sequel would be like. And if it doesn't follow that, then you get all this unneeded. Oh, it's not it's unwarranted. Negativity.
Yeah.
Because you have to allow it to unfold to it, being good in the first place. Obviously, it has way too much filler.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that's unnecessary, but I see the potential in it, and it's definitely in a good place right now. We know who the antagonists are. We know what the protagonists are striving for, who they are as a character. So there's definitely a good future to come for sure.
I agree. Yeah. I think the brightest of days for Boruto just are coming. They're still coming. I think that they set it up very well, and I think the dark low days of Boruto hopefully are behind us now as far as the narrative, storytelling. So. Let's see. The time skip is near, and they're getting the second karma. Don't remember much as I finished on the Shiba introduction chapter. Yeah, around that time. What's your favorite cell form? I thought the second form was a bit ass. Yeah, I didn't like the second form that much either.
Kind of ugly, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of ugly. My favorite probably is Perfect Cell.
Perfect Cell way, yeah.
Cold. The first one was looked like a fucking lizard. It's whatever.
The one that fought Vegeta and Trunks was better, but
it was better-ish. Yeah, it was better-ish.
Yeah,
I think probably Perfect Cell, probably the coldest. I like that design the most, I'd say.
Same.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You think Goku would have won against Cell anyway before letting Gohan fight? No, I don't think so.
No,
I think Gohan.
No.
Goku just very, very cleverly crafted this scenario. He said, "Okay, I think I'm strong enough to keep up with him for now, but Gohan's the one that could end it." Goku knew that, and it looked crazy outside looking like, what the fuck, you're letting your son fight this monster? And he's like, trust me, he has what it takes. It's kind of like a necessary sacrifice, and he knew that. I think he eventually would have fallen to Cell. He eventually would have fallen to him.
If Goku knew, Goku obviously knows his strength. He knows how to diagnose other person's power level, see how powerful they are, just from feeling the pressure and stuff. So as a thing, you have a lot of inherent pride to thrive in battle, to become stronger. But if it's so apparent that you can't win the battle, and you've had so much time spending training with Gohan in the hyperbolic time chamber, then his love and also his confidence in his son was enough to indicate his confidence. Disregard his Saiyan integrity.
Oh shit! Look who just donated. It's the boy himself, Thunder God. Holy shit!
What's up, bro?
Shout out to Thunder God, man.
Hey, W in the chat,
I appreciate that, brother. Let's go ahead and let's take our time and answer this. What's your hardest Naruto take? Can't stay too long, but wanted to drop by for this stream. I appreciate that, man. And you make great content as well, brother. Appreciate that. Hardest Naruto take. Let's see. What's some hot takes that we've had back in the day? Let's think here. Hot take. Let's do a narrative one. That's a good question. I'm trying to think of a hot take that I've had. Let's see. I mean, Itachi beating Pain's not a hot take, but that's one.
Tobirama beats Minato is definitely a hot take.
Tobirama beating Minato. Yeah, I don't believe that.
Last week we had 5 Kage Summit beat. Waragara beating 5 Kage Summit Sasuke too.
Yeah, that's just bizarre. Hot take. Let's see a narrative one. Hiruzen was a shit Hokage. I don't know if that's a hot take. I think most people don't even think about that. Hiruzen was a horrible Hokage. What's another good take? Or hot take, I should say. Hiruzen's a bad Hokage. Tobirama is actually a very good Hokage, if you disregard the racism, of course. I might not be... I guess it's kind of a hot take. What else?
Probably Itachi was foolish. I think that was a pretty good one.
Yeah, that was a good one we had earlier.
A lot.
Itachi made the wrong choice. Yeah, that's a hot take as well. Let's see what else.
What's another really good spicy one, huh?
Yeah, that we had. I guess one that's kind of hot, as I said, post Orochimaru absorption, Sasuke beats Sage Mode Jiraiya. That's a hot take I have. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, we had that one. That was pretty spicy. Definitely.
Pretty spicy. A lot of people. Hell no, they did. No, hell no, he doesn't. But yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, appreciate you coming out, Thunder God. Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, much. I enjoy your content, man. Keep doing work, bro.
Big fans of your content, bro, for sure. But yeah, some people post absorption, Sasuke beats Sage Mode Jiraiya. Truth hurts.
Opium.
Yeah, make sure to hit the like button, folks. Especially now we got a goat coming here, so we appreciate that. Thunder God. Make sure to hit the like button, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Like button because of that. We have one of the goats in here today. Hot take, Hiruzen was right. I guess saying he's a good Hokage is a hot take.
That is a hot take, man. That's definitely up there, bro. Yeah.
Let's see. So we just read that.
And when you're Hokage for that damn long, you're bound to make a couple mistakes here and there.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone remember Mitsuki? He's a dog, man. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Mitsuki's sick as fuck, bro. Like the Snake Sage Mode aesthetic is fucking top tier, bro. I gotta say, man.
Definitely.
And he's already hella fucking powerful. He needs to be powerful to be relevant, though.
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely. He's gonna have to be. That's the trouble with, advancing in generations. It just gets stronger and stronger.
So what that tells me though is so obviously we know Manda is superior to Gamma Bunta by himself, right? So, but what makes Snake Sage Mode so much stronger than Toad Sage Mode? Is there some lore that hasn't been discovered yet? So that's interesting.
I wish they could explore that definitely. Man, I've been hearing. This Thunder God. I've been hearing dudes rep the fuck out of Heavy Sasuke. He's really nutty. You're not lying. Yeah, he's powerful, man. Especially post absorption. I mean, he gets an amp from Orochimaru's abilities, and there's an argument that he's signing level. He beats Deidara, arguably stalemated Deidara, who beat a Kazekage. Beat a Kazekage at that, and Deidara and Sasori. You could argue relativity. Sasori is stated to be the strongest. I mean, he took down the third Kazekage, the strongest Sand Jonin, the strongest Sand Shinobi like the world's ever seen in the Sand Village. I mean, because of that, you could scale Sasuke pretty high. Post-absorption Sasuke, and you can even make the argument that he beats Asani one-on-one. So, yeah, I think there's an argument for it. People don't like to hear it, but there's an argument for it. I'll say that.
Yeah, I think people just downplay him a lot because the Itachi thing, but obviously,
Itachi's just on another level. Yeah, he's on another level.
Exactly, right. He's just that guy. So
he's not even in Sani in the weight class. He's beyond that weight class. Like Sasuke's in that weight class, like Sani weight class, but then again. You remember right, Itachi fodderized Orochimaru at 14. I mean, he's always been above that, so it's not like Itachi going easy on him means that he's not signing level or that he could possibly sign level. So Itachi's just in a whole different tier.
Exactly, bro. Even Blind just casually took on Hydro Orochimaru.
Exactly. Literally sealed him like half dead. So Yeah.
And that's like Sage Mode Dry, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Just nonchalantly. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I'd be a close fight though, but Jiraiya's probably too fast in Sage Mode. He can probably giant wrestling him before he gets off Kirin. I don't know. I don't know, man.
It's hard to quantify how
Yeah.
fast Sage Mode Dry
You
is.
can make
That's the only thing.
There's arguments that you can make Jiraiya pretty slow, but there's also arguments to make him fast. It's a tough topic to discuss. I'll say that.
He almost did like hit that fatigue pain, but like obviously because of the linked vision, it got absorbed, right?
Exactly.
So it's just so hard to quantify
it's hard.
speed.
Yeah, it's really hard to quantify.
Yeah.
Argument for both sides, I'll tell you that for sure.
If you guys want to check out our video, though, I mean,
yeah, check out the video. We got pretty in depth on it. I think we gave pretty good sides to both. Like we gave pretty good premises for both sides on the Sasuke versus Jiraiya video we did. So, how would Naruto's abilities work in the world of Hunter x Hunter? I'm not familiar with Hunter x Hunter, but I hear Hunter x Hunter doesn't scale that high. That's what I've heard.
Men's like chakra essentially, so it's not that different, you know.
Yeah.
I think they work pretty similarly, if anything, you know.
Yeah.
I don't see any like huge outliers that would make me think that Nen couldn't exist in Naruto verse and vice versa. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I heard Hunter x Hunter is a good narrative too. That's what I've heard.
It's good. Yeah, got some great antagonists. Yeah, great start for sure. Great.
It's like
pacing.
a very popular I don't mean in a bad way, but it's like a very popular casual anime. Show.
It's definitely for sure. Yeah,
Like
it's not like AOT.
Yeah, exactly. It's like like Death Note, Attack on Titan. Like people that are not immersed in the anime community, like I fuck with Hunter x Hunter. I like Attack on Titan. It's one of those shows, So
yeah, exactly.
Like
I think it's worth a watch.
Yeah. It's on my bucket list for sure. Full power Super Saiyan Gohan versus full power Super Saiyan Goku. I think Gohan performed less well because it was a mental issue. He couldn't understand why his dad chose him, and still also powered up again before fighting Gohan. That's a good point. It's tough to gauge the comparison between Gohan and Goku. That is a good argument that Gohan was a little mentally nerfed because he was kind of confused as to why he was just catapulted into that situation. If anything, if he's not mentally nerfed, I would say there's some level of relativity between the two. Between Gohan and Goku, I'd lean towards Gohan if he's not mentally nerfed and he's focused.
You mean fresh out the chamber, right? Like
fresh out the chamber.
And base or Super Saiyan. Okay, yeah.
Probably Gohan, but Goku has more experience. You can make the argument that because of that, he might be.
Also, instant transmission.
Yeah, and he has instant transmission. Yeah. That's a good topic to try to analyze. I'd lean towards Gohan, but I wouldn't blame you for picking Goku because of his experience.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think they're that far off from each other power-wise, though. At least
not
it's
at all.
applied. So.
Yeah.
Obito versus everyone at the 5 Kage Summit, Taka included. I mean, no one's touching Obito.
Yeah.
Not even the fourth rate Kage is touching him. So he could probably do what he wants and then leave when he feels like it. Yeah, they're not standing a chance against him.
Taka's not really that much of a adversarial group to begin with, honestly.
Exactly. It's not much of a threat. He's just superior to quite a large margin. I mean, at 14, he's competing with Minato. And Minato was like arguably the most capable shinobi on Earth at the time. Yeah, he's in a whole different tier, man. I mean, this guy's on another level that most people don't even realize. So it wouldn't be a challenge for him.
He's really that guy, man. Honestly, he's just not really he doesn't have as much screen time in the beginning of the story. So that's kind of what sets the confusion. Understandably so, from like a casual look.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's fucking broken.
Yeah, he's broken and he dominates in basically every encounter until obviously except for Minato and then in the war arc when Naruto gets KCM too. But besides that, in between those time periods, he dominates when he's the guy.
I mean, even at 14, him against Itachi wouldn't be that bad of a battle too.
Not at all. If he's competing with Minato, he's competing with Minato. That's certainly a contentious battle, man.
That's at 14, bro. That's a fucking beast, man.
He's very, very underrated. Very underrated. I will say though that Hebi Oro absorbed Sasuke versus Jiraiya is the only close fight between them, in my opinion. Any other version of Sasuke gets stopped. Yeah, before that, like pre-absorption Sasuke, he's not fucking with Sage Mode Jiraiya.
No,
I agree. Definitely not, he barely fucking beat. Arguably, didn't even beat a sick, dying Orochimaru because he wasn't even trying to kill him anyway. So, yeah,
I'd say pre-absorption could be base Jiraiya.
Base Jiraiya, there's argument for base. But if it's Sage Mode, probably not. Yeah, Sage Mode probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
He jumps a few calibers when he does that. How
That depends
good?
on the terrain and shit too, obviously. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, so yeah.
definitely. How good can allow Minato do against the four War Kages? The four War Kages. The fourth War Kage, like the five Kage.
So
Uh,
Raikage,
he would probably
okay.
beat them. He's just faster than all of them. He could steal them if he wanted to.
Uh, Anoki Amped Raikage would be interesting.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, that'd be interesting to see how that goes. Like, what would the speed discrepancy be then if he's amping the Raikage speed?
Because Raikage, like, obviously, it's like a Jonin. He was like relative to Minato when he
Yeah,
was a Jonin as well. So, and he did train. We obviously
definitely trained.
do know that.
Yeah,
So he's probably like KCM1, like a
yeah.
little bit above it at
It's
least,
around
you
there
know.
for sure. Yeah,
And with Anoki, I mean, it's arbitrary, but it is an amplification nonetheless.
yeah.
So,
It would be interesting to see how that goes. If you presuppose that their speed is relative, Minato might have some trouble. With the others, I don't think he'd have much trouble. But it'd be the Raikage that'd be like the most problematic.
I argue Minato has more chakra than the fourth Raikage, even though he's a fucking Bijou level. But Minato really is that guy
Oh
too. I
yeah,
mean, he's like Kurama level, 50% of Kurama level by
yeah.
himself, even fatigued. So
Oh
yeah,
shit! $10 from the goat, Sir
for
Goats. Appreciate
W.
that, brother. Put that on the screen as deserved, man. I should put
Much
Thunder
love,
Gods
brother.
on there as well. Let me put Thunder Gods on there.
Oh, definitely, dude. Yeah.
He's a fucking goat. I need to put that on there. Let me put both of you guys on
TG
there.
stands for the goat.
The goat. Top G, man. Top G Thunder
Top
God.
G, bro. Yeah.
Let's see. Let me put both of you guys on there. Give me a second, folks. Yeah, Thunder God's he's a goat for sure, man.
Yeah, great content.
Great
man.
content, yeah, for sure.
You guys haven't checked them out, definitely do so.
Yeah, if you guys haven't, definitely check him out. Makes great content, man. Let's see here. Give me a second, folks. Put this on the screen.
I think the hot take was the breakfast sandwich against the pizza, though. That was pretty spicy.
That's a spicy one to discuss.
Yeah.
Let's see, where is it at? Thunder Gods. Shout out to the goat and Sir Goat
Yes,
as
sir.
well. Put that there, and then put the other one here. Give me a second, folks. I want to answer Sir Goats as well. Let's see here. Okay, and then put it on. All right, so he said, could the entire heavyweight roster destroy one NASCAR? Heavyweight roster? If you mean like the real life, yeah, it's gonna be like heavyweight fighters, assuming. Destroy.
Yeah, can I use tools, or is it just like bare hands?
Bare
or,
hands. The metal's gonna be difficult for any man to like bend. They could probably fuck up the windows, slash the tires. Under the hood would be difficult. Like if they don't have any tools, they'd have to like rip stuff out. They could do some damage. Heavyweights could do some damage to the car, but as far as the frame, I don't know if they have the physical strength to. They might be able to bend it. I don't know if they have.
Sir Goats got bare hands. Yeah.
Yeah. With bare hands, they would fuck up the exterior very badly for sure. But I'd say as far as under the hood, like the heavy machinery part of the car, it'd be difficult to mess with that. They could rip the battery out. They could like fuck up the hose that deals with the radiator. There's a bunch of things they could do.
The axles,
The axles,
freaking chassis, like the transmission.
They could like punch
That's
it.
really hard.
Yeah,
The
that
engine,
stuff is pretty
bro.
heavy. Yeah,
Yeah.
heaviest part of the car is the front, usually for most cars. They'll do quite a bit of damage though. Like they could probably make it not run for sure. Like not run anymore. Or at least run very badly.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
As far as completely destroy one, I don't know. Like it wouldn't do the same damage as like bombing a car. Probably not. But
They go ham though.
they do some damage for sure. Yeah. Death the doors. Yeah. It would be 4 Kages versus Minato. That's what I meant. 4 Kages, so not the one that's for the leaf. That would be like no Tsunade. I feel Onoki and Raikage would be troublesome. Yeah, that's what we were saying. That'd be a trouble.
Yeah.
Be the most problematic would be them.
What if Tsunade can like give all her chakra to the Raikage and make him faster as a result, possibly too? I mean,
yeah, they could amp him to quite a bit, and maybe he could even compete with Minato's speed at that point.
Yeah,
that'd be a problem.
Because Minato's also like ambiguous as to how fast he is. We can for sure say KCM1, but
yeah, definitely.
As a Hokage, is he faster?
Yeah.
You know, it's
hard to say. Yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
I would say what Minato would have to do for the best chances of success, he'd have to be cutthroat and quick, concise. Maybe like slit the throats of the others quickly. Like Tsunade, well, you have to behead her or something would really stop her.
Or seal her.
Or seal her. Onoki, kill him. Kill Gaara. Mei's not a problem, obviously.
No.
Then if he could like kill the rest and only deal with Mikage, that's the best odds for him. If he's cutthroat and doesn't waste time, then yeah, that would be his best chance of success. If it's just him and the Mikage 1-on-1, he probably wins that for sure. So,
yeah, and it was hard to hit Onoki too if he's just flying around.
That's gonna be difficult. If he doesn't have a tag on him and he's levitating, it's gonna be hard to get to him. He's gonna have to like throw a kunai in the sky and like perfectly time it and get Onoki like midair or something like that.
Because if you're tired enough, he catches you slipping, you're dismantled on a molecular level.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
He's gonna have to be on his toes against those guys.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I feel Onoki and I just read that. What y'all said about Obito was facts. I remember people used to think Obito was weak because he barely fought. So from a casual standpoint, it does make sense. With enough attention, you realize he's insane. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
He really is insane, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Orange Mask Obito versus Sage Mode Kabuto. Orange Mask Obito?
Good question.
Speed? That's a tough one.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a tough one to try to quantify.
I think Kabuto. See, it depends on how fast Obito is, obviously.
Yeah.
But like we do know Kabuto for sure what his speed is capable of. EMS Itachi and Sasuke. Basically EMS Itachi.
Yeah,
I call it that, but it's Edo Itachi.
Yeah.
But he has the Genjutsu. He has like the regeneration. He can fight blind, right? So no Genjutsu hacks. Even though Obito is a fucking beast at Genjutsu.
Yeah.
Like let's not underrate him at all. But yeah, I think Kabuto might have the adequate hacks to take over him. It depends on the terrain, of course, as well.
Yeah,
Is he in the Riichu cave? Can he augment the terrain of the cave itself to his whim? So I think speed is actually relative at the very least. I think the hacks would be the winnable or the win con for these two specifically.
Yeah.
I
think it's pretty contentious. It's debatable who would win. If Kabuto is concise and blinds Obito early, then he'll win. He's fucked at that point. But if Kabuto is not concise enough and doesn't act quickly enough, Obito's speed is gonna be a problem, even if it's relative. If he combo's him, it's over. It's gonna come down kind of like Minato said when he fought Obito. It's gonna come down to who can hit who first. It's gonna be a close fight. I think the speed's relative.
Battle of inches, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a battle of inches for sure. The margin for error for both sides is gonna be very minimal. It just implies the relativity and the contentiousness.
And does Obito have Izanami?
Yeah, that's another question as well. Like, does he know how to do the Izanami, and could he use it on Kabuto, kind of like how Itachi did?
I think it's fair to say he does have it.
Yeah, and I know he has spare eyes because he had a spare eye against.
Plenty. Yeah.
You know, so he has plenty of those. Yeah, that's another win con for him. Is the Izanami
exactly.
as well. So it's gonna be a tough fight for both. They're gonna have to be very careful. One wrong mistake, the other one loses. So.
That raging dragon snake, like blinding light thing is fucking, especially for Ichigo. Like that was like the perfect thing against them.
Perfect.
His Genjutsu took 2 Mangekyo characters to break out of it.
I just don't see Obito getting out of that by himself.
Yeah, by himself, exactly.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen unless Zetsu's like there and like hits him or something. Yeah, I don't think he would even.
Edos?
Yeah, and I don't think Kabuto would even let Zetsu get near him and try to stop him. He's way faster than Zetsu, so yeah, he probably if he gets hit with the Raging Dragon, he's probably done. Dangai Ichigo versus full power Yamamoto. Dangai Ichigo versus.
I'm taking Yamamoto, bro.
Honestly, it's empirically.
Even Aizen was scared of him.
Yeah,
he had to create Wonder Wise.
He had to create Wonder Wise. He needed to fail safe. Dangai Ichigo, yes, he had his success against Final Form Aizen, but the full power Yamamoto, man, I mean, even you.
And Dangai doesn't include Mukatsu, right? That's completely separate.
Yeah, I think that's separate. That's like the final attack. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say Yamamoto.
For full power with his Bankai. Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't know if Dangai Ichigo would even battle in that kind of environment. The whole realm is getting burnt to the ground. I mean.
Yeah. And if Aizen respected him to that degree, then I respect that personally.
Yeah, I lean towards Yamamoto. He's a rival to Ewok, so I mean, Ewok respects him, and Ewok, I've heard great things about him. So probably Yamamoto full power, especially in his prime, like young man Yamamoto. God damn.
With 2 arms?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a problem. He would have to act fast to keep Onoki from making contact with the Raikage. I think he'd be smart enough to do that. Yeah, I agree. He would be. He's very concise, calculated. Could the Mystery Gang find the One Piece? Yeah, the Mystery Gang they transcend reality sometimes. There's some very bizarre things that they can accomplish, and I think they could probably solve anything almost. Could probably almost solve anything. So they probably would find the One Piece. They'd eventually.
Well, Velma is bi-curious, so I think that's her first priority right now.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Unfortunately, they're retiring. You know, by Curious Belma. That the new
Yeah.
reformed version might not, but the version of old, the one we grew up with, probably finds the One Piece. Yeah, they're just focused on the task at hand. You know, so.
The One Piece is like it takes like deciphering poneglyphs. It takes like mass exploration in the sky and underwater with the fish, man. Like it's possible, but like they'd have to have like some like extreme like technological advancements to allow them to go to these places in the first place. So like
they would need
they are cartoon characters, so it's plausible.
Definitely plausible. Yeah, they have like underwater.
But yeah.
They're underwater fucking Scooby fucking car underwater or something.
But they're not fucking sailors though.
Yeah, they're not sailors. That's not their expertise, so that might be a problem. Yeah. Episode 2, a sausage pizza slice comes in to support the pepperoni pizza, and they fuse together, become the 6-pass combination pizza slice for Super Saiyan 3 bacon, egg, and cheese. Yeah, if they could fuse, that would greatly aid them. Yeah, would greatly aid them.
Well, is the sausage pizza also 6-pass?
Yeah. If they're also 6-pass, and you imply that it's like a Vegito level fuse where not only do your powers combine, but they literally get an amplifier on top of that, then yeah, they probably beat the sandwich at that point. So
a lot of dankness, man.
Yeah, the multiplier would be so preposterous that even the sandwich would fall. So I asked because I still cannot decide who wins, though it's too many factors that'll come down to who gets hit with the other's hacks first. Obito's not could catch Kabuto lacking. Yeah, they can catch each other for sure if they're calculated enough. That'll be a very tough fight.
Yeah. I guess he could use Izanagi and then Kamui him with the other eye.
It's true. Yeah, that'd be a smart strategy.
Well, if it's Obito though, he only has one Sharingan, so if he uses Izanagi, right, he can't use Kamui after that. And so you have to use like what? He doesn't have AP strong enough attacks to bypass that regeneration.
Strong enough. So, yeah, that'd actually be a problem. That would be a problem because you're not gonna kill him.
If he's Izanagi, he's done, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry.
If he tries to, he won't kill Kabuto the same way he did Konan. His regeneration is way too high for that. They're gonna kill him.
So Izanami would definitely work. Izanagi would. Yeah.
So he'd have to be very calculated. Both of them would have to, but Game of Inches for sure. Obito has to be very careful because Kabuto is very fast. Reacted to him as Sasuke fast his attack. Yeah, exactly. He's very, very fast. What other series are you planning on reading for power scan reactions? It does get boring discussion in the same verses. Bleach for sure. I want to up JJK for sure. Definitely gonna talk about that more very soon. Just Dragon Ball. I have Dragon Ball knowledge. I just haven't made content on it. Dragon Ball. Definitely got to get more into that. Make videos on that as well. Dragon Ball content as well. So primarily Death Note as well. I definitely want to make Death Note content. That's all obviously narrative analysis, but I have some ideas for Death Note content as well.
Death Note's hella juicy, man. Yeah. Like I would love to like get more into One Piece scaling. I think Demon Slayer may have a role, even though it's kind of like trivial compared to like DBZ, of course. Yeah, I agree though with Jay. I think Death Note would be great to make some videos on just because of how like juicy the narrative analysis is essentially. Yeah. You know?
Death Note is Death Note's a very very interesting anime/manga to analyze narratively. There's so much to talk about. You know, the cat and mouse dichotomy between L and Light, the ideologies, how ego was both of their downfall. Ironically, there's a bunch of stuff to talk about. You know, I definitely need to make videos on that. So, but yeah,
freaking L was low key psychotic, man.
Yeah, for sure. He had his own demons in his closet for sure. I was thinking about the Vegito way. Yeah, next Saturday I'll present to you guys with episode 3 and 4 because I love this idea.
Hey man, looking forward to it, Jeets.
Yeah,
I mean, goats.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
But feel free to keep asking questions, folks. If you haven't already, again, make sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. It's really appreciate it.
Slice it up.
Again, the super chats take priority. And think about becoming a member as well. Let's see. So the next question was.
That reminds me.
Let's see. What was the next? Oh, here it is. If Naruto killed Sasuke on the rooftop after the Rasengan Chidori class, do you think that Itachi would break his cover to kill Naruto? It's a good question. So this is what I would say about that. rationally, when analyzing Itachi's character and motives, it is more likely that he wouldn't try to kill Naruto, because even when Orochimaru had Sasuke within his grasp, Itachi didn't go out of his way to eliminate Orochimaru, which would have not been a problem to him, obviously. Oh shit, Shinobi himself renewing his membership. So think about doing the same, folks.
On the beat.
We got good content on that side, folks, if you want to check it out.
A lot of cool videos on there, definitely.
We're going to be doing more as well, so.
Unique,
reacting to big names like Six, Troy. We did a Troy debate dissection. There were good few videos there. But yeah, like I was saying, Itachi probably wouldn't kill Naruto if he killed Sasuke. He didn't do it to Orochimaru, so rationally it just makes sense he wouldn't do it here either. Hence, Itachi would be certainly saddened by this, but being the Konoha undercover loyalist that he is, I think he would continue to protect the leaf until the end of his life. Now, as far as what would happen to Naruto, honestly, I think the guilt he would have within him would eat at him for the rest of his life. And I think it might even be enough for him to go rogue, considering how close he was to Sasuke, the fact that Sakura would hate him for the rest of eternity, obviously, killing the love of her life. And Jiraiya and Kakashi would be deeply disappointed with him as well, killing Sasuke. In the end, I think Naruto would probably go rogue. Itachi would continue to do what he has to do. And Madara would win. There would be no Naruto and Sasuke to seal Kaguya. Sasuke's dead. Naruto would end up dead or never become as powerful as he did in the original storyline because he has no motive now. Sasuke's gone, and that guilt will eat at him for the rest of his life. So,
undoubtedly,
it'd be very dark if Naruto would have killed Sasuke that day. That's what I would say about that.
What was the question again? I'm sorry, I don't see it here.
If Naruto killed Sasuke on the rooftop after the Rasengan Chidori clash, do you think Itachi would have broke his cover to kill Naruto?
Good question. Yeah, because there's no purpose for Itachi holding back anymore against Danzo, against the Leaf, against the Akatsuki. At that point, if Sasuke's dead, he just abides by the Akatsuki's will, more than likely.
Yeah.
Just because he has nothing else to fight for, or he just kills himself because there's nothing left to fight for.
Yeah, his main motive is just,
Yeah, so it would be tragic nonetheless. Itachi's a pacifist at heart. He killed his own brethren to save his brother. So if that is frugal in nature because of Naruto, he's probably going to murk his ass, number one.
Yeah.
And then, Yeah,
there's argument that he might kill him as well, yeah, for sure. It would be a very dark ending, clearly.
It would be, for sure, yeah.
Could Kamui break through Gojo's Limitless? So, the way Gojo's Limitless works is that there's this infinity amount of distance between him and his opponent, and the more you try to approach it, the more you just inevitably converge towards infinity, never truly reaching Gojo. So Kamui would never be able to hit Gojo. It's very, very abstract and complex to think about, but when you throw attacks at Gojo, they simply converge towards infinity, never truly reaching him. It goes back to the idea of converging to an infinite value. You never do, So someone might try to argue, well, what if Kamui is within the limitless ability? Well, it seems that's not, as far as what I know of Gojo, it seems that's not possible. You can't get within the limitless defense, the infinity limitless defense that he has. Unless that happened with Sukuna versus Gojo or something. I haven't read that, but currently from what I know, there's no way to truly touch him. You'd have to catch him slipping when he has the defense off. And you just infinitely converge towards infinity. You never truly reach him. So I don't think Kamui would break through. It would just infinitely converge towards him forever. So
I think Kamui works contingent upon the amount of chakra is influx into it. So, for example, Kakashi was trying to Kamui the get up Sashi's head with, I believe, Kurama's chakra, which is a 3 times amp to his own reservoir. So that being said, you need enough chakra to Kamui a certain object, right? Now, with Gojo's infinite domain expansion, you're trying to Kamui something that's infinite in nature. So, therefore, you would need at least an infinite amount of chakra to do so, in which Obito did not have.
Exactly.
So, it would just get absorbed and be distributed into the void, essentially. Yeah.
The best way to beat Gojo, from my current knowledge of him, is you'd have to outlast him And apparently he has preposterous amounts of cursed energy. He could probably keep that defense on for who knows how long. I don't know how long he could possibly keep it on. And he
True.
also states that it takes minimal resources to keep it on. Like it's almost subconscious. That's how easy it is to keep it on. So it basically takes almost nothing from him. It'd probably take a long, long time to outlast that guy. If he could do it, maybe then the defense would dissipate, and then he's vulnerable, and then you could kill him. But I don't know, man. You have to quantify how much cursed energy he has in relation to your own energy
Chakra.
property. Yeah,
Yeah.
Whether it's chakra, a key from another universe. If you have more than he does, you might be able to outlast him. But from what I could tell, he has a ton of cursed energy, and the amount of energy that is utilized by the defense is minimal, according to him. Barely takes anything. Fraction, like a minuscule fraction of the power he has.
If he's actually trying, then yeah.
So he's untouchable for the most part, unless I read further and Sukuna like finds an exploit or something. Yeah. Have you watched the JJK Zero movie? Yeah, I watched it. I thought it was pretty good. It's about Yuta, I think the main character's name, and apparently he's a pretty powerful sorcerer. I thought the movie was pretty good. I actually almost liked Yuta more than Yuji from JJK. It's pretty close. I like them both pretty similarly. I thought the movie was pretty good. I liked the backstory, the fight.
You watch it on Crunchyroll, or
yeah, it's
where
on
do you watch it
Crunchyroll.
on?
Yeah,
Nice.
and the fight Gojo had was very good against. It was a cursed. I think it was a cursed spirit. It was a very good fight. He like slapped some cursed spirit around really badly. It was actually really cool.
Some lore for Gojo then.
Exactly.
It seems like.
Yeah, it's super powerful.
That's
man.
awesome.
Like, he's a threat. Like cursed spirits are wary of him. Like they know that he's in this whole different tier of power. So, if Hoshirama actually killed himself, would Tobirama and the Senju keep their promise to stop fighting the Uchiha, and how would the series change? I feel like Madara is a man of his word. So I think he would keep that true to himself. I think he would.
It's hard to say.
But it is, yeah, it is hard to say.
He's just so radical in his beliefs and ideologies that he'll do anything.
Yeah, I think
to
Tobirama,
achieve his goals.
and regardless, I think Tobirama would hold resentment towards Madara for that event, and he might never forgive Madara for that. Try to kill him.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not, bro. He'll kill himself fighting Madara.
Yeah,
sure.
that's probably what happened. He'd die trying to kill Madara. Madara would beat him, kill him. And then
Unless he summons Edos.
Yeah, unless he summons Edos and they're not complete fodder, which they probably will be.
Oh yeah, they will be.
Yeah, then maybe then, but yeah, it'd be a tragic ending to how things would go. I find Utica more interesting than Yuji. Yeah, that's kind of what I've kind of analyzed as well when I watched the movie. Not by much, but yeah. I wish the author would have stuck with him instead of Yuji for the main series. Yeah, Yuji's a little... I mean, he's cool. Not the best main character ever, but he's a little bland at times.
I agree, dude.
Yeah, he's a little bland.
Yeah.
I like Gojo more, to be honest. Than
Asta
Yuji.
from Black Clover kind of gives me the same vibe too. They're just kind of like boring protagonists, in my opinion. Like,
It's just sort of bland. Like,
it's like Itachi compared to Naruto in the beginning. It's like, I wonder who I like more. You know?
Exactly. It's just a little bland to me. JJK is really good, but the writing certainly isn't on the level of like Naruto or anything. But it's good, regardless. What do people say Kabuto blitz Itachi when he was under his feet and you couldn't see him? Well, in fact, Itachi was tagging Kabuto and you didn't know Itachi was making shadow clones. It was a competitive fight. Certainly back and forth.
I was holding back.
Yeah, and they were both holding back. Itachi definitely was holding back. Kabuto didn't want to kill Sasuke. I would say there is some arbitrary level of relativity between the two. I'd say that at least.
Even though Itachi just he handled that fight so fast, dude. Like,
that's true.
He was underneath the Izanami for so long before he even realized it. Like, it was very relative in terms of like tangible stats, but the hacks abilities is what really.
The only hacks
are broken.
The only hacks that would be problematic to him 1-on-1 would be the Raging Dragon, but.
And the Genjutsu, dude, because he needed Sasuke. Yeah,
exactly. The Genjutsu was so problematic that he couldn't even break himself out. He needed Sasuke, so yeah, they're definitely relative, I'd say, to some arbitrary extent at least.
And dude, that Tosca does not give a fuck about regeneration. Your ass is sealed, bro.
If he hits you with that, you're done. Yeah, if he's able to hit Kabuto with that, it's over. Yeah, it's not gonna end well for him. But yeah, folks, feel free to keep asking questions. We got a couple more pretty established questions. This one's interesting. It's a power scaling question, and kind of a loaded question. Someone asked, what do you think about concepts and power scaling, and where would scaling above a concept scale a character? This has been a topic that's been bugging me. What do you think about it? So, to answer this, the term, first of all, the term concept is a versatile term, meaning this is a broad question. The specific concept in question could change the answer to this question, essentially. If a character hypothetically is able to manipulate and or destroy an independent universal concept, which is basically one that is independent from the reality it governs, and they scale above that hypothetical concept, that's all that would mean. They wouldn't scale any higher than that concept. And again, the term concept is very vague. But conversely, if a hypothetical character can manipulate and or destroy a dependent concept, which are concepts that are abstract and govern all reality within their area of influence, not only would they scale above that concept, but they would also scale above the reality that is molded by the concept in question. So it's all very, very complex, obviously, from the explanation. So some examples to make it more concise is, imagine comparing someone that has the ability to manipulate time, the concept of time, and someone having the power to manipulate the concept of something like the color of a wall, right? The former would allow you to greatly affect the universe at large, having manipulation over an entire temporal dimension, while the other would just give you a neat ability. You could just change the color of a wall. You can't really do much with that. So yeah, you transcend wall colors. What does that mean, power scaling wise? Really nothing. In the vast majority of instances. While conversely, if you are able to manipulate the concept of time, I mean, the universe is your oyster. You go back in time, forward in time. You can literally change history. You can literally write history the way you want it based off your ability to manipulate or destroy time. So what this illustrates is the discrepancies in power from concept to concept, and how this term concept is a very broad term to utilize. It's quite complex, so you got to triangulate what concept you're talking about here to answer the question of where you would scale from specific case to specific case, essentially. If you're able to manipulate time, I mean, you transcend an entire dimension. But while conversely, again, if you're able to manipulate something like the color of a wall, you don't scale very high at all in comparison to most people. So
yeah, it's a trivial ability, right?
Yeah,
in
it's very
comparison.
trivial. So
And even the concept of time it's just that. It's just a concept. There's no like literal tangible evidence of time. It's just a concept that
exactly, yep.
helps us govern our reality. But like if we're talking like power scaling, like let's say like someone's universal, right?
Yeah.
As we know in our own universe, our universe is constantly expanding. And so every day that universe grows in size. So when you say someone's universal, is it the universal today or tomorrow or
Yeah,
the day after
exactly.
that?
It's ever
That's very
expanding.
vague, right?
Yeah.
So basically universal is like being able to create or destroy an infinite amount of finite spaces within one's own universe.
Yeah.
But if the universe is constantly expanding, then that concept has a variable into it, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to get down to the nitty gritty of power scaling, you have to come to a consensus over the AP of what universal is, or even something like boundless or hyperdimensional or something like that, right? It's all vague and conceptual by its fundamental basis.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's it can become a philosophical discussion more as opposed to like a power scaling one because of the conceptual ambiguity behind it.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's very vague. I don't blame you for having like a question about this. It's a very valid one for sure, and it's essentially just conceptual. And if you're going to have a debate about it, specifically about power scaling, there needs to be a consensus over to what these terms mean in general. So,
exactly. Yeah. So once you get to these very vague and ambiguous parts of power scaling, essentially the ones where you start talking about universal plus levels of power, and you talk about literal terms that represent an infinite possibility of cases, like concepts and things like that. To even have a discussion that's fruitful, you're going to have to come to some consensus with the person you're discussing on what's going to be presupposed, such as what does omniversal mean, how do we measure it, things like that, depending on what's being discussed specifically. That's where it starts to get messy. Most people don't even want to sort of delve into that world of complexity in the first place. How to implement a fruitful discussion in the first place is challenging. And to answer questions like that is a challenging thing to do because you're dealing with infinite cases, and you're dealing with infinity. You're dealing with terms and concepts that are still not understood. So it gets very, very messy very quickly. And I would say
Very quickly, man. Yeah.
try to stay concise with what you're asking and what you're talking about. That way you don't get messed up, which can happen very easily when you're talking about things that are so abstract. So, like I said, scaling over a concept is extremely vague and arbitrary from case to case. So, let's see. Hedon versus 100% Katsuyu. Hedon versus 100% Katsuyu.
You're taking Katsuya.
Yeah, how would you even kill her? You could just split up and keep burning him with acid. Maybe hypothetically burn his head off. I don't know. It's probably Katsuya. Yeah, I mean he wouldn't be able to.
Katsuya probably has enough chakra equivalent to like Chome or Gyuki. Like 8 tails or 7 tails.
You don't want to be able to like cut. I don't think he even bleeds. Like how's he even gonna? Can't do anything to it.
Yeah, it's such a yeah, exactly, bro. It's his 4th generation. I don't think the ritual will work on her per se. I mean, it could, so,
If he could like cut her, I don't know if he can even cut her. He just split up every time he cuts her.
True.
Tries to cut
yeah,
her.
exactly.
Yeah, so, probably Katsuya in most cases. Death
Puts acid on him.
Yeah, exactly. Death Kuando Mordecai versus Rigby, and Rigby versus Madara. I mean, if we're talking about cartoons, man, Mordecai and Rigby would slam him. I mean, they transcend like reality,
I don't even know who those guys are, man, to be honest.
Mordecai and Rigby. I think that was a Cartoon Network show, the regular show.
Oh, regular show. Okay. Yeah, I never watched much of it. Yeah, I heard good things, though.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
What is the difference between a retcon and anti-feat power scaling? A retcon is an intentional or unintentional changing of power from one point in time of a narrative to another. An example would be like Hiruzen. Hiruzen, in Part 1, was regarded as the strongest Hokage of all time. A retcon took place from that point in time to Shippuden, when Hashirama was considered the god of shinobi. That is a clear retcon, and that's, again, it's essentially an unintentional or intentional changing in power from one point in time to the other, which is basically like an update to the character. It's like an update of a character, so to speak, or a downgrade if you make the person weaker, like here's an instance. Now, an anti-feat is a term usually meant to represent the definition of a feat that contradicts a certain conclusion of scaling. Like saying, an example would be, saying
Tobirama.
Saying that Tobirama is faster than Minato, yet Tobirama loses to someone like Kinkaku and Ginkaku, who lost to Darui, while conversely Minato outsped the 4th Rate Kage, who doesn't respect Kinkaku and Ginkaku that much, and outsped Obito, who outsped the 4th Rate Kage later on, older to be fair, but did so. It's kind of an anti-feat to that conclusion. Another anti-feat would be, another example would be maybe for those that believe that the Renegades can be affected by Genjutsu from a Sharingan, you could point out Obito and Kakashi's fight. You could say that's an anti-feat, arguably. So those are different. They have different definitions, and they represent different things semantically and power scaling for sure. So
the anti-feats are definitely more for power scaling, whereas retcons are definitely more narrative and analysis. Like another example would be the Rene Rebirth. Initially, it was thought to be used at a cost of life source for chakra.
Exactly.
But later, it was made to be at the cost of your life.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's just a change in the author's decision about a certain element in the narrative he's writing.
Yeah.
That's basically all it is.
Yeah. So that's basically the difference between the two, and they hold, pointing these things out hold different value for sure, depending on what you're talking about. Do you think if Itachi never got sick and lived his life, could he have reached Madara levels? Probably not. The best chance he'd have would be getting EMS.
Yeah.
And even then, it's contentious whether he'd reach that level. Probably not. I don't think so. I don't think he'd reach that level, Madara and Hashirama level. If he was just prime,
no, I doubt it, man.
I doubt that. Yeah.
I mean, if he got some broken ass like Genjutsu with EMS, maybe
then. Yeah, maybe then.
I'm reaching here though, folks.
Yeah. Even then, we have
kind of tells you.
We're like speculating the quantification. Like we don't even know how much more powerful he'd be. But even that's a stretch. So probably not. EMS would be his best bet. But
yeah, with Perfect Susanoo, with Yadamir and Totsuka, that'd be sick, bro.
Maybe then. Yeah. But we still can't even quantify that. So You think there'll be more forms for Saiyans after Beast Gohan? Yeah, I don't see why there wouldn't be. Um, I think all the Saiyans are gonna have new forms, especially with the Black Frieza revelation. They're gonna have to get more powerful. They have no choice, So Beast Gohan is arguably stronger now because he is post Black Frieza. But who knows? The gap between Black Frieza and Goku and Vegeta is so large that it's preposterous how much stronger he's become, and maybe even Gohan would have to get stronger. I'm leaning towards Gohan being stronger right now because of the literature and what it states about him, but yeah, I do think there's going to be more forms for them in the future, especially Goku and Vegeta.
Every time there's a more powerful antagonist, there's always a new form introduced to like supersede this like new threat, essentially. So
yeah, exactly.
If Piccolo and Frieza get new forms, I'm sure the Saiyans will too.
Yeah, definitely. Especially Goku
and Gohan Beast is just a start. Yeah.
Goku and Vegeta getting slammed at one shot like that. Yeah, they're gonna have to.
That's not gonna last long, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna have to catch up quickly. Yeah, he's light years ahead of them as far as what he's capable of. He was so confident that he let them live. He didn't care if they lived or died. He didn't care. So yeah, there's gonna be more forms. Itachi versus Hiruzen. Itachi. I mean,
Prime
yeah, if it's part 1, Itachi. Hiruzen's like Sonic level, and Itachi's above that. Hiruzen, maybe Prime Hiruzen might be like sick Itachi, like very, very sick.
That's what I was just thinking, yeah for sure.
Yeah, Prime Hiruzen might be very, very sick Itachi. But Part 1 Itachi beats Hiruzen. Even Shippuden Itachi probably beats Hiruzen too. The old man Hiruzen.
Oh yeah, if he's like nonchalantly dealing with Orochimaru, who literally was on par with old man Hiruzen, then he's even sick. He's taking on old man Hiruzen.
You would need like pre-retcon Hiruzen or Prime Hiruzen to have a chance, basically.
Pre-retcon, yeah, exactly,
literally.
Dude.
Ken Rock said, Sasori versus Hanzo Prime. Well, if Chio states she stalemated Prime Hanzo, well, not stalemated, but had several encounters with him, that implies she's relative, and Sasori is the best puppet user of all time. He scales above Chio, so probably Sasori.
Yeah. And the third Kazekage was above Prime Chio as well.
And he slayed the third Kazekage.
And he slayed it, yeah.
So probably,
Who was on par with Hanzo, yeah.
So probably Sasori. Probably stronger. Sasori is stronger than people think.
In terms of whose poison is more deadly, I think is interesting, but I would still go with like Sasori.
Yeah, and that on top of that, he's not even a human. I don't know if the poison would even hurt him. Like if he does get hit by it.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Like, he doesn't have organs really.
Yeah. So it might not even hurt him. Who knows? It's a hypothetical consideration, but yeah, it might not even affect him. While conversely, if Sasori hits Hanzo with his poison, he's fucked. So yeah. Well, unless you argue he has like some resistance because he's a poison type combatant, but
he might have some resistance like Orochimaru, but Sasori's is so like unique and hard to like find an antidote towards. It takes like a huge specialist to even like counter that shit. So
exactly.
It might be slower, but I think it'll definitely take effect eventually.
Yeah. I think more than likely it would affect them to some extent and eventually kill him. So B and A versus the Sannin and Hiruzen. The Sannin and Hiruzen. Well, Hiruzen was the strongest Kage on Earth before his death, and if you have the Sannin along with him against B and A, I mean, A's speed is a problem, obviously.
Yeah, especially if B goes V2 as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a huge problem.
And their lariat together is on the data book speed of light too. So if they do it in conjunction, like so,
the speed would be the toughest part for Hiruzen and the Sannin. That would be problematic for them. That might
Tell B spawns.
If B uses Tell B spawns, that would be a problem. Orochimaru would probably have to use Edos, to be honest.
Yes. Yeah.
You'd have to use Edos at that point. It's not that it would be an easy fight for B and A. It's just speed. That's the problem. Speed would be a big problem for them. They don't reach those levels of speed. So, old man here is in the Sannin. No, they'd probably get overwhelmed by the speed and fall. Not to mention being in a chakra.
Because Casey, even Sage Mode is not at all as fast as KCM.
No,
you know?
Yeah, definitely not. So, honestly, probably B and A if you think about it. So.
Yeah, I would take them for sure, unless you have the Edos.
Yeah, with the Edos, they get their asses whooped, but yeah. Sasori versus Danzo fight Sasuke. So 5 Summit Sasuke, the one that fought Danzo versus Sasori. At that point,
good question.
He has a hate amp. he just successfully reacted to the fourth Raikage. I don't know how Sasori would react to a Indra's arrow getting shot at him full speed.
Also, the Iron Sand being able to bypass the Susanoo. There's also the
The Iron
speed
Sand
thing that
would be
Sasuke
interesting.
can.
Yeah,
I doubt Sasori is KC in one level.
I doubt that.
Um,
I doubt that.
So did the Raikage go V2 against him in Kage-sama? I'm pretty sure it did, right?
I think,
Or was it just V1?
I think it was just V1.
That was okay, yeah. So he wasn't going full speed per se. So that is interesting.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, the defense. Does Genjutsu work on a puppet? I doubt it. Right.
Yeah.
That's a good one, honestly.
I know Sage Mode Naruto says that that he was inferior to Sasuke.
Yeah, that's blind too.
He's above Sani level for sure.
Oh yeah.
So that's a tough fight between those two.
I got Sasuke, honestly, just because of the Susanoo mode.
I don't know if Sasori could react to an arrow coming at him.
One Amaterasu gets rid of all the puppets.
Oh, shit, yeah, that was spread like wildfire too. So yeah, Amaterasu would be a problem. The arrow, I don't know if he's fast enough to even react to that arrow, to be honest.
True.
Genjutsu, yeah, no, probably Sasuke. Yeah, that's an interesting fight, but probably Sasuke.
It's a good fight too. What do you think about 5 Kage Summit Sasuke versus Tobirama?
Oh shit, that's an interesting fight because he did react to the fourth Kage and V1 at least.
The reason why I ask is like obviously like Izuna, who we beat, was like the MS. He was like MS Madara, but a little bit above, right?
Yeah.
And obviously Sasuke is like the current reincarnation, so you get where I'm going?
Yeah, it's a good comparison, yeah. It's a tough one. It's a tough one to try and analyze that.
Yeah.
The Susanoo, Amaterasu. The speed is the most contentious part. Like what's the discrepancy between the two in speed? That's the toughest part.
Yeah, I think that's a good battle. That's a good battle right there, definitely.
Yeah, there's a lot of factors you've analyzed. You'd have to make an argument for one or the other having better speed.
It's hard to quantify Tobirama's speed, exactly.
Really hard to quantify speed. He had his fight against Izuna, but then it's hard to compare Izuna to anybody else.
We don't even know how strong Izuna and MS Madara were really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Outside looking in, maybe it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
That's what I was thinking, man. I was like,
maybe Tobirama, but then again, I don't even know how to make a argument for him.
He does have the anti-genjutsu thing. Yeah. He obviously has a lot of.
Maybe Tobirama, but then again, I don't really have an argument for him on top of my head.
I don't either. Yeah, like a concrete argument for him. Yeah, it's hard to do.
I'll just pick Tobirama. Like if I had rationally had to pick somebody, but yeah.
That's not a bad bet. With the Izuna scaling, maybe, right? But like obviously, future iterations of incarnations are stronger than their past ones. So
that's definitely true.
It's hard.
That's a tough one. Itachi was 21 when he was 21 when already at Sasuke level. If he lived till 50, I think he could reach Mana. I don't think that's the way it works though. He started to deplete in power as he got older. So you don't necessarily get stronger. And Chio too. You don't necessarily get stronger the older you get.
That's why Orochimaru was so obsessed with finding this like immortality cure.
Yeah, he didn't want to endure that or to like partake in his decline. Shinobi decline as they get older, as we see with Chio. Here's
Inoki.
Inoki badly had a bad decline. Yeah, so. Itachi will get stronger because he wasn't in his prime when he died. That's for sure.
At least like
a little stronger.
Yeah, for Shinobi, that's definitely at prime. Yeah,
but I don't think he ever reached Madara level though. No, not just from organic growth. You would need like EMS.
Just those incarnates, man. They're just like us alien to the rest of the Shinobi, essentially.
They're like outliers.
They're just outliers. Yeah, exactly.
Basically. When you relapse on an addiction, what do you do? Addiction, that's a tough thing, man, because as the word implies, it's an extremely, extremely daunting and I would say prevalent action that you want to, whatever the addiction is, prevalent action you want to continue to mimic. This is what I would say about addiction. You have to learn to understand it. And honestly, I wouldn't shy away from the full manifestation of urge that you will get. I would say try to win those battles. That's way harder said than done. Is the reason why it's called addiction. But I would know every observation possible, what triggers it, Why do you have it? Is there some underlying reason why that you could change now to fix it and maybe limit that urge? What things can you abstain from to not have the possible triggers? You have to be extremely observant and mindful of whatever addiction you're dealing with is. If you have a relapse, from what I've seen, don't let it destroy you. If anything, let the pain be a deterrent for the next time you try to break it. Don't let it be like, oh man, I'm never gonna fucking break this. You gotta take that pain and remember how bad you felt after you fucked up. So the next time you're in that, you have that urge again, you're like, I don't want to feel that way again. I'm not gonna do this. And even then, some people never break it. They need like actual outside intervention, like a rehabilitation center or something. But those are the first few steps, I'd say. And if you can't there, maybe you need outside help, intervention. Not everyone has money for that, but yeah, you have to endure. Harder said than done. It's the best way. You have to endure. So,
yeah, I think it all depends on what you're addicted to per se.
Yeah. Like drugs.
It could be porn. It could be drugs. It could be anything, dude. So, depends on the severity of the addiction.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
drugs. I mean, fuck, man, you're gonna probably need help, like outside. That's so intense that, yeah, it's gonna be very, very difficult to break that by yourself, like free will, with your own will, you know. So, yeah, the addiction is more prevalent than people think for guys, especially porn, man. There's a ton of guys that are addicted, just don't want to admit it. It's the truth. It's a huge problem. I don't recommend it at all. Could Naruto have defeated Deidara if he switched with Sasuke? Probably with Sage Mode. It's just he's not a long distance. Well, the Russian Shurikens might be useful, but he only has a couple of those. I don't know. I don't know how to deal with the microscopic bombs. I don't know how to deal with C0. I don't think he'd have the heart to reverse summon Gamabunta to get hit by the explosion. He wouldn't do that. That's what Sasuke did. Sasuke didn't care about his summoning. There's a good chance Deidara might beat him. But then again, Sage Mode Naruto is very fast. Very, very fast. Now, if he doesn't have Sage Mode, he's fucked. He's definitely losing to Deidara. Yeah. Or he goes on Rampage and Ninetales kills Deidara. So...
yeah, that's always a win con.
Yeah. Sage Mode Naruto probably beats him without Sage Mode. The Ninetales would have to intervene. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Sage Mode might have the adequate visual prowess to sense the microscopic bombs, perhaps.
It's possible. Yeah, definitely.
Especially with Mom and Pa, especially if he does have them on his shoulders. So there's an argument that he could at least see them and sense them and evade them potentially, but it all comes down to aerial mobility, him dropping bombs in an efficient manner.
Exactly.
Essentially, there's a case that Naruto can win, but there's definitely a chance that Deidara can as well if he finds him slipping.
Definitely, yeah.
But
he just limits arsenal. Like Sasuke had an arsenal when he fought Deidara. You know, he had the lightning-based attacks, the CS2, he could fly. Yeah. The eyes to see the microscopic bombs. With Sage Mode would be his best bet. But even then, if he levitates, I don't know how Naruto gets him. You have to throw a Russian Shuriken on him, and he only has a couple of those. So.
Or summon Gamabunta and have their ass hop.
Or some Gamabunta had to come out or something. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult.
It's possible though, because those water bombs that Gamabunta has can probably take him down if he catches him.
If we can hit him,
So,
it'd be a good fight. I would like to see how that would play out. Without Sage Mode, he's fucked though. He's getting fucking wrecked by Deidara for sure.
I think Sasori wins though, personally. Out of the two of them though, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. In the 22nd tournament, when Roshi quit against Tien, who would have actually won the Battle of the Death? I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen that part in a long time.
Same here, brother. And he was
Roshi
Jackie Chan.
I would, if you're talking about Roshi versus Tien, I would presuppose Roshi because of his caliber. But it's been a long time since I've seen that or read it. But at the top of my head, I'd say Roshi. Probably.
Yeah, I would have to just grasp at memories right now to answer that.
It's been a long time since I've seen that, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd say Roshi.
Yeah.
Narratively, at least.
Roshi's, narratively, it seems implied he'd probably win. I'm a drinker. I started drinking at a young age, and that was bad. Yeah, man, addiction is rough, man. You gotta just endure take it day by day. That's all I could say. Um, it's
Yeah,
demons.
man, I would just, like take advantage of the fact that you're still young and you have potential in your life to like quit this addiction before it
Yeah,
becomes too severe potentially. Because
exactly.
that alcohol is a very like physically addictive substance,
Yep, definitely.
and it really prompts psoriasis. I'm not psoriasis, but deterioration rather
Yeah,
on your internal organs like
your
your
liver.
liver.
Yeah, exactly.
And dude, like, yeah, drinking it's hardcore, brother. I would,
Yeah, I would
just
definitely
yeah, it
find new
gotta like
replace that hobby with a new hobby. The gym, fucking go for a fucking walk, something that keeps you busy. I think keeping you busy is the single best way to break it. You just don't think about it. Stay busy. You know, that's what I would
different
say.
relief that you need. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe it's
yeah,
working out, maybe it's nature, maybe
exactly,
it's sports, whatever it may be, just find something else that like cures that habitual urge essentially, you know.
exactly. Yeah, addiction is not easy to conquer, but it's guys have done it. I'll say that. Could Pain save the leaf if you replace Minato during Obito's invasion? Could Pain be Obito 1-on-1? Man,
Good question, man. I like that.
that is a good question. Pain's abilities would be troublesome. Um,
If it's a prime pain, right? Obviously,
yeah, Prime
I
Pain.
think he has a speed. Um, I think he can, man. Honestly,
Yeah, I mean, he's able
because
to
like KCM one is like the best that we can get for
Minato.
yeah,
Yeah,
Minato and Obito at that
and
time as
yeah,
well.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, probably Prime Pain probably takes it. I think he'd be just a little faster. Um, he has his abilities with the Renegon. Yeah, probably him. Probably him. Prime Pain for sure.
Chibaku.
Chibaku
Yep.
Tensei, Chaotic Shinra Tensei. Yeah.
Chameleon.
Obito would have to be in the defensive for sure. He have to be in the defensive the
Yeah,
whole
he can
time.
only be intangible for like 5 minutes max at a time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although people think that it's like constantly passive, which I disagree with. There's obviously an interval of time between Jutsu usages. Just like pain, like you can't use the Shinra Tensei consecutively. There's like interval between Jutsu activations. So
Yeah. Exactly.
yeah.
Uh, let's see. I also watched a video recently. A guy thought Sage Naruto absolute clowns base Minato since Paul stated Pain Arc Sage Naruto surpasses both Minato and Jiraiya. I think he meant that in terms of how good he is at Sage mode. I don't think he surpassed
Yeah.
Minato though. As times like beating him. He surpassed Jiraiya in ability. I mean, empirically that was shown, but yeah, he didn't surpass Minato. That didn't happen to KCM for sure.
Yeah, Jiraiya obviously wasn't a perfect sage, and Minato
Yeah,
admitted himself he wasn't that good.
yeah.
Yeah,
Minato is
even
just
though
so
that's
talented.
ambiguous.
He didn't even need it. He's just so talented. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
do you ever plan on making content creation a full time job? I just saw it. Yeah, I do strive to have that as an option at least full time. We obviously got to grow more, but yeah,
Yeah, absolutely, bro. That's
definitely.
definitely the goal, man.
Yeah, definitely want to make it full time possible. If that's an option, that'd be great. So
Fuck yeah, dude. All for it.
yeah, so
Absolutely.
definitely. Yeah, so yeah, definitely want to make it full time and definitely make that a possibility. So, um, yeah. But yeah, folks, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And by the way, if you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. Super chats take priority as well. We stop in our tracks if you do donate, and if you're a member as well. Let's continue with these
Yes, sir.
questions.
Chaz and chat, man.
Good questions though, by the way, today for sure.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Yeah, someone asked, who had the most fucked up childhood in Naruto? That's a good question. Obviously, a really good candidate is Itachi. I mean, from his very birth, all he knew was war. He had to kill his own clan. He was ostracized from his own clan. Then he was ostracized from his village after he slaughtered his clan, and he did that out of sacrifice. All he knew was suffering and sacrifice. He had a horrible childhood. But there's a few others.
Itachi?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Itachi. There's a few others though. Like Madara grew up in the Warring States period. Tobarama did. Hashirama did. All they saw was death their whole life. Um, but Itachi might have the worst. His was really fucked up. Really, really fucked up childhood that he had.
Yeah. Besides those characters, I would just probably add like Kakashi in the mix.
Yeah, his was pretty bad too.
Obviously,
Yeah.
with Obito, with his father, with his like
Obito.
ideologies, always pivoting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he had a pretty, dude. Yeah, he had a pretty fucked up, dude. Honestly,
Yeah.
he
Obito had
like
it pretty
grew
bad too.
rusty. Yeah, Obito for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But yeah, Itachi was terrible. I mean, fucking had to slaughter his whole clan. He's fucking awful. And then he gets blamed for. He gets ostracized from the Leaf after that. He has nobody. He's alone. You know. So
Yeah, exactly. Itachi's probably the like top
yeah,
choice for
that
sure.
shit was
Yeah,
terrible. Um, why do people want Jiraiya so much? This is emotional appeal. People are, they rightfully so, they hold the son in high regard. But when you're trying to imply that Jiraiya beats Itachi because he stated it, that's disingenuous. I mean, clearly he's lying to keep up his, undercover act. But yeah, people just wank some people like Jiraiya because of an emotional appeal. That's usually the
yeah.
reason
I
for
mean,
most wanks. So
literally, dude. I
yeah,
mean, Jiraiya's a sick ass character, man.
yeah,
I
he's a really
get
cool
it, but
character.
like,
Yeah,
you're kind of doing him a disservice by like scaling him above people that he doesn't clearly. Just like Eighth Gate guy, I hate to see it personally. It's like
exactly.
they deserve their own realm of respect.
Yeah,
Simply put.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's just intuitive dishonesty when they're trying to wank people to absurd heights. Very, very just dishonest. Does Minato being below base B have any validity? No, I don't think so. Base B, I know they use a technical argument, but
Partial.
yeah,
Yeah.
Minato didn't have killer intent there. I mean, he even implies like I respect you guys. He wasn't trying to fucking kill the Raikage. He was testing him. He's like, all right, this is full speed, cool. He was gonna cut him down, but he didn't have like killer intent like he did against Obito or anything like that. So no, that doesn't have validity. And B even admits inferiority in terms of speed to the Raikage. So
Yeah. And B isn't really even isn't relative to like the Raikage or KCM1 Naruto until V2.
exactly,
So
yeah. So that also
but
implies it.
Minato being below him is definitely not accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. How far do you think B could make it in the Ragnarok world? Honestly, man, not very far. Subpar,
Yeah, I'd be
subpar.
about it, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, I probably couldn't get that far, but
probably
it's fun, man.
he'd be like another Blueface, just subpar. Um, Speaking of Blueface, this is a funny story, but I was on Twitter, shout out to Six. Six posted this dog shit ass song, and he did it on purpose, obviously. Blueface posted like his new girl's song. It was so ass. The me and Six were like tweeting each other, or just shitting on that song. I don't know who he's dating, Blueface, but goddamn, Blueface is dropping some
Yeah,
trash ass music,
Crash
man.
Nation. Yeah, bro.
I almost
Facts,
honestly
dog.
thought it was a joke. That's how dog shit the lady rapping was. I was like, what the fuck is this? So me and Six were shitting on it. So shout out to Six for that, man.
Yeah, you
It
ain't
was
gonna get
ass.
respect in real rap game doing shit like
Uh,
that, bro. Let's keep it 100 right now. You know.
Blueface, I'll admit, his peak was like when he first came out. He had like one or two good songs, and not even because of the lyrics, just because of the kind of like the beat and the hook. After that, he just fell off like dog shit ass
Yeah, he's
music.
just a fat like a trans rapper. I feel like
Yeah,
he has his hits and then
the dog
bam,
shit.
he
Yeah.
dissipates. You know,
Now
he's like Fetty Wap, low key.
yeah, Funny
You
Wap
know.
Low Key, kind of good comparison. Now Blueface is complete ass. I mean, like that music is so fucking ass, man. That song that
Yeah, bro.
his girl made was so dog shit. Like, is this a joke? This dead ass has to be a
The
joke.
lyrics, man. Like,
Oh
come on,
goddamn.
dog. The
Yeah.
disservice, man. It really
So
is.
clearly Six has good taste as well. So shout out to Six, man. Yeah, we were shitting on
Shut
that. Me and him were
up.
me and him were tweeting and shitting on that song, man. Dog shit.
Hey,
Uh,
rightfully so, dog.
yeah. Where would Haku rank in strength of the Akatsuki?
Ooh,
Uh,
I mean, below Hedon, I'd
yeah,
say, right?
there's not enough scaling for him to be any higher. I mean,
Yeah. Probably
so,
above Zetsu at the very least. You know,
yeah,
give
maybe
him
above
that.
Zetsu, you can give him that. But besides that, yeah, nah, probably not any higher than
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Unfortunately, if you had more scaling and stuff, maybe, but there's nothing. So,
Exactly. The best
uh,
we can do is put him above like part one Kakashi,
yeah,
essentially.
exactly.
Yeah.
Vegeta versus third form Frieza. Third form Frieza. That's his final Frieza, right?
So
Final
yeah,
Frieza
that's the
like, in the white
final one,
form.
right?
I think so.
Yeah.
If you're talking currently, um,
Oh, or maybe it's golden because that would yeah, that would technically be the third one.
that could technically, yeah, Golden Frieza. I'm assuming Vegeta because it took him Black Frieza to slam them. Unless you argue his base got stronger as well. Maybe even in base he's stronger. I don't know. Um, I would say maybe Frieza because he was so dominant in Black Frieza form. Like it wasn't even a fucking fight at all. He fucking destroyed Goku and Vegeta. One shot. So maybe Golden Frieza could be Vegeta now, current after the decade in the hyperbolic time chamber. It's arguable.
Oh, and base, yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good question actually. Yeah,
yeah. It's hard
that
to
would be interesting to see.
gauge. I could definitely presuppose his base has gotten stronger for sure. If he's 10 years in the hyperbolic time chamber, I mean,
For
definitely got
real.
stronger for sure. But is it enough to be like Vegeta at his strongest, like Ultra Ego? That'd be an interesting fight. It's kind of hard to quantify where Frieza's at in base or with Golden Frieza, I should say.
I just don't understand how much like how strong he gets in comparison to like Vegeta and Goku doing that much training. You know,
Yeah,
just because he hasn't done it before, like that doesn't
yeah.
make sense
It seemed
rationally.
yeah, it seemed yeah, it makes sense because Frieza was always his pride. He was always his own greatest enemy because he never trained
Never trained, yeah.
throughout his career. He didn't really train the first time until he saw what Goku was becoming and Vegeta was becoming, and he got Golden Frieza. He only trained 4 months
Freezing
there.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
And then
Mhm.
he was competing with them. He still lost, but he was competitive. And then I think after the Broly fight in the Broly movie, he's like, "Fuck, man, I'm way behind. I got my fucking ass whooped by Broly. I'm like Gogeta's bitch now. Like I have to do something." So he went a decade into the chamber, came out a new man or a new alien or whatever you want to call him. He came out extremely powerful, and this is the most ambitious Frieza's ever been. That's the most ambitious he's ever been. A decade in the chamber. That's a long fucking time, especially for him.
For real.
So, yeah, he's certainly the strongest we've ever seen him, the most ambitious we've ever seen him, probably the most dangerous we've ever seen him. It's a good time to be a fan, waiting for that moment to see what he does next. So,
Mm.
yeah, it's gonna be pretty. I can't wait to see what he does next for sure. What's gonna happen? How you're gonna compete with that? Maybe Beast Gohan will have to fight him. We'll have to see.
Yeah, because I doubt they're going to like want to go with Vegeta and Goku having to fuse again to take on the
Yeah,
enemy. Like,
it
yeah,
gets
we've
old.
seen that already.
Exactly, it
Exactly.
gets
Yeah.
old. Give Gohan his moment. Let him shine. Let him show what he's made of against a real opponent like Black Frieza. I think that's what
Maybe
everyone wants.
maybe Piccolo as well, even potentially.
That'd be
You know,
dope.
I
Yeah,
mean,
let's give him some moments
who
to
knows?
shine. It's been too long. So
Oh, and Go Tanks
that'd be
potentially.
dope.
You know,
Yeah, go takes
yeah.
as well. W6. Shout out to 6, man. Speaking of 6 versus Gravity.
Always.
Yeah, shout out to 6, man. Third
Oh,
form.
6 got that all day, bro.
Yeah. Third form Frieza is before final form. Oh, okay. Namek Vegeta could shit on by fourth, so it's headcanon. He would beat how he would do against third form. I'm trying to remember the fucking forms.
It was like when he was tall, he looked like his father, essentially. Then there's the one where, like,
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, he looked like his father.
yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that form. If we're talking about that form, how would Vegeta in the Namek saga? How would he do against that Frieza?
Oh, interesting.
How would he do? I feel like
So
he,
against the one with like the bigger head, then like the elongated one, essentially, or
I think the one that
that
looks like
form.
I think that one that looks like his father. I think.
Oh,
Uh,
I think that's the second one though. I'm pretty sure.
I know there's the first one is when he just looks like his little. I think he's like little. That's the first one. The second one is
Yeah,
when
yeah, yeah.
he fights Piccolo. He's like the long face. The
Okay,
long
that's what I'm
face.
talking about. Okay, I gotta
Yeah.
switch that up. Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
gotcha, gotcha.
third, I guess is the one when he looks like his dad.
Yeah, you got the yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
I feel like it'd be competitive. I think it'd be competitive between him and Namek Vegeta. Either that or Frieza might still have
Well,
the edge.
I think so, because like I don't even think that Vegeta was even gonna take on Ginyu by himself at all. You
Yeah,
know,
even
like
that was
sure you
like
can,
a problem for him. Yeah.
so and Ginyu obviously is a lot less powerful than Frieza,
Yeah.
substantially so, I'd say.
And
So
then we all know
that's
what Final Form destroyed Vegeta, but yeah, third would probably wouldn't destroy Vegeta, but it'd be concise. He's still like superior, I'd say.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
That's safe to say.
Still
Yeah.
like a concise victory. It wouldn't be like him slamming Vegeta like nothing when he's in Final Form, but yeah, I think it still would get the W probably, more than likely.
Like Vegeta was desperate to like get himself like hurt substantially so that the Dende, I forgot the guy's name, but Dende, I
Oh,
think,
Dende,
had
yeah,
to heal him so that he can get the Daisenshu amp essentially.
yeah.
So
He
yeah.
was looking for that, yeah. Father is second form, third form is alien like. Oh, is it? Okay, never mind. It's the other one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, yeah, I got
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
Father.
it's been a while.
Oh, yeah, it's been a long ass time since I've seen that. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
For real.
So yeah, the third form, yeah, he probably would lose.
Oh yeah.
Chicken versus Peter was peak fiction. shut the
That
fuck.
was pretty hype.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was pretty hype for sure.
that shit went hard.
Yeah, I heard about the writer's strike or something like a couple months ago. Like people are on strike and not making new episodes of Family Guy or some shit. I heard about that. I don't know what's happening, but they're not getting paid.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Also, Rick and Morty,
Rick
dude.
and Morty,
That
yeah,
whole
yeah. There was
thing
like a
went
writer's
down.
strike with a bunch of shit. Like there's like a couple movies that were supposed to come out and they're not because, or not, they're postponed because of the writer's strike or something. I wonder what that's about. But
Family Guy's been on for a hot minute too,
oh
bro.
yeah,
Like, I stopped
long
watching
time.
that a long time ago, but it's
Yeah,
still going, man.
still
Same with
going.
Simpsons. Holy
Simpsons, I think
shit.
it's technically the longest running TV show like all time or something.
Yeah,
That's what I
bro.
heard. It's like 30 years
South Park,
long.
dude.
South Park,
Fuck, man.
legendary show. Yeah,
Legendary, bro.
definitely super legendary.
So like,
Oh yeah, so many like iconic episodes in South Park. It's peak, man. Definitely peak.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, folks, if you keep asking questions here, we shall continue. Let's see here. I have some more pre live stream questions. Someone asked, what if Naruto was reincarnation of Indra and Sasuke of Ashura, assuming that being reincarnate doesn't change that much of the personality? So this is what I said. Naruto would be if he was a loudmouth egoist antagonist, that would get him killed. I think the Akatsuki would get him. This is presupposing he still has the Nine Tails, of course. If he has the Nine Tails, the Akatsuki are just going to take him. It'd be easier because he's not a protagonist. The Konoha probably wouldn't protect him. Either that or incarcerate him because he's a Nine Tails Jinchuriki. Sasuke would just basically be another Itachi if he's the antagonist. I mean, the protagonist, he'd be just a good guy. Yeah, it would. Naruto would end up in a bad place, either incarcerated or killed, and Sasuke would just be like another Itachi, basically. So.
Yeah, I mean, Naruto having the Rinnegan would definitely work because he has so much fucking chakra, you know.
Yeah.
If he gets 6 powers, of course.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, narratively though, it ended up a lot worse for Naruto, especially if he has trauma, like Jay was saying.
He's just he's a target with the Nine Tails. He's a huge target to like the whole show.
Definitely so.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
It wouldn't end well if he was an antagonist. Long story short, writers have been getting shit on by Hollywood for a decade after the previous one from '07. Writing is not a viable career. Streaming made it much worse. Oh, okay. Got it. They're probably not getting paid well. They probably feel like underappreciated. And they went on strike. Huh. I guess it makes sense. Do you guys prefer the Dragon Ball manga or the anime? I'm more of a visual guy, so I'd say anime, yeah. I read, but most of the time for research purposes now. Unless it's like very, very brand new, like Boruto.
I grew up reading manga for DBZ, like definitely, but
Yeah.
the anime just hit, man.
Yeah, anime is just different.
Like what we were saying earlier about it being reanimated, like seeing like Namek, Goku going Super Saiyan 1 for the first time, like it's just like, it's so legendary, just like it imprints in your memory, and like those moments are like what makes anime so appealing.
Exactly.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what brings in casual fans is the visual animations. Not really manga. People read manga still, but it's more like hardcore fans that start reading it.
Enthusiasts.
Yeah,
enthusiasts.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on Screw Attack's death battle? I don't think I'm familiar with Screw
Attacks.
Yeah. Not sure what that is.
Screw Attacks. I'm looking it up.
Let's see. Screw Attack's death battle. Death battle. Oh, serious. Dragonzord versus Mechagodzilla. What the fuck?
I'm seeing Bayonetta versus fucking Dante right now. Like, oh,
what the fuck? Is this like a YouTube channel? What the hell is this?
I don't know, man. Honestly.
Is it just death battle in general? All Screw Attack death battles. I'm guessing that's what he meant. I think that's what it's. As far as death battles, I like death battles. Some of them are inaccurate sometimes, but
I mean, they definitely appeal to the casuals for sure, and I actually
cool,
like watching it time to time. Yeah, definitely.
I like it. I like.
Like that was like one of the first things I started watching when it came down to like crossword scaling. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, I fuck with death battle. I think some of it's inaccurate for sure, but yeah, I definitely fuck with it.
Like some of their like end cutscenes are whack as fuck, but like some of them are cheapo too. Yeah. So yeah.
Some of the battles, I'm like, how the fuck is this happening? But some of them, it's like, yeah, it makes sense. I think the most, yeah, like see the popular ones. I know I've seen some of the most popular. Goku versus Superman, like,
of course,
it was a little unrealistic, but yeah, it was cool.
Broly versus Hulk one was pretty good,
That
man.
was pretty
I
dope.
remember that
Yeah,
one.
I enjoyed that. The
Yeah.
animation was cool. There's some good ones. Flash versus no, it was Reverse Flash versus fucking Goku Black, I think, or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Flash put in work, bro,
Yeah,
on that one.
that
That's
was
kind of
dope.
obvious, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah,
Wonder Woman versus Thor, that was kind of cool.
yeah,
Black Panther versus Batman, I believe.
yeah.
They have a lot of cool ones,
Yeah, it's pretty
honestly.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I enjoy the detail they try to put into it and stuff. So
yeah, neat matchups too. Like they
yeah,
have like a lot of parallels, so it's like they make sense when you can fight them against each other.
exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah. They're known for their interesting takes like Vader over Harry Potter. I don't know anything about Harry Potter, but Iron Man is inferior to Lex Luthor. I don't know about that. Yeah, I probably
I don't know
skipped
much
that.
about Harry Potter, but
Yeah, Harry Potter I
yeah.
really don't know shit about, but I know Vader's
Facts.
powerful from what I've heard from Star Wars, but yeah, I don't know shit about
Oh
Harry
yeah.
Potter though. Lots of them are inaccurate, which sucks. It's why I was super interested in Naruto vs Ichigo and Seth collided. We're gonna do it. Oh yeah, man. Before we all knew all the shit about Seth, everyone was ready for Naruto vs Ichigo back
I
in the
thought I
day.
actually did one, but it was just lackluster for
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
on
But
on that topic. Yeah,
hopefully Clyde one day tries to restart that, like do the Naruto vs Ichigo. But I know that's
I'm sure
expensive.
they're. I'm sure
Yeah,
they're going to, man.
yeah. It was
Yeah.
gonna be a big thing before we found out who Seth the pedo really was, but um,
Yeah.
but he did try to scam everybody too, so he's a fucking asshole for that. He wasn't even gonna. He didn't even
Yeah,
give up.
Brad.
So
That's not how you conduct business
at all, yeah,
professionally. Yeah.
super unethical. Do you think if Dragon Ball and Naruto had 100 plus volumes, they would exceed every manga ever in terms of sales? Yeah, I think at a certain point though it becomes mundane, but I think a few more volumes wouldn't hurt sales. Yeah, but too many I
Yeah.
think might kind of diminish the quality. But yeah,
You never know.
you never know though.
Because like
Yeah, you
one
never know.
One Piece is still like popping right now,
It's true,
bro. And
and they have a
that
ton of chapters, so
tons, man. It's possible because of how well they appeal to the fans. These
yeah.
two verses specifically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I think a few more definitely would up sales, even if it's just a few more. Hundreds?
Oh yeah, for
I don't
sure.
know how those writers would approach that. Like Toriyama and Kishimoto would approach hundreds of more volumes, but yeah, I don't know. It's
Yeah,
it's
because
interesting.
like you're bound to have some like lackluster freaking arcs if you
Exactly.
make it that long, you know. So
Yeah, you're bound to have some low
kind of like
points.
One Piece,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly. Which I've
It
heard
happens.
like some low points
Yeah,
in One Piece. So
definitely.
yeah, the newest one was stupid as fuck. It was Killua from Hunter x Hunter and Makito Misaki from A Certain Scientific Railgun. The
Huh.
character one
I
made
haven't seen it in a while, man. To be honest, yeah.
Hunter x Hunter and Certain Scientific Rogan. The character who won made sense, but the way they won is stupid. Yeah, they try to make it entertaining, but it ends up inaccurate and stuff. So I still like Death Battle, but yeah, sometimes they fuck up. So
It's just casual shit. Yeah,
yeah,
pretty much.
exactly.
It's good like visual entertainment, though, I
Yeah,
suppose
yeah,
sometimes.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. If you keep asking questions, though, folks. If Cloud restarts, I'll be hyped. How the fuck did you get two pro visual artists, including the official Ichigo English voice actor? Two pro voice actors, I mean, on the project, and they say, "Oh fuck it, let's just cringe and just get money." Yeah, that's fucked up. They actually had like a
That's
legitimate
fact.
like Bleach actor on the shit. That would have been amazing. Mario versus
Yeah, professional
Batman.
animator.
Mario versus Batman. Mario, I know has done. He like transcends reality constantly. Um, Batman with prep time. I mean, Mario might still win. Mario's broken as
I
hell.
mean, I haven't played any of the latest Mario like Galaxy games, so I'm sure he does some fucking crazy shit. I don't really
Yeah.
know much of Mario's feats though, per se.
Yeah, not
You
too
know,
much. I know
off rip.
without prep time, Mario absolutely obliterates him. But he would need prep time to stand a chance, for sure. To stand a chance against
Mario's so
Mario.
unpredictable, bro.
Yeah, it's unpredictable. The things he can accomplish are ridiculous. So Batman with prep time would be the only way that's competitive. Fuck Seth the programmer. Facts. Yeah, fuck that loser.
Yeah, big facts, bro. We good. We good.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Would you say Goku is the most iconic character of all time? Anime character? Yeah, probably. For the last like 2 to 3 decades.
I'd say Pikachu.
Pikachu's a big one too. Pikachu's huge, huge name.
Definitely Pikachu. Yeah.
Pikachu's gigantic. Goku, Pikachu. Yeah. Goku's in the running. Pikachu is right there as well. He's huge, man. Huge.
Huge, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like global.
If you consider Pokemon anime, then
Yeah, if you consider
that
it
is.
anime.
Which,
Um,
yeah.
but Goku's in the running for sure. One of the most iconic anime characters ever, easily.
No doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
He's like our, he's like the anime version of Superman. Like Superman's so iconic. Goku's like that in this in this fandom.
Yeah,
So
in this generation, for
yeah,
sure.
so
Absolutely.
he's a huge name. Yeah, he's definitely one of the most memorable names ever. So let's see. Feel free to keep asking questions though, folks. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. It's been a great stream, and we even had the legendary Thunder God himself in here. So been a good stream.
Oh yeah, man. That was
Legend.
sick.
Um,
So goats,
Sir Goats as
all
well.
y'all.
Shout out to Sir Goats. So next question, what do you guys ask? Who would win between Kid Hashirama and Madara? Who would win between Kid Hashirama and Madara versus Kid Sasuke and Naruto? Madara with 3 Tomi, Hashi with Wood Style, and then Naruto KM0 and Sasuke with CS2. Okay. Empirically, I would say Kid Hashirama and Kid Madara do have very impressive feats, at least the ones that are implied, considering they're the strongest of their clans at such a young age, and they've killed many members from the other respective clan. And we all know that both these clans are the most powerful clans in the shinobi world. I kind of lean toward Kids Madara and Hashirama, but the argument against that would be we just don't know how strong the members of the clan were at that time in history. There's that argument as well. There's just less empirically for them. You have to speculate how strong the members that each killed, and to try to compare their feats to Naruto and Sasuke, which there's much more for tangibly because we see the narrative itself before our very eyes. But I lean towards Madara and Hashirama, at least rationally, but it's tough.
Yeah, it is tough because, like you're saying, narratively, there's only so much you can like induce from like their scaling per se. So with like you're saying, Madara can take on adult Senju, and vice versa with Hashirama, of course.
Yeah.
Obviously, Hashirama has the wood style, so he can like suppress Naruto with his jutsu arsenal.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so with KM0 and CS2 Sasuke, they're like probably like at least God, I don't know, somewhere Jonin level, I'd say.
Yeah, probably around Jonin.
You know what I mean? So, and then like, is adult Senju from that era equivalent to adult elite Jonin from this era?
Yeah,
There's that
that's
question.
the tough part.
So,
Yeah, that's like the speculative part.
I'd say maybe with Madara, Genjutsu, potentially, and Hashirama's wood style, they may win, but it could go either way. Honestly.
Yeah, it's a tough fight. There's some factors that are just inconclusive and purely speculative when you're trying to deduce what's the case in this encounter. So, yeah. There's arguments for both sides for sure. I think there is an argument for Naruto and Sasuke as well. So,
it's a neat question, though, definitely.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm still trying to see you destroy Kent COVID in debate. I will get a month membership if you do.
Damn, bro, the bribe?
The old ass Bible thumper dude. I mean, maybe one day I'll debate that guy. Someone paid me money, I'd do it happily, but I'd have to prepare.
And what would the topic be even?
Yeah, she's probably gonna want to prove that God is real with some bullshit premise.
That again?
I'd probably have to get paid for that.
Yeah.
Like I'd have to prepare for it. Get touch up on my philosophy, touch up on my biological arguments that I use to argue against evolution or whatever that old man would want to debate. Yeah, it'd be an ordeal.
Yeah.
Naruto not summoning Gamabunta against Sasuke gotta be the biggest choke job ever. That's a good point. He never got Gamabunta out.
Yeah, if he did, bro, that's GG's, bro.
No,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're already
he's not
relative.
leaving the village.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. He's fucked. He's fucked for sure. How much? And the debate would be: is evolution real? How much? How much would I do it for? If I actually have to prepare against the old man, it's not going to be that low. The price ain't going to be that low. Let's see. To be fair, though, what would the price be? So I could debate the old man.
It's evolution debate again, yeah.
Fuck, man. Yeah. Those are... let's see. What's the price that's relatively fair? I'd say 150. I'd do it. 150. I'll debate the old man.
and just donate them right now.
Holy shit, dude! If I actually debate that old man, that's gonna be fucking crazy. I'm gonna make
He's
sure I
just
win clearly, but
he's just like bet drops it.
shit. Yeah. 150 through PayPal. So it all goes to me.
The
Uh,
PayPal.
yeah, 100%. Got it. Um,
Ken's like 150 cents. I got you, G.
shit. For 150 cents, I'll give you a piece of advice.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd debate the old man. If he was like a big name, I'd probably do it anyway. But I don't even know the fuck that is. I know he's like, I think that community is like the religion community. Some shit. I'd be like in that world.
Yeah, I've never heard of him prior to
I'm
you
probably gonna
guys
be in that debate,
bringing
and
it
then
up.
his audience will be like, you're an atheist." I'm like, actually, no, but I'm winning this debate. So,
Yeah, that's what matters.
yeah, that's all that would matter to me. So,
You're an atheist. Get hella personal.
like, hey, dude, I don't give a shit about this debate. I'm just here to win. So, it'd be
Hell
fun
yeah.
though. I saw Ken debate the old man. The man is fucking filled with fallacies in his premise. It wouldn't be hard to beat him.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, what about this?" And I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here." But yeah,
Dismissed.
yeah, I'd dismiss him pretty easily. That wouldn't be a challenge. But yeah, folks, feel free to keep asking questions. It's been a great stream. Let's see, Shishiru, Anbu, Itachi, and Fugaku versus Nagato, Yahiko, and Konan versus Yolomais Obito. What team wins? Okay, so
Yahiko,
it's
huh?
Shishui, Anbu, Itachi, who's already a threat, and Fugaku, that's team 1. Nagato, Yahiko, and Konan, team 2, and Yolomais Obito
Kimikaze.
by himself.
Yeah.
Probably Nagato, Yahiko, and Konan. Honestly, Nagato by himself is a fucking threat, man. Prime
Yeah,
Nagato? Yeah, man.
it's a weird question because Yahiko only was around when Nagato was like a kid, basically. You
Yeah.
know? But if we're talking like prime Nagato with
Oh yeah,
Yahiko
oh yeah.
and
If it's Kid
Konan,
Nagato, yeah, nah, he's not beating the first team or the second probably. But
no.
Prime Nagato probably beats either team, to be honest. I don't see Ambu. I don't think Ambu Itachi's on that level yet. He's a kid.
I don't see Yahiko and Konan doing anything, but yeah, Nagato would definitely be
Yeah. Oh yeah. Not
threat
yeah.
here,
Yahiko and
for
Konan would
sure.
just be it'd be a non-factor. It'd just be him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll just be fodder.
I could do
Yeah.
$40.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hey man,
Negotiation.
I don't know if it'd be worth my time though. If the old man wants to debate me, he'd pay me.
Yeah, bring him over.
If the old man, that's scrap. He could pay up. But if you can convince someone to get 110,
Put him
got
up.
it.
Put him up.
put him up, man. If it was like more interesting to me, I'd probably lower it. But I mean, I just doesn't pique my interest that much. And it's an old
Exactly.
man too. It's like shit, man. I can already expect what that's gonna be like. You know, it's gonna be him stuck in his ways, me having to just fucking counter.
Yeah, because we've already heard it before.
I
Yeah.
already kind of know what to expect. Yeah, I already know what to expect. Is me countering, century-old arguments about religion. So, or centuries old, I should say. So, it'd be like basically me debating a fucking pastor. Basically, what that's gonna be.
I mean, low key, bruh. You know,
Yeah.
once they're caught up in that subjective truth, it's
Yeah.
nothing but a truth to them, and
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
valid in your own sense.
Yeah,
I
in your own
don't.
like subjective lens, I guess it's valid within your own realm, but it just doesn't.
Yeah,
It doesn't function in our reality for the most part. So
especially in an empirical debate, or I
exactly.
guess it's not really empirical; it's more so like conceptual, but
Yeah, conceptual.
which
Like,
is fascinating by nature.
yeah,
But,
like the rationalization, like my rationalization will probably triumph because it holds some truth in our reality as far as what we do know. While conversely, he's just like an old man that's like
grasping.
grasping at straws from his own lens. It'd be like, nah, man, like I'm gonna slam you and waste my time for this bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, for real, bro. I feel you on that. I feel you.
I
No
don't know.
doubt.
I would kind of feel bad, dude, too. Like he seems kind of old and shit. Yeah. I'm not gonna be mean to him.
Traditionalist
I'm not gonna
values.
like shit on him or anything, but I'm gonna make sure.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
win,
of course.
So
Yeah, of course not, man. It's
yeah,
not about that. It's just
yeah,
kind of
no,
like,
no,
if, especially in a debate. I mean, it's like, man, dude,
yeah.
you don't have much to stand on, you know.
I'm not gonna take it that serious, But what are your thoughts on anti-power scalers? I think they're just they're reluctant to hyperanalyze things. I think that's what a lot of anti-power scalers are about. They think it's nerd-like or dweebish to do so, but I think power scaling is it's a sort of discipline in a way. And I think a lot of people that are anti-knowledge in general, um, they kind of scoff at the idea of, oh, this guy's he's trying to do something complicated to look cool. No, man, I'm just trying to understand things. You know, I think it comes from a place of not envy, but I don't know. I just think it's people that are willful skeptics. You know, that's what I think about anti-power scalers. And if you're a casual viewer, there's nothing wrong with that. You watch Naruto just for the entertainment, nothing wrong with that. But don't come over here like shitting on me for scaling Naruto. Yeah. So that's me at least. Let's see. You still hear me? Oh shit. Give me a second, folks. I think my. Give me 1 second, folks.
Heard him? Yo.
Oh, there you go. Now I can hear you.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
My
something
bad.
wrong with my thing, my fucking shit, but I'm good.
It's all good, G.
He's a terrible person. Don't feel bad. Is he? I don't know anything about him. I would just feel bad because he was old, but I don't know anything about him.
I mean, yeah, I don't know much about him, so, but
I just know he's
interesting
like some
viewpoint.
old man with like Bible thumping tendencies, from what I've seen at least.
Yeah,
Goku was Kakuzu. Remember, Goku doesn't have the best raw ability. You're right,
that's
man.
facts, man.
Kakuzu has
Yeah,
raw ability. He's omnipotent, and Goku isn't. So Kakuzu would win.
yeah,
So,
universal punches. Fuck, dude.
exactly.
Rod's ability, dude.
Yeah,
Come on,
Goku
man.
wouldn't be able to hurt him.
Yeah.
His raw ability. So, um, yeah. Feel free to keep asking questions, though, folks. I think that's all the questions that they asked us. We can talk about things that I've had scheduled, like the submarine. People kept talking about the submarine, man. It was the biggest news story in a long time. You know, the Titanic tour submarine. Um, it was just an unfortunate tragedy that caught a lot of traction in the news outlets. Um,
Well, it's
it,
just willful ignorance,
yeah,
essentially.
yeah, exactly.
So,
It was unfortunate. It definitely could have been avoided, but not going on a submarine that has subpar security measures. It was just willful ignorance that cost them their life. So
it's kind of like homicide, in my opinion.
yeah,
Like
it's
the
very unfortunate.
CEO, like he did that to his crewmates, essentially. So,
Yeah, I agree. It was
um,
very, very negligent behavior on his part to do something like that. I get it. You want to see the
yeah,
Titanic, but like, is it worth your life though, man? Like, worth your
for
life to
real,
see the
bro.
fucking
12,
Titanic?
13,000 feet down below, man. I
Shit,
mean,
man.
for what exactly?
Yeah, like for real.
That's my thing. Like, what's the
I
risk
agree.
reward factor here, man?
Yeah, I agree. It's just not worth. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. Honestly, just not.
You're not looking for an ancient alien civilization or like fucking some new scientific discovery. You're looking for a wreck of a ship that sunk 100 years ago or plus.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, it's just not the. It's just not worth it. So I just. It's unfortunate that it went that way.
yeah, it's crazy, bro. But yeah,
Yeah, it's a shame. It's the biggest news stories in a long time, for sure. I haven't seen news pop like that since, I don't know, it's been a long time.
yeah, it was a good international and interagency co-effort,
Yeah,
and it's good to just like bring closure to the families and stuff.
I agree. Yeah,
So
that was like
yeah,
the
noble
beneficial
act.
part was a noble act at the end. Yeah, for sure. It's just a shame. That whole submarine thing should be labeled neglectful homicide. I agree.
I'm
Definitely,
saying, bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely neglectful.
absolutely.
Definitely neglectful, and the guy has blood on his hands, literally and figuratively. So it's a shame.
Yeah, I guess he's the CEO of that corporation that funded the subnautical device as well. So
Yeah,
yeah, that was
exactly.
all
Yeah,
him for
definitely.
sure.
It seemed like an impulsive decision. I don't know, to just go on a submarine like that. It's just very impulsive. Um, Let me know
Yeah,
if I'm
man.
lagging though, folks. I might be. It says poor stream health here, but If I am
Game looks
lagging.
good to me.
Yeah. On this side, on the OBS side, it looks good, but on the YouTube side, it says poor stream. I don't know why it says that, but
Gotcha. I'll let you know. Yeah, you
yeah.
sound decent at least, right?
All right, folks. So if you have any questions, let us know, folks. Been a good stream so far.
Yeah, W stream. W
Yeah.
questions.
If a W stream, W questions, deserves a. Alright, let's see here.
So you think CB3 is getting a ring finally in his career, or you think it's just
it's
fantasy?
possible. The Warriors just don't seem the same. Curry obviously is playing at a very high level, but the Warriors don't seem like the unit they once were.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's possible though. You know, him and Curry could make it work. It's definitely possible that he could maybe get one before he calls it quits. I hope he does. He deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's up with Green right now either. If
Yeah,
he's signing back, it's probably
he rejected his
player out.
player option, which is, I guess maybe he wants out. I don't know.
Maybe he wants more money, which he doesn't really deserve.
Yeah, he
in my
definitely
opinion.
doesn't. He's been very unproductive. Like you could tell he's declining.
Like if anything, getting rid of JP, makes cap space, and then you can invest that into like some size.
Yeah,
But
exactly. I don't know what he's thinking. Maybe he wants a new change of scenery. I don't know, but he's just not as productive as he once was. It's clear.
he ain't getting paid shit on other team, bro. I'm telling you, maybe a veteran minimum, but like I said,
no, he's not productive enough for that.
And then being the Suns is gonna be hard. But yeah.
Oh fuck, yeah. Now especially, it's gonna get more and more challenging. Have you ever played any of the Dark Souls games? No, I don't think so. Dark Souls? I
haven't either.
Yeah, I haven't played those before.
Yeah.
Heard they're good though, but I never played them.
I've watched a shit ton of Elden Ring content though, and
shit.
that game looks fucking sick.
It looks sick. I've never played it, but it looks fucking sick. Yeah.
Bloodborne looks really neat too.
Bloodborne,
for sure.
Yeah. There's a few good games coming out soon, like Spider-Man. It's gonna be fucking dope when that shit comes out. Spider-Man, what do they call it? Is it Spider-Man 2? I don't know. It's with Miles Morales and Peter Parker, and I think Venom's gonna be in the game.
Bethesda is like releasing this fucking sick ass game this year too, man. Like free roam, like space exploration game essentially, where you Starfield. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's some good games coming. Gaming has like good moments coming. Hopefully those games are out soon. I have a PS4 still, to be honest. I want a PS5. I just never got it. So.
Yeah, I mean, shit's fucking.
Yeah,
it's tough pickings, man.
Yeah, it's not a cheap toy, that's for sure.
Yes.
If Obito never gave his eye to Kakashi and had it during the Minato fight, does he stomp? What about running on a live Madara as hypothetical DMS white mass Obito? Yeah, he would have double his speed, right? That's what Madara said. When you have two of the eyes, your Kamui doubles in speed. At that point, he would be faster than Minato safely. And probably beat Minato.
Yeah. You just call away him before you can even reach him.
Yeah, if he's double the speed and the gap was already that minuscule between the two before that, he's probably going to defeat him rationally.
And by that time, he'd have full control over that power as well.
Oh yeah,
he was so well versed in his intangible ability already. So
it would be a concise victory. He wouldn't have much trouble. He'd just be faster. What about Rinnegan Alive Madara versus hypothetical DMS White Mass Obito? I don't think even with DMS without 6-pass powers, well, if you want to presuppose that Obito is stronger than DMS Kakashi, then he probably would be Madara. But
with 6-pass, yeah,
with 6-pass. Without it, I don't think is enough to beat Madara though. Rinnegan Alive.
You can't see the limbo.
Yeah,
you can't sense
the limbo. You wouldn't be able to see the limbo. That'd be a problem. Probably Madara. Kamui's his best bet, obviously. But probably Madara. He has a limbo clones. He wouldn't be able to Kamui what he can't see. So,
could he Kamui away the Susanoo, perfect Susanoo? Arguably so.
Arguably, that shit is gigantic, but he might be able to.
Because I think it just comes down to the hacks and speed essentially.
Yeah,
like
hacks
for
and
sure.
Speed. I probably lean towards Madara. You could use clones, limbo clones. Not to mention
and the Path of Pain's abilities.
Yeah, exactly. The Rinnegan abilities, the Path of Pains. I'd lean towards Madara, but that Kamui would be the problematic, maybe. So, yeah.
Agree then.
If you ever get a chance, you should check out Darksiders series. Each of the games has you play as one of the 4 horsemen. It's a mix of God of War and Zelda. Oh, really? Yeah, I've heard good things about that game. I have heard good things about it. People really enjoy it. People that are into it. But yeah, obviously the game.
Also, Ghost of Tsushima seems like a fucking
Oh,
sick
I
game
heard.
too,
Yeah, that
man.
game. I've seen some gameplay. It looks fucking sick. Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks sick.
similar vibe for sure.
Obviously the game I'm looking forward to the most is Spider-Man. It looks fucking spectacular, literally. But some good games coming soon that I've seen.
GTA 6.
Oh, dude, we're waiting fucking
That'd be
since
lit.
I was fucking 13 for when GTA 5 came out.
I'll probably wait another 10 years, bro. Let's be
fuck,
honest.
man. Yeah, I'm gonna be like in my fucking 30s when that shit comes out.
Thanks, bro. That's so sad.
It better be amazing, man. It better be fucking spectacular, open world that you could fucking do whatever you want. It better be worth it.
The second Red Dead Redemption was fantastic, I will say. So
all-time great
if they
game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So if they do another GTA, I'm sure it's gonna be baller, bro.
Yeah. Red Dead Redemption 2 is so fucking sick. It was so good.
So good, bro. So good.
Even
man.
like the replay value, you're just in like the old towns, like fighting people in the fucking bars. It's fucking dope.
Yeah, online is fucking sick too. There's so much you can do, man.
I was fucking like going to war with people online. I do that shit all the time.
Thanks, bro. You just grief people, man.
Like in the fucking bar, like you could tie them up and shit. Yeah, I'll do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
Burn them. Like fucking the mocktail. Yeah, the cocktails that, like they light on fire. Yeah.
The dynamite, bro. Yeah, that game's fucking sick, man.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking dope. Like, it's like the Western version of fucking GTA, basically.
GTA, yeah, exactly, bro.
Dope as fuck.
And it has like these legendary animals and shit.
Oh, that
too,
shit is so dope. Yeah.
Give it its own vibe, man. That's a sick game.
It's
Yeah.
fucking sick. And sometimes I just fuck around, like tie up fucking people, throw them off fucking mountains and stuff. It's fucking dope.
Off a cliff, yeah, exactly, bro.
Literally. Yeah, that shit is fucking sick.
You just hear like little kids screaming, bro. Like,
yeah, literally. I used to be fucked up. I used to like fucking tie people and throw them off fucking cliffs and shit.
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to do that shit when I was bored.
Go to the game, bro. Go.
It's only a game, yeah. Saitama versus Omni-Man. I've heard Omni-Man's fucking strong. But I don't know anything that much about him.
I haven't seen the show yet. Yeah.
I know Saitama's at least star level, based off the last piece of literature I read. He's probably stronger now. I haven't been keeping up with it. I would assume Saitama, unless there's scaling for Omni-Man where he's like almost universal. But I don't know too much.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, exactly.
Saitama's pretty strong.
That's from home. What show is that from even?
Oh man, is that Invincible? I don't know. I think it's some shit.
Oh, it might be actually. Yeah.
I think so. I need to
That's
check that
definitely
show
on the
out. It
list
looks
right
kind of
now.
dope. I just never
Yeah.
watched it.
Damn.
Omni-Man.
Yeah, it is Invincible. That shit had a fucking like really gnarly start, dude. I remember, dude.
Oh,
He just
yeah,
went down, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember seeing fucking him beating the shit out of his son or some shit. Like living shit out of
Yeah,
his son.
bro.
That's crazy.
That shit went many, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks dope though. It looks pretty dope.
Yeah, I gotta watch that shit, definitely.
Yeah. It looks like a rated R comic book adaptation, basically. GTA 6 is about
Yeah,
to
great animation. Fucking,
Yeah, animation looks great too. GTA 6 is about to go crazy. Oh yeah, definitely. Can't wait.
It better be, bro.
Better be worth the fucking wait over a decade. So
There's gonna be riots, bro, if it isn't, bro. Like that ass.
yeah, that ass fucking. I think GTA 4 to GTA 5 was about a 5-year wait, but this one's been over 10 fucking years. Goddamn. You know, so.
The Red Dead Redemption took a minute too, bro.
Yeah, it took a few years for sure, and it came out pretty well. I mean, I'm expecting big things from Rockstar and what they create. So.
They've grown complacent because GTA 5 is just amassing so much money for them still. So it's like, what's even the rush? You
exactly.
know?
The online mode is still thriving even now. So people love playing on that shit.
Yeah.
All the mods too. If you have PC, you can do mods and shit too. Pretty fun.
Yeah, if you want to grief, bro, that shit's toxic, man.
Oh fuck yeah, the fucking mod servers on there. Yeah.
Oh man.
The roleplay too that they fucking do on that shit.
Oh, dude, that shit's hilarious, man. Some of the cars that I've seen on that has me dying, bro.
I watched old videos of Flight Reacts during COVID when he would do.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I watch Flight all the time. Yeah, that
Flight's
guy's a character, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love Flight. Yeah, shout out, bro. Him and Cash, dude, all day.
I love
bro.
Cash too. He's fucking dope. Yeah.
They're so hilarious, man.
Fucking Flight in June, fucking legend.
Oh, it's doing fly right now. That's right. I forgot. Yeah.
He's winning games too. It's fucking crazy. He's
Hey,
winning
if he,
games. He
if
beat
he was
the.
on 2K, he'd be a 25,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh
Keep
fuck
it.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Dead ass. Yeah, he's fucking ass. This June he's played better. I'll say that. But he beat that
Yeah.
little fine
He'd
thick
be,
that little fine thick chick that plays basketball. What's her name?
oh,
Stefania.
yeah. It's a funny. Yeah.
She's
She
bad.
cool. She
I'd
cool.
clap.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. She's kind
What
of
a
thick.
gentleman.
Yeah. She's kind of thick. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She definitely is, bro. Yeah.
Like I would hit probably from the back. I don't know from the front, but probably from the back.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
dude.
she's pretty. I like Flight a lot though. He's fucking. I've watched Flight for a
Oh,
long time. Long time.
same, man. I started watching like in COVID, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I started
That guy's
watching him
hella
like.
funny.
Yeah, I really started watching him in COVID too. I think. Yeah.
Oh,
Cash too. He's dope.
yeah. Gosh,
Uh,
is a W, bro.
yeah, he's actually pretty good at basketball too. To be honest.
Oh yeah, he's a
Yeah.
beast, bro. He
He's
go
like
mad in the paint.
power forward badges. Like he's just in the paint. Yeah.
Yeah, he just needs some more handling, and he
Yeah,
got it.
that's
You
what he
know.
needs. Yeah, he needs some more handling. Can you explain what people mean when they say they think Ino's Kakashi is stronger than the Sage of Six Path Naruto and Sasuke? It's because of the speed. More specifically, because when he gets DMS and you compare his performance against Naruto and Sasuke's against Kaguya, he by far has the most success against her. And this is after she gets her exponential increase in power. He literally blitzes her with I think it's like Kamui shurikens, and he blitzes her and like takes off her armor, brutally wounds it. He just has by far the most success out of anyone in that encounter with Kaguya. And again, after the exponential increase in power. And that's why people rationally concluded, like, okay, he's above Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto and Sasuke have barely had any success against her, while conversely, Kakashi blitzed her ass effortlessly and hurt her pretty badly. So that's the main premise for why Kakashi's above Naruto and Sasuke at that point in time, which I agree with for the most part, at least speed wise for sure.
Yeah,
His speed is preposterous in that point. So
yeah. The two of them in tandem, like, couldn't do nearly what Kakashi was doing by himself,
exactly.
essentially. And this is after Kakashi was exponentially stronger, and he
Yeah.
also has an adequate arsenal to like, really affect either one of the two of them. With Sasuke, yeah, he has a Renegon and can open up dimensions, but that's not until Boruto.
Yeah, exactly.
And even doing that costs him a lot of fucking chakra.
Even
And with
yeah,
Naruto, he's just stuck in there.
yeah,
If
exactly.
he's stuck in the Conway dimension. So when it comes to speed and like his Conway Shuriken or Raikiri, like he can just deal with them
Yeah,
easily. To be honest.
essentially the advantage you'd have, it would
Yeah.
be the speed and the Kamui. Yeah, that'd be a problem for both of them.
Mhm.
They're clearly slower based off their performance, so they lack the performance to conclude that they would scale to him. So the empirical evidence kind of suggests that Kakashi's faster and hence superior. So Prime So was the GOAT YouTuber. Facts. Illuminati's a fucking GOAT. Shout out to So.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, he started
Yeah.
posting again on his other channel. He started posting shit again.
I haven't seen him in a minute, bro.
He's on his
He stopped
Twitch,
posting a while ago.
Twitch show channel, not in his main channel, but he's posting on the Twitch one he has.
Didn't he shave his head too or some shit?
Yeah, that was crazy when he did that shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
he went on this like enlightenment like weird journey. Like, he had like the other spiritual show, like posting videos about fucking spirituality and stuff. Yeah,
Interesting. Okay, that's cool. I respect it.
I
Yeah.
like So's a legend though for sure.
It's hard to be talking about that shit without seeming too eccentric, though.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a very fine line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. There's definitely a fine line for sure. But So is posting again. He seems to be doing well, so that's good.
Good for him, man.
Yeah, and he has a bad bitch now, like some thick ass like chick that he's with. So that's a W. She's fine as
And
hell.
with Zion?
Yeah, the girl he's with is fine as hell. I don't know who she is. Like some girl he started dating. She's bad as hell. I can't even cap. But
Hell yeah, bro.
good for him.
Top G. Yeah, absolutely, bro. He deserves that shit, man.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
He's one of the
Yeah.
goats. During the era of Flight and him, and yeah, he's a goat.
If you want your spiritual game strong, man, having a baddie next to you definitely helps.
Definitely helps, man. All the time.
Definitely helps. Always.
Oh yeah, So knows that for sure. Definitely a goat for sure. What do you think Koriyama realistically scales? He's definitely not fucking Jubito speed. Oh yeah, absolutely not. But I feel like a lot of people hate those takes so much that they overact way too hard. Yeah, he's certainly not Jubito speed. That's absolutely absurd. It's hard to quantify and compare him to someone. He's obviously below Minato. It's tough. It's tough to kind of gauge where he's at speed wise. Um,
Yeah, that's the thing, man.
he
Honestly.
lost to Kinkaku and Ginkaku and company, the unit. Man, it's hard. What am I disingenuous enough to say he scales below Darui? Probably not. I don't think he fucking scales below Darui, but I don't know, man. He's somewhere in the realm of below Minato and above Darui, somewhere around there, somewhere. Just hard to place him exactly where. It's hard to say.
Yeah, because he just doesn't really have much on him, and the
It's
stuff
nothing.
that we do have
Yeah,
is either like not going all out Gibito or like some narrative scaling with him and like getting Kin and their squad essentially on several occasions.
yeah, exactly.
So he has like anti feats and like his best feats are like really not even displayed well because the person he's fighting isn't really going all out. So it just
Yeah,
leaves him in this gray area,
yeah.
honestly.
It's just hard to scale the guy because there's nothing solidly empirically for him. It's nothing. It's hard to do.
But
So
yeah, the best you can do is like Izuna, but like those guys are ambiguous in terms of scaling. All the Warren arc characters, like they're not conclusive in terms of like
yeah,
references that you can place him in essentially. So
exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like he's stronger than Stage Naruto and would start having trouble around KCM1 level characters. Stronger than Stage Naruto. I wouldn't say you're
Um,
crazy for saying he's faster than Stage Naruto, but even now you'd have to prove. It'd be hard to prove that too. But yeah, I wouldn't say you're crazy
I
for
mean, it's
saying that.
definitely a fair take for
Yeah,
sure.
that's a fair take to me. But yeah, you'd definitely have trouble with KCM plus characters and speed. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
absolutely, man.
he's
Yeah.
inferior to Minato, so yeah, he struggle. What are your thoughts on Sneako's mental decline? Seemingly, I don't know. Sneako just, I was a fan. I'm not saying I'm not a fan anymore. It's just, I don't know. Sneako's just changed, man. Um, he's kind of changed. I don't really align with his convictions that much anymore. He's changed a lot. Maybe the fame has done that. I don't know. Just not the biggest fan of him anymore, and he's just changed. I guess that's what fame does to you, or to some people at least. Um, Especially after Fresh and Fit full mask off episode. Yeah, it was bizarre. It was
Oh, yeah.
bizarre. Yeah, him and Destiny were, I think that's what he's talking about. Fresh and Fit full mask off episode. Oh wait, I think he means I mean the episode when they're talking shit about Aba and Preach. I think he was there for that too. Um, I'm not fans of Aba and Preach. I'm not gonna lie. I like Fresh and Fit. Do I think what I would have done what they did? No, I just would have ignored them. Aba and Preach. I wouldn't do the shit that they did. But I like Fresh and Fit for their they're trying to improve the world. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Sneeko anymore. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. He just changed to me a lot. Hot take: Jubito no diffs. 8 gate Mike's guy is better than using the orbs than Madara. Madara only. I don't know if he's better than using the orbs, but Madara only got almost died because he let Guy hit him. Obito wouldn't let Guy do that. I could be wrong. Yeah. The
No
gap.
diff is a hot take, bro.
Yeah, that's a hot take. The gap between Madara and Jubito is certainly an interesting gap to try and
Substantial.
quantify. But I do think it's
Yeah.
substantial. Yeah, I do think it's substantial. Rationally, when you analyze the difference, Jubito only had a fraction of the Nine Tails chakra and like only a tentacle of the Eight Tail. Conversely, Madara had the entire Nine Tails and Eight Tails ingested when he became the 10 Tails. So I think it's rational to conclude that if you have the entirety of the 8 and 9 tails, that by far are the strongest tailed beasts, while conversely the other only has a fraction of each, the one that has the entirety of each is going to be substantially stronger. It just makes sense rationally. So Jubito probably wouldn't beat AK's my guy. I don't think so. I think rationally that would be a harder proposition to establish rather than the premise that he would lose. It's hard. So I would say no. He probably wouldn't beat my guy. But
Yeah, I don't think he's necessarily better. He just uses them differently.
yeah,
So
you just
I'm
use
just
him differently.
different
Yeah,
application essentially.
yeah,
So
well, yeah. I
yeah.
wouldn't conclude that he's better. You know, because that would imply he's superior, and he's certainly not superior.
And because it has a fraction of what Madara has, his two secret orbs will have less durability, arguably.
Yeah,
So and we know AK guy can do them already. So
exactly.
yeah.
It's the better premise to establish is that Guy would beat him based off his performance against Jubidar. He almost killed him. I mean, so yeah, he was kind of letting him go at it, but he still almost killed him. So still interesting, but yeah.
Yeah, he underestimated him essentially. If it wasn't for his like, broken regeneration, he's rad.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, who's your favorite content creator of all creators of all
Oof,
genres?
good question. Just
Uh,
one though, man. Come on.
shit. Let's say the anime community. Anime community, probably Swag. The anime community,
For
probably
me, definitely.
Swag. Yeah. Overall, that's tough. Um, who do I watch
Gosh,
a
man.
lot? I watch a lot of. Let's see. I watch a lot of podcasts, but I don't really consider that like Joe Rogan. I would consider him a content
Like a
creator. I watch.
creator.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Content creator. Yeah, all I watch is anime community stuff or podcasts. I watch like flight reaction stuff, but I guess content creates content with basketball IRLs and stuff. But
I really like Two Hype too, like Flight Cash and all those guys. Like they're
yeah,
a pretty good group, honestly. They made some
dope.
content.
RDC,
RDC,
dope.
yeah.
Yeah,
I also
uh,
like this guy named John Wolf a lot too. He has like really cool gameplay videos. I've been
yeah,
watching him for years.
yeah.
So,
RDC is up there on
um,
my list. Really up there. I really like RDC. Um, dope content.
yeah,
Yeah, dope content. Swag, RDC, Flight. I watched a lot of
yeah,
Flight. Flight's just funny to watch. Uh, what else did I watch a lot of? Besides that, I watch a lot of fucking podcasts and boring shit that most people don't watch just to learn more stuff. But like Joe Rogan a lot, and I watch Fresh and Fit for the improvement aspect. I don't really watch the hoes that they bring on. That shit's just talking to dumb hoes the whole time. But
a lot of energy
yeah,
right there
I
sometimes.
like their
Yeah,
like their their solo content where it's just them talking about like finances or fitness stuff like that. But the I feel like I get frustrated watching them talk to those dumb hoes that they bring on. Like they're dumb as fuck, man. I'm like getting frustrated just watching them argue with them. Like I can't watch that shit.
yeah, exactly.
The bitch is like retarded. I'm like, fuck this shit, man. I'm getting mad watching this shit. So I don't know how Myron and Fresh do that shit. They have more patience than I ever could. I tell you that. Dealing with dumb hoes all night. Wish Swag would upload more. Yeah, me too, dude. He makes great content. He doesn't upload that often. I agree. Have you guys
Yeah,
watched?
I think he
Yeah,
wouldn't hurt from posting more, but I think he does quite well regardless. And
yeah.
it's kind
I
of
feel
better
like
to
he
just
takes
take
his
time to
time.
ensure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Have you guys watched The Boys? No, I haven't. I heard it's really good though. But I've
I
heard,
haven't heard.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's on
sounds
my.
familiar though.
Yeah, I've heard it's really good. Would Minato have sanctioned the Uchiha massacre if he was in it? Oh hell no, he would not have sanctioned that. He would have probably incarcerated Danzo if he would have tried to disobey his orders. He's not a pussy like Hiruzen, like lacks backbone. He will do what has to be done. He would tell Danzo, "This is my fucking. I'm the Hokage. It's my village, and we're gonna do shit my way, or we're gonna have a problem." And Danzo would either have to comply or be incarcerated. So he would definitely not sanction that bullshit. And Itachi would never have that ultimatum put upon him. Minato would probably try to talk it out. Hopefully that works. If not, he'll go to war. Deadass. He won't make Itachi fucking kill his clan. That's ridiculous. To him, it would be. Um, he would do what had to be done. He'd make the tough choices. So
Yeah, and he takes pride being able to like do things by himself because he absolutely can for number one, and he also
exactly.
has the stoicism and inherent just like
Yeah. Yeah.
ability
Exactly.
to just disassociate from personal attachment. So
Yeah.
yeah, he would do what needs to be done
When it
for the
comes to
benefit of Konoha.
yeah, if it
Yeah,
comes to the benefit of Konoha, he's very good at compartmentalizing his emotion from the mission. We saw how cutthroat he was in the war. He didn't give a shit. Like he would chop down platoons for the sake of the leaf. And when it came to this uh, bureaucratic issue, he would do what has to be done. He'd go to Fugaku
exactly.
and he would be very cordial with him. Be like, hey, man, just make peace. There's no need for this. And if he declines, he'd probably warn him and say, listen, man, if you don't accept, we're gonna have to go to war. I have no choice, and you do what has to be done. So he wouldn't do that bullshit massacre, like Danzo did. Definitely not. It's not that's not in his character, So
Yeah, he's not going to give Donzo the position to have this fucking secret, Onbu or root organization to begin with. Like he's shutting
yeah.
that shit out, right?
Oh hell yeah, he's not gonna give him that shit. Especially if he's disobeying
Yeah.
him, like undermining his authority like that. He's like, nah, this is
He
not
would
gonna
have taken
fly.
care of Orochimaru a long ass
Oh
time
yeah,
ago.
probably would have killed him on the
Like,
spot. He would have even allowed him to
yeah,
leave. Yeah, so Hiruzen has lacked the backbone and conviction, and he admits that later on. He admits he lacked the leadership to do what had to be done. So It's unfortunate, but we got what we got. So
Yeah, they're not just like agents of war. They're people of personalities, and that's what makes them so well appealed. You know what I mean? Just
yeah,
having the development that they do. You know.
exactly. I just think Kin and Gin's six-tail forms are probably just supposed to be around Naruto's. I don't think so. They're a fraction of the amount of chakra Naruto has. I don't think they're around Naruto's six-tail level.
They just have like a V2 cloak, so I can see the similarities.
Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of power.
Which
Yeah.
is always shown to be stronger than Shade. So stronger than Sage. Yeah, Naruto's six-tail is stronger than Sage Mode, but I don't know about Kin and Gin's. They're a fraction of what Naruto has.
And we don't even know what fraction it is. They just
Yeah,
ate
we
some
don't know.
intestines.
He literally ate like stomach lining. Yeah, they didn't get shit from him.
Whereas like that six tails was 50% of Kurama, so
Yeah, which is
at least
substantial.
like
At least.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. How strong would a Sage Mode Kakashi be? Sage Mode Kakashi, it'd be very, very problematic. He might even beat the Tendo Pain during the war. Well, that's a big stretch, but he'd give the Tendo Pain a good fight during the Pain arc. The fatigued one, of course.
Yeah, he definitely would. Yeah, for
It wouldn't
sure.
be easy for him to deal with that Kakashi, I tell you that. He'd have a tough time. May even fall to him, maybe. I don't know. Probably not, but it'd be a tough time. It'd be a tough, tough battle for him. Kakashi with Sage Mode and Genjutsu and the Raikiri and all that, plus the enhanced tangible aspects, it's be a big problem.
And what stage mode are we talking too? You know, I mean, that's also interesting. But if we're talking Toad stage mode, then yeah, amps at the very least what we know. It might amp his Genjutsu, perhaps.
Yeah.
You know, his arsenal.
Theoretically, could even
Potentially.
enhance that. Yeah, it might even enhance fucking Kamui. Who knows, man?
He can at least use it like a shit ton more.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
for sure, definitely. I feel like hypothetically amplifies the speed and shit of it. He might even be able to. Well, that's a big theoretical consideration, but he might even be able to calmly away pain. Maybe.
And yeah. I can see it, man. His fatigued ass, you know.
Yeah, exactly. He's all beat up and shit already, so it's possible. But then again, it's hard to quantify how strong Kakashi would be. But he'd have success for sure. For sure.
And because he has 1,000 jutsu, I mean, who knows how that could amp one of the ones that we don't know about. So I wish we could see some more of that. But
yeah, exactly.
You know, it keeps his suspense alive at least.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see him use more. But yeah, we got. So they failed to kill Tsuburama in the second Raikage the first time and had to come back with a whole unit to actually beat him. Yeah, he had several encounters with them. That's true.
Wasn't Chiswi's grandfather or like relative there as well? He's supposed to be relative to Chiswi, but like better at least.
Yeah, that's what it's implied too. Like a better Shishui. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's quite an opponent to go against alone. You know.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is hard to scale Tsuburama. Unfortunate.
It really is, man. Yeah.
But yeah, folks, we'll go a few minutes more here. It's been a W stream. W stream,
folks. Thank y'all.
Yeah, any questions you may have, IRL questions, politics, anime, of course, sports, whatever the case may be, folks.
You name it.
Yes, sir. Make sure to hit the like button if you haven't already, of course. But yeah, Tsuburama, that'll continue to be a discussion for many people for a long time.
Yeah, he'll be a valid pick for the popularity poll because of that, I think.
Oh yeah,
but
definitely.
I think other people deserve it more.
Yeah. What would you do to make Sakura not as hated or, if possible, beloved like Naruto and Sasuke Shippuden was being written if you're Kishimoto? Kind of drop, or not, maybe if not completely drop, heavily limit the Sasuke obsession, the crying, the self-pity bullshit, and just make her more headstrong, like Tsunade, headstrong, and make her do what has to be done, like not crying and bitching about Sasuke. Just more of a warrior. I think she would have been loved much more much more revered than she is in the real world. Yeah, drop the simp shit, make her get to business and do what she has to do, and fight the battle she has to fight. That's probably what I would say. Simple as that.
Yeah, definitely get rid of the whole simp, narrative that she's had for so long with Sasuke.
Exactly.
Maybe because she was implied to have like such great chakra control, she could be a Genjutsu specialist, or maybe have like some dope ass like ninjutsu variety, but she's just like a Tsunade clone.
Exactly.
And to be frank, I mean, yeah, super strength is cool and all, but when you have all these people with like all these unique abilities, it's kind of lackluster, right? So I would definitely switch that up for
The
sure.
bland Arsenal, yeah. Maybe give her a more versatile Arsenal as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who took the single biggest L in Naruto? For me, it's Itachi versus Kurenai. Sasuke versus... Yeah, Kurenai took one of the biggest L's I've ever seen.
Sure, I no
It's
doubt.
fucking
Yeah.
awful. She got her fucking ass beat so bad she became a stay-at-home mom, man. That's how bad she got her fucking ass whooped.
Yep. The
Horrible.
only time she was relevant in the whole series, she became irrelevant.
Yeah, literally.
You know.
He literally retired her ass. It was horrible. It was awful to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least with Sasuke and B was kind of like more
Yeah,
entertaining.
at least
Sure,
Sasuke like
you know.
did something. You know, like the fucking Kurenai was just absolutely fucking embarrassing. So he fucking humiliated her, and she retired, became stay-at-home mom, and that was it.
But
End of Kurenai.
Sasuke was taking that out though. For sure.
Yeah, he was definitely getting bought. He was getting pieced up for sure, and he needed Taka to help him out for sure. And
Yeah.
his Amaterasu was a failsafe, but he got his ass whooped for sure. He got his ass beat. Killer Bee whipped his ass. Let's see here though. Any questions you may have, folks? Any and all questions? Let's see here.
Yeah, Karen was like the biggest like clutch ever, dude. You know.
Oh, literally.
Honestly.
Yeah.
For Tsunade, for Sasuke, for so many people.
Yeah, she was in the right place at the right time many times. Yeah.
I guess so, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though she's a fucking simp, but yeah.
Another one, yeah, for real.
Literally, she was more useful than fucking soccer still. So.
Damn, man.
Dead ass. A few more questions, folks. A few more. Hopefully, Batman's back in the next couple of weeks as well. Hopefully, he's doing well.
Hopefully, man. Yeah.
I definitely think Minato's cool in Toriyama though, and sleeps his ass. Facts. And he's kind of a cool character for what we see of him. Yeah, he definitely whips Toriyama's ass. Yeah, for sure.
I think Tobirama he looks dope aesthetically.
Oh yeah,
though,
aesthetically,
sure.
yeah, swag for sure.
Yeah.
He has the fur coat. It's drip.
He's just unique, you know. Yeah. He's just like very unique. Yeah.
He has drip. I mean, we all know the fur coat's heat. Yeah, the hair's heat. Definitely.
He's very important to the story too.
Oh yeah,
like, for sure.
And then Minato has his own drip with the coat. You know, the Hokage's coat. You know, he has a swag.
So, if Tobirama never invented Edo Tensei, who do you think would have been the first one to do so after the fact?
To be someone with a brain for sure. Someone that's always experimenting. Maybe Orochimaru would have still done it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or Hiruzen potentially.
Yeah, having all the knowledge in the leaf. Someone with like a lot of ambition to experiment. Like Orochimaru would be a good candidate for sure. He's just always
no doubt.
Yeah. He would have stumbled upon something, like some type of Edo Tensei jutsu he could have utilized.
Yeah, at the very least, Orochimaru, definitely.
But yeah, Toriyama was a founder, pioneer of so many classic jutsu. Shadow Clone Jutsu, Flying Riding, like, just fuck, man. Yeah, he's a pioneer. So, let's see here, folks. Any questions here that you folks may have? By the way, W stream, folks. I appreciate the donations did come in. Appreciate that. See, Naruto was the one who confronted Sasuke instead of Sakura. Would Sasuke still leave the village? And if they fought there, who would win? At that point, Naruto would have won most likely. He was implied to be the stronger one before Sasuke got his curse-marked abilities. Or curse-marked 2, I should say. Naruto probably would have stopped him, caused a ruckus, would have woke up everybody, Kakashi would have shut up. Yeah, he probably wouldn't allow him to leave.
Yeah, at the very least, he just gets the Nine-Tail out.
Yeah, at the very least, Nine-Tails emerges, and the whole village wakes up, and fucking the Hokage has to come down, Kakashi has to come out. Like, yeah, it'll be a shit show.
He's not gonna get knocked out like Sakura did nonchalantly.
No, yeah, he's gonna be like, no. We're gonna scrap, dude. You're not leaving. So
it's facts, bro. Yeah. You
Naruto,
saw it.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be a real problem. Naruto was the one who confronted. I just read that. It's so weird that he has those random ass red eyes that had nothing to do with anything. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's why he's so salty. Yeah, he does have those random ass red eyes. That's true.
For real. They come at the most arbitrary of times. Yeah.
Definitely very random and bizarre. But 3 more questions, folks. We shall depart. Any questions at all? Unless someone donates, we'll stay longer. But if not, about 3 more questions.
Oh, yeah. Ask anything, guys, please.
Yeah, anything at all. But yeah, I'll check out. I know Ken talked about that fucking Bible thumper. I might watch him debate again, just see what he's about. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, let me know your thoughts. So yeah,
yeah, I don't think get paid to probably debate that old man, but yeah,
yeah, I don't blame you, dog.
it's just not worth like. I don't really gain anything from that. But let's see. Any final questions at all, folks? Pretty good stream. Had one of the goats in here as well. Shout out to Thunder.
Yeah, that's
God.
unexpected. That was sick. Yeah.
W Thunder God, man, for sure. You got a few creators that, they fuck with us. So
Yeah, no doubt, man. They
Thunder
be peeping.
God, Six, Clyde. Shout out to all of them, man.
That's sick, bro. Honestly, shout out to all y'all. Honestly,
yeah, W. All right, folks. We'll wait a couple more minutes, and then we shall depart. If any questions come in. Been on it for how long? 3 hours and a half. It's a decent stream for sure.
good W stream so far, man. Yeah.
Definitely. Let's see. Yeah, next week we may do a random debate stream, possibly.
Liddy.
Yeah, we'll definitely probably do that, and yeah, should be a good one.
Everyone likes that.
Yeah, everyone enjoys those. There's us fucking debating random shit for a couple of hours. Also, this allows us to practice on the fly, debating random shit. So it's definitely good practice.
If we get that pizza versus sandwich, that's gonna be a hard one, man.
Shit, that's gonna be a crazy ass topic. Sir
Good
Goat's
luck
gonna
with
be
that.
up here. Yeah, Sir Goat's is probably gonna invite the
He's gonna-
challenge.
Oh yeah, bro. He's gonna have some fun questions for sure.
Yeah. All right, folks. I think that is all. Thanks for coming in. One final reminder to hit the like button. We got plenty of content coming to you guys soon. Next couple of weeks, we'll be dropping some stuff.
Yes, sir.
Pain and a few other projects. So stay tuned for all that, folks. We appreciate you guys coming in. And we'll see you next time, folks. Till then, stay classy.
Take care, y'all.
Peace.